Welcome to Combo Breaker 2026. We are live from Schaumburg, Illinois, and it's time for some 2xKO action. I am Non-Factor, joined with me with the legend, Proxy. How you doing, my man?
Good to see you, bro. Extremely excited, as you said, early morning 2xKO, 10 a.m. action. Extremely excited to get, what is going to be a fantastic bracket top to bottom. Started a lot of talented players with some pretty interesting stuff on the horizon as far as, obviously, we got to address it up front. Yeah. Team fight. Currently not available in this bracket here, so we're going to be playing a little bit more standard when it comes to the fuses here, so more of what we would expect to see in the earlier stages of the game, but still with the recent changes, I feel like we're going to have a decent shakeup regardless.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of the duos are just going to be going back to, either if you're playing the solo player, but sidekick, or you're going to go back to freestyle, which is kind of what we've seen from the entire time, like you were saying. It's going to be a lot of the usual favorites. But speaking of usual favorites, man, the bracket is absolutely stacked from top to bottom, and we'll see what we have over here for the 10 in the morning pools. As you were mentioning, man, it's nice to show up in the morning and then have to deal with like a nasty duo or a character you hate dealing with.
That was the first thing I saw as soon as our players sat down, because we get a peel behind the curtain. We get to see everything just a touch early before you guys. So seeing it. And the first thing I see is the big shield selected.
Oh, yeah.
10 a.m. pools, and it's time to block Braum. If it's going to be Peachytea facing off against Chato, I do believe, here in our winners round 1 pools.
Yeah, it's looking like both players, if we can see on screen, are both going to be locking down double down too. So what a way to wake up by just eating a boatload of damage. It's exactly what you want to do to start things. You're going to get fast and loose and nice and early here, but a little inside baseball. It's my first time out here at Combo Breaker, man. I took a step into the venue and I was like, oh my goodness, I have ascended. It's just wall to wall, like any game you can think of is being ran right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, definitely a fighting game paradise for sure. And it's one of those things where I feel like, especially the events of this size, right, the Combo Breakers, the CEOs, the EVOs, it's like until you're actually in the room, you're like, man, what a...
Yeah, I've heard stories and the legends were true.
Oh, dude. But as you said, it is going to be Jinxes across the board, but extremely different flavors of support as far as the characters go here. Braum on the other side, obviously being able to, potentially be a little bit of a wall here to be able to help out with the Jinx, as well as utilize those Jinx projectiles to close distance. And then Vi, obviously, Vi's motto is kind of anything that can be done with a chisel can be done with a sledgehammer, right? Like, we can open it up regardless. She will find a way, and Jinx is so good at supporting from a distance.
Without further ado, let's get things underway. The first match of Combo Breaker 2026, and Braum trying to do a little projectile action of his own, opening up with the Poros, and that's kind of the thing for the Vi Jinx combo. You're going to be running behind the rocket, the different projectiles to really start setting the mix-up. As we see now, Braum just kind of locked down in the corner here.
Yeah, I do appreciate the way we're kind of mixing things up for now, though. Here's the Shockwave, which is going to break through. Poro toss again and again, but that is one of the projectiles that cannot be destroyed.
Yeah, you saw the attempt to use the shield there, still getting chased down, man. You got to help Braum out, getting smacked here. Going to go ahead and bring in the Jinx.
Oh, I do like the timing on the tag, though. And again, see, this is one thing we need to see. If the timing on the assist is bad there, if they go denting blows, you need to go for that parry. You cannot let that last hit rock. It's a very important place. Like right here, that is a parry. It should be every time.
Yeah, see if those defensive options start coming up here, but that's a great way to get in with the rocket jump. With all the meter in the world to work with on here. Don't even think you have to spend it right here, and that's going to be a dead Jinx for the side of Peachytea.
Yeah, I got shoved in a very nice situation here. Has plenty of meter. Unfortunately, gets caught out immediately. Break has to be spent, but we do have double down for the tag.
Oh, coming through with the super, exactly what the doctor ordered there. Braum going to be in the brunt of that one. Little low on health here, but that's a great opening. Getting the Unbreakable on deck right here, ready to cash out with the meter as well. Vi looking dangerously close to dead here, and we're just going to let it rock again. Another bionic arm to get in.
And that's the thing. As a Vi player, you have to be willing to do that. If you don't have it in you to do super, the last 2 buttons you pressed were super, then this is just not the character for you. But unfortunately here, the footsies end up going Braum's way. Chato is going to be able to take that first round in kind of a banger first round.
Yeah, it's guys 10 a.m., man. You woke me up too early. I got to get things over with. Need to grab me some breakfast. But as you were saying, man, it's been an absolute brawl. And that's what you don't want to get into with Braum, because it's like you get clipped one time, and it's good luck, buddy.
Oh, and even there, utilizing the shield to make sure they have priority as far as their own projectiles, and is able to get the nice conversion from max distance, the tip of the 3H.
Ooh, bit of a drop there. We pick it back up, though. Timely break, getting in the Vi, and now gonna go for the shatter, and once again, the bionic arm to get through. Peachytea's been on point. We're gonna double down. Shoot him if you got him for the damage.
I appreciate that, especially because you do have that zap charged already. Dash forward into Shockwave, though, as we try to overcommit. Goes for the down H in the air. We're trying to do something as, oh my god, Clappy catches her right as she tries to run past. That's your tool, you gotta know.
Coming back in, though, Peachytea. Going to close the distance again with the Vi. Using that rocket assist again to try to close, but of course the shield from Braum doing the heavy lifting. Right back at you, though, Peachytea. No meter to work with. You are going to get a lot of corner carry here. Break still on deck for Chato.
Blows once again, kind of ending their pressure strings here. Does manage to find the connection here, but unfortunately it's medium, so corners themselves, but unfortunately nothing. It is another bionic arm that finds a home.
Yeah, the 2-for-1 special on the characters there. Now Braum low on life here, getting caught with the 5L. That's the Vive special. Now 1 round apiece here. I'm enjoying the dogfight early, man. They're getting down to business.
Peachytea doing what they need to. That bionic arm is continually finding its place. It's one of those things where I'll stop doing it when you stop getting hit by it, right? It is, sometimes it has to be that simple.
Yeah. That's, Mom, he's not playing fair. He keeps using the good move. Hey, speaking of which, we're going to catch out some meter again. There's the shatter, tossing the portal close some distance, but still, you have to get around the rocket, the fish bones of Jinx. As a big body player myself, struggle sometimes, hard to get over. You really have to time that jump in or when you're going to pop your own Jinx assist to cover that space.
You're also a big body man of culture, okay? Did I finally get a dual Blitzcrank commentary block?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I play Illaoi Crank.
Oh, thank
my brother in crime. Dude. My brother in crime. Like, I crank that thing in the morning sometimes, you know what I'm saying? 10 a.m. cranking, but oh my goodness, the break there. We baited out. No fury for you. I mean, still online, but now you got to deal with this mix. Just walking back, waiting for the get-up attack, and there's another bionic arm, this time reaching for a handful of nothing.
Yeah, still has that zap applied here, gets the connection, is going to go for the shot, take a lot of damage here. I don't think the shockwave is going to be enough, so I definitely respect holding on to it here. Is now again perfectly times it. The shield absorbs everything from Vi, and on the tag, Braum is easily going to be able to clear out. And our first game going Chato's favor. Very nice stuff here, utilizing that back assist, that shield from Braum so effectively.
Yeah, especially at the last change, man. It just got beefed up to 1,000. Just so many hits of armor on that bad boy. It's hard to deal with. As we see again there, it's the perfect concoction to deal with that opening fish bones from the opposite Jinx, and you're able just to run in and handshake tag behind it, and opens up all kinds of doors, no pun intended, like we see here.
Door looking like it might be slammed shut here soon. Full charge, able to get the dash up. I thought for sure that was a command throw, and it looks like Peachytea had the same idea. Unfortunately, it's another charge S2 as we continue the pressure against the wall.
Yeah, getting back to work here. Able to slide through, though, with the footwork. Now, shoe on the other foot. Peachytea got to make something happen here. Slamming to the ground. It'll shatter the earth. And this right here for Braum, I mean, you're a thick boy. You got a lot of health to work with. Not the end of the world, but we'll see how they get out of the corner.
Yeah, tech forward, definitely the right call there. Just win the positional war. Don't overpress for any kind of pressure here. Is now the electrified homie coming through. Not going to do too much as a Poro throw. Unfortunately, a little mistimed.
Yeah, we'll say the Poro startup does have about like 5 business days of startup, so got clipped on that one. Speaking of getting clipped, going low right there. Chato getting to work, a dead Vi on the board. 50% left on the Jinx. Only a couple bars of meter to their name, so it's going to be tough sledding for Peachytea here, especially if you get caught with the zap right there. Not going to be enough to kill, but it's very, very close. Yeah,
it was another situation where zapping the shockwave definitely wasn't going to do it, but here, the super into the tag. You've got to remember, especially as a double down player yourself, that's one of the most powerful portions of this team. Sending out Braum, he takes a walk forward and then very easily able to guarantee at least one look of pressure. It's on the tech forward, which go with the medium. I like the headbutt from the top rope.
Yeah, getting busy here. Back to work for Braum. Going to charge up the Unbreakable, not going to use any meter here, and there's the command throw. Now when you least expect it coming in, still have the break online, so it's like the question is, do you want to save the Jinx? Of course you do. Sliding in though, Vi coming in, closing the distance again, but still not landing a clean hit.
And again, another situation where we have to parry those denting blows. That is a situation you cannot let go astray. Vi's get so much mileage if you let them get away with that.
So the setup's going to be, do have a lot of airtime here, so you can set up Chappy, the chompers, whichever you want. Now the Chappy in the back end does the work, but not able to get the lift off of it. A back throw there is huge for Chato.
Get him attack. Oh my god. Okay, we got the parry on deck though. I was a little nervous. I was like, all right, Peachytea is a mind reader. Something's going on here.
Yeah, fool me once, shame on you. About the 4th time, probably going to parry on that one. But still closing the distance with Braum here, sending Chappy and the fist bones out. Going rocket for rocket. Giving up the corner there, Peachytea changing sides, and there's another parry on point from Chato. The 10 a.m. parries, man, I respect it.
All right, listen, sometimes you just got to check and see, make sure your opponent is awake themselves. Fireworks to celebrate the victory here. It's one character left over. Fury, not quite there, as we're going to rip the super once again. It's the same situation. Chato going to keep it simple. Little stampede of Poros to guarantee our victory here.
Yeah, it's just that setup, as you mentioned, coming in with the Braum and then hiding the super behind it. It's like, if you parry the entire thing, cool. You got to deal with Braum afterwards. You eat chip. You're just behind the 8-ball in that situation the entire time. But, I mean, that was well played. It was an absolute scrap between the two, and that's a great way to start the day. But, man, the Braum shield, pretty good.
Oh, yeah. And to even touch on it a little bit more, even if you do parry the Jinx super there, when Braum closes the distance, it gets into a situation where it's like, okay, now the potential mix-up of the low into it too. Everything just gets interrupted in such a horrific way. It is so difficult to deal with here. But, I mean, that is, I mean, truly, that's why we play Double Down, right? Yeah. Spend that meter, guarantee yourself a potential situation to get a look here. And Jinx, even though it has been nerfed time and time again, obviously a little bit more in the early stages, that is still going to be a threat for that character for the life of the game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And speaking of Double Down, man, it's one of those things, too, where it's like, it's with certain characters behind it, of course, everyone thinks big body. You play Darius, you play Braum, you want to get the damage in, but there's just so many ways that you can hide different forms of pressure outside of Double Down. People have really opened things up, and there's even situations where, I mean, you can end up with like 3 supers with that specific Jinx and Warwick thing, so it gets a little wild for what is one of the more simpler fuses.
No, of course, especially even getting into like what Teemo is able to like. Teemo gets multiple supers even if he's not in Double Down, so when you add Double Down to the mix, he just gets to spend all of his meter every single time. It is a super cool application of the fuse, and I hope we get to see a decent chunk of it here going into the weekend. Obviously, it is skewed a touch towards freestyle these days, but you know, I think that there's a lot of players who are able to find merit in some of these other fuses, and I'm hoping to see them continue to rise to the occasion this weekend at Combo Breaker.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm excited for, is just the character and the fuse spread. Because, of course, I mean, the higher level you get, you're probably going to be leaning on freestyle, and you're going to see a boatload of Ahri going forward. Of course, I mean, kind of agree to be the top one in the game, so it's nice when you see these pulls and you get an absolute surprise. So hopefully we see some crank, you know what I mean? I want to see some crank.
Dude, there are some extremely strong players with basically all, honestly and truly, we have representation from just about everything here in the building today. So I'm really hoping to get to see it myself, as we are getting ready for our next match here in just a moment. It's going to be Y facing off against Malton Neo here. So see what the characters end up bringing us here. As you said, round 1 pools is always one of my favorite things to actually get to commentate, because you get to see a lot of people who are like, bringing things a little bit more experimental. As you said, as you get into the later portions of the bracket, usually it gets a little bit more standard. So this is the part where I get to see people like, all right, I've been saving it for nationals. It's nationals. It's time.
Exactly. I'm correct looking at both the screens here. We might see some Teemo action, and I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I hate that guy. I hate him with a burning passion.
Yeah, you know, I don't blame you. He's a tough one. It looks like, okay, so we're going to have 4 unique characters here, and it looks like the 2x assist might be on the horizon for us here. It is going to be that Ekko Teemo, a team we've seen piloted by multiple players at a very high level here. A proven shell, and Teemo, another character who I think a lot of people across a couple patches maybe forgot that Teemo is ridiculously strong. And I think that in the current state of the game, I think a lot of people are kind of remembering, oh, this guy is still a very relevant threat as on the other side. Obviously, this is, in a lot of people's mind, I think a lot of people think this is probably the best team in the game in Akali Ahri.
Yeah, it took a few days to really get it cracking, because a lot of people were kind of like lukewarm on Akali, like as a solo character in itself, man. But Ahri is just, I mean, teammate of the year. No matter what character that she rocks with, definitely brings the best out of it. But it's just the movement between the characters, the way they can change their aerial approaches by stalling in the air, or even the air dashes from Ahri. It's so hard to deal with, but right now, Malton Neo doing a great job of it now as the Ekko's getting to work.
Love the Helmbreaker, and I like the delay afterwards too, leaving the clone for himself as we chuck out. Unfortunately, that close range of a time winder, you need to be a little bit more careful about how you're applying your projectiles here. And now to take a break, no answer afterwards. Just takes back pressure, but can't find much for it.
Yeah, also a little surprised to see the 2x assist with Ekko, just because, I mean, the my time changes. It's a little less powerful than it used to be, but rocking the team so far, and it's looking solid until it isn't. Just not able to finish the food on the plate. A few straight hits here and there for Y.
Yeah, and it feels like we have the right idea, but unfortunately we're just putting the wrong pieces in the wrong places here. And when you find that hit as Akali, normally what you want to do as Ahri is you want to delay and then go for Orb Super, because on any knockdown, that is one of the greatest strengths of Ahri, is that on any touch that leaves them to the ground, Ahri can turn it into something. So I feel like that's really the pain point here. We're leaving a lot of damage on the table not utilizing that super.
Yeah, they're just swinging away for the fences here, but that's going to be Ekko taken off the board, so now the Rodent going to be left to their own devices. A couple of bars of meter to work with here. We're going to immediately go S1 super.
Yeah, take some chip while you can. As you said, Start does find a home. Is able to get that little touch, but unfortunately the timing on the tag going to put us in a weird position here. But a drop combo leaves the door open.
Now, I mean, it's just honestly just fill things up on the screen as much as you can and fight for your life. Only 17 seconds on the clock to work with, though. Malton trying to get to business here. There's another 5M coming back in now, another S1 super. It's going to be a dead Akali. Only 12 seconds to rock, but still doable.
Yeah, all of a sudden, this is looking so much more winnable here. The big difference you need to keep in mind, though, is that meter. No meter on the side of Teemo. 3 for Ahri. Gets the hit, almost gets the trade. Teemo charges up the rolling attack.
Yeah, and they're facing, if you're Y, you're holding down back here for your life. The throw is going to make it very close, but by the skin of their teeth, Y, just a few pixels away, is going to be taking that first round.
But he started charging the rolling attack. I was like, yo, hold up, wait.
This guy knows something. Coming in, though, looking solid. Handshake tag. Both players still a little finicky. It is early in the morning, not able to finish a lot of these combos. Straight hits, though, are landing, so the game plan is working. You just gotta execute.
No, absolutely agree. That's one of the toughest things about this is now had the hit with the Time Winder. Gets the air there, unfortunately not counter hit, so can't fully confirm it. As we do steal the turn with the heavy. As you said, I can see if people are alive and well.
Yeah, I was working out there too. We got the break. Y just escaping with their life here. And this is just a scrambling matchup. For these two solo characters, it's so much movement until there isn't the assist coming in from Ahri. They put Ekko back in the corner here, and still the corner, able to find a 2L as well, and that should be dead Akali.
Yeah, and that was a situation where it felt like we were looking for a reset on the run pass. A lot of the times, I think a lot of people forget how much damage Akali does once you do manage to make the corner, as well as with the Azuna drop super does a grip. So you just kind of have to trust the character on that one. She'll be able to do enough.
Yeah. Speaking of doing enough, man, this one is going to hurt with that tag assist coming in. Tag launcher into the S1 super again. It's about like 70% of your health gone in the blink of an eye. So another charge there from Teemo, now going to get clipped.
Down below, not much to show for it here. Taking the throw from a bit too far is now it's going to be that super assist, which is going to keep us locked down here in the corner.
Now Y getting to work. A little mutually assured destruction with the trade there. That was unfortunate. Now you're put in the corner. Just rips to level 3, but unfortunately Teemo got that hang time on him. Now 1 round apiece.
The breakfast 5M from Teemo trades with cross up down heavy from Ahri, an interaction I've not seen. That is actually crazy.
Yeah, they said we're going to see some new things, man, and serving up breakfast early is Teemo. It was a fortunate trade, too, being able to kind of like put them in the corner by accident, maybe, but going to work out for him here.
But the kunai is definitely the right call. One of the most annoying things about Akali that you have to get used to is the sheer amount of time she can stay in the skies while representing something at that 45-degree angle. It's a tough adjustment, but you know, as the characters come out and we've gotten a little bit more time with her, I feel like people are starting to get a little better at recognizing, like, oh yeah, she is going to be up there for. It is going to be 3 seconds.
Yeah, for sure. It's a delayed delivery, 3 business days while they're hanging out up there. Getting clipped though. Malton coming back in. Now the Ekko getting to work here. The break's still online for Y. The parry going to break up the monotony here. This one's going to hurt pretty good, but still not the end of the world. You're going to live to see another day with this Ekko. So much health to work with. But the thing about Akali as well, man, the corner-to-corner carry is something that is very slept on with the character. As we see here, going to cash out big-time damage with that Azuna drop.
The run up. Chooses not to go for the Shroud. Has time for the tag. Definitely can get the punish here. Loses the character, but at what cost? No, at no cost. Hardly any damage there.
Gonna need a bit of damage though on the super. Fury's still online. They're gonna pop it mid-air. Now back to full screen, and this is where Ahri wants to be, man. With this Fury on deck, you gotta come to her, especially with that super assist. That's one thing about Akali, man. The regular assist, not the best in the world. That super assist does a lot of heavy lifting.
Oh yeah, some people know it as Vajra, some people know it as C assist from other games. There is a lot of names we've seen, but you have to know that vertical ground bounce assist is something that in every single game strikes fear in the hearts of the masses, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's that gif of Willem Dafoe looking up, and you're like, oh no, yes. Help! Right now, Malton getting to work, gonna cash out the damage early again. Drops the combo there. Still gonna pick things back up. 5M. Break on deck for Y. Not going to use it just yet. Sneaking in the forward throw as well. Sneaking in damage. Little by little, chips into chunks. And speaking of which, the 2L opener, it's going to be Akali dead in the blink of an eye.
And Malton looking much more comfortable in the situation here. Rolls past, has a clone to pick up here instead. Is just going to look for the mix-up and double up on the throw.
Ooh, try to look for another one there. That time whiff. Now Y has the opening. I mean, you are so behind the 8-ball. You have the Fury. Comeback not impossible here, but Ahri left to their own devices. And I mean, that's not the end of the world for Ahri, of course. As we all know, this character can get to work alone, which you see there. Forcing the break from Malton.
Oh, and gets the hit straight afterward too. Keep it short, keep it simple. There it is, a standing heavy. And now, I would say even, we have the lead here. That Fury, the meter advantage situation is actually looking pretty good for us with 75 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, also the super assist still on deck, as you see there. Trades with Teemo, but unfortunately the Mushroom going to stop the approach of Ahri. Now coming back in, you got a lot of time to work with too, about 65 seconds with the Fury. I mean, one clean hit and it could put the kibosh on it, but of course the Flames going a little too high there. It's got that good hitbox on it.
Yeah. Well, with Teemo with no meter, I feel like you have to just kind of play it slow. I know that's very frustrating to feel like you have to be a little too passive against a character like Teemo as we were forced to break. But yeah, I mean, that situation, we just end up getting counterpunched. You can't be too aggressive in your move forward, especially against a team like Ekko Teemo.
Now into the corner though, tag launcher for the extra damage coming in. Gonna take the limit strike here. It's one thing, man, Akali is a limit strike beast, and plus being able to set up the smoke behind it just opens so many different options as we see there. It's like, where are you, man? It's hiding from me.
And that is one of my favorite things about the character here. One of the coolest design choices they made with Akali is making it to where she only has the command throw and Twilight Shroud and hiding the command throw input on the actual application of Shroud. What a cool thing. How sick.
That is one thing I will give always a massive shout out to Riot for, man. Every single character feels so unique, and it creates an entire, like, it creates that anticipation for the next character. It's like, what's going to be the new twist? Of course, you know, we have Senna around the corner. I can't wait to see what the actual change is going to be, but that's neither here nor there as we're setting up shop here with Malton Neo. A lot of mushrooms on screen. Now jailed in the corner. The Ahri eating the brunt of that.
Oh my god, and just has never been able to really get anything for themselves. Couldn't find the push block, couldn't find the reversal, nothing really to be able to save us. Here is now Fury is going to be just on its way back. We're going to rip that S1 super, which is going to hit and is going to clear the mushroom.
Yeah, surprisingly, Orb Super just passing on by there, so let's see if Y can go ahead and mount and come back there. Very close the last time around, and that's a good opening, forcing the break there. Teemo in the corner just charging up, trying to hit the escape button. Unfortunately, no one home on that one, and so much meter to work with for Y here. Go ahead and cash out the S2 Super. He's too short.
Yeah, put yourself in a weird position there. Unfortunately, Super Spirit Rush not going to work out as soon as they're in that spin out. At least not in the mid-screen is now Y with the correct parry, but their opponent misspaces their normal, which actually makes the parry a terrible choice.
Now the forward throw, you can get to work here. It's going to go ahead and pop the install. Usually, I mean, you see the time winder before that. It's going to pop it raw, and it's not going to work out for Malton Neo here. So, I mean, we're almost dead even. A little bit of Fury left for Ahri's going to get that gray health back. But back to the Mushroom Super. You have to get past it. Great defense just holding it. But the charge again, the delay. The little Sonic Ball now. Just a sliver left here.
Oh, no. Oh, the super. No, but the last hitbox of the Mushroom runs into the super just at the end. Saw the connection of the assist and said, this is my moment.
Damn. You can even see both players on screen. We're like, yeah, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So now one game apiece here is Malton Neo. Coming back in, trying to ride that momentum off of that Mushroom Super, doing the heavy lifting. Great charge to H there and the side swap on top.
That's one of those ones where at the end you're just like, man, come on. Nice little tick throw though. 3L into the attempted rewind mix-up. Great timing on the jump here. Y definitely needs to find a tag launcher or an opportunity for a tag as Akali not looking too healthy in the moment here.
And back to the wall, and Ekko's just going to go ahead and swing away. Now Ahri on the receiving end of all the damage here. The break still on deck. You're about to be 50% down with the Ahri here. Still is round one, so he might just be holding on to it for now and just eating this thing straightforward.
Yeah, I don't mind taking the damage here. If you were going to break, you had to break immediately. As now, unfortunately, getting caught by mushrooms. Badges haven't really been too much of a factor here because it's been less mushrooms, less projectiles, more rolling attack.
Yeah, especially just charging it in their face, which is so surprising to do because you could easily get checked on that. But as you mentioned, it's early in the morning. Got to see if your opponent's awake. Teemo there, going to get clipped. Another drop combo, but you're still keeping the pressure going, and the tiniest 2L in the world going to do the job there.
Yeah, and delayed that a little too much. It's very common to go for the first hit of the dash and then the late hit on the second one to try and catch somebody overcommitting there. But unfortunately, just pressed at the right timing here. Is now things are not looking great. We have Fury, not much life to play with here. Situation very tired for Y.
Yeah, you got to have the comeback of all time to make this work, especially with about 38 seconds on the clock here. Seems like it's only a matter of time until you get clipped out of the air right there. Now, Malton Neo on set point.
Back in control. See if they can continue to press the advantage here. Doubles up. As you said, it's not quite what it once was, but still extremely effective as far as the lariat assists go. And we landed the timeline, dude. If I had $1 for every time.
I'd be in Vegas putting that on black right now is what I'd be doing. But a great lift there. Ahri in the corner now. We've seen Y in that position a couple of times where they'll get a lift and somehow end up on the wrong side of the screen. And Malton Neo going to take advantage.
Oh no, it's a situation where there, after the Helmbreaker, maybe could have gone for something. Instead, puts us in a weird position where we're playing footsies at the most awkward angle you've ever seen, and unfortunately, that you cannot just straight mash that parry. That's why it's so difficult to deal with that super.
Yeah, I saw the attempt there. It was a great idea, but still not working out for Y here, and now at such a life deficit with both characters. On the right side of the screen, though, just not able to find the opening until they do. The JH is going to be exactly what the doctor ordered, but another drop combo. They had the kill waiting for him on the table, but Malton Neo now, it's moments away if they can close this bad boy out against Y.
Oh, okay, but well, as we said before, the door still open by just a bit. Teemo on his way in. He's been the hero a couple times. We'll see if he can continue to be the hero that we need as the super hits. Still not enough, though.
Tooting his horn, floating in the air here. No attempt at the 2H there. Y just staying still. Clock running down, low on health. Almost has the Fury on deck, so you might just bide your time until you have it, but now there's just a magic pixel to work with. Has the Fury. You might consider popping it raw just to get the gray health, but still getting caught by the pebble right on the ankle. It's going to close things out with a 2-1 dub.
Yeah, max distance, that's where Teemo thrives. Setting up mushrooms, just fire. I mean, you can even see at some points he's just firing the mortar shot, just pulling the slingshot straight up. Just we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, especially with two characters that want to be in the air, it's it's like the kid just like looking at a bird. One eye closed, the tongue is out, and you're just aiming for it. But now it was a scrap between the two. It just seemed like continuously we kept on seeing Ahri end up in the corner somehow. Sometimes not by their own choice. That trade with the 5N from Teemo on the J2H. Haven't seen that interaction, but unfortunately it did not work out in their favor.
Yeah, and you can see in a lot of these earlier stages of the pools, that's one of the biggest things that we're having a little bit of trouble with here is obviously when these players find their hit, they do have their combos, but staying consistent and being able to actually map things out the way that you need is very, very difficult in the moments. Whether it's being able to find the hits and knowing where to convert with the super, whether it's or being able to utilize your actual like handshake tags to be able to make sure things work out. I feel like it's just a lot of little minor miscues, but we are, this is going to get cleaned up. It's double elimination for a reason. Check it out. You're good.
Exactly. And I think we're actually going to get our first duo on the screen here.
Nice.
Should be Durzo Blint and Blameless Shoe is going to be our first duo. What a name.
Dude, so this is what I want to see. Every single tournament, this is what I'm trying to see every single time. Duos, truly, if you haven't played any duos yet, hopefully when, when this, being able to queue up in ranked and being able to find duos and we have like voice comms, that's gonna be super sick. But make sure you try playing as a duo because truly, it is the most fun way to consume this game.
Yeah, I truly think it's just the way the game should be played. Like it's you don't know until you do it. Like when you actually are able to communicate like to your partner, like, hey, assist now, tag now, we're gonna go tag launch. When you start game planning and you even see like a little bit of a huddle in between rounds, like if things don't go the way, it's like you're drawing up game plans, like I mean, literally on stage, on the fly. So if you guys haven't yet, I mean, duos definitely, at least in my opinion, the funnest way to play the game, and I'm glad to see duos rocking here at Combo Breaker. Yeah,
and also, I mean, there are some strengths to having a duo as well, because I think that was one thing that people were worried about. It was like being able to be competitive with it, and I think that we have had enough duos be successful to where that question is kind of out the window here. Being able to call back assists while moving forward is definitely a big deal, as well as there's something to say about fighting games being the one of the only genres of esports where it's just you on an island.
Yeah.
Having one other person on the stage with you in your corner and being able to like lighten your own mental stack, I feel like that means a lot.
Yeah. there's going to be a moment, like I'm just waiting for, we're on like a grand stage and a duo is like going to be down like 2-0 or so, and you're going to see like the hand on the back, and you're going to be like, hey buddy, we got this. And it's going to be one of those cinematic moments, and I can't wait for one of those to pay off. But as you mentioned, there are so many benefits to playing duos. The way you can puppet things kind of change when you're in duos. I mean, I think back to like teams like Quainty and Tate, the way they're able to make like Yasuo and Blitzcrank rock, and they're able to puppet things like that. My goats for real. And they like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When the game first came out, I was like, duos, man, that's a little weird for a fighting game. And then I started seeing those two play together, and I was like, oh, there might be something to this.
That's so funny. Shouts to them. That's my favorite. That's my favorite team. Oh man, but it looks like we are going to get what we asked for here. A couple big bodies showing up to deal with things here. It is going to be that Braum Blitz facing off against, obviously, Braum again, but Vi going to be the choice for the opposite side here. This is a team that we've seen a couple times from some other players. I didn't catch the fuse, but this is a team on the left that I would say the Gladiated is a player that I've seen quite a bit online that has piloted this team to great success. So we've seen the proven method. As well as on the opposite side, same thing. We've seen this even with Double Down. We've seen players like Fabulous Zucchini, TJ be able to pilot this team to great effect. So, you know, two proven styles here.
Yeah, two very different fuses too, the freestyle and the Double Down. I mean, you can tell that I have no idea how to say that gamer tag. Dinky Mo, maybe, perhaps, but you can tell their main objective is just to get damage in. When you're playing Braum and Blitzcrank and you got Double Down, you're like, why do a combo, man? I could do a 3-piece chicken select, go immediately into super.
That's all I'm saying. I just need the snack wrap. I don't need to, it doesn't need to be that much. It's cool. Got it with the heavy there, though. 6H, and doesn't commit with the second S2. A little unfortunate is now on that opportunity for the tag. Chooses not to go for it, but does end up forcing the break.
Oh, the cross up there. That's big time. Vi getting to work now. Blitzcrank, another thick boy, got that health with him, so not the end of the world, but Blitzcrank, I will say, lacking some defensive options. Of course, the get-up attack is always good, but there are some times where you are in the corner and you are praying for help. Yeah,
that's one thing I've always said is in games like this, especially versus games, as we get a little bit of a whiff there, if your best option is a system mechanic on defense, usually you're in big trouble.
Yeah. And hey, now looking like Braum's in big trouble here. So we go body for body, big man for big man. Not able to get the juggle off a bit, but run up 5L. Gonna be exactly what the duo needs here. Now the Braum down, Blitzcrank left to their own devices, and there's nothing I love more than a solo Blitzcrank comeback, man. I could watch those all day long, but we might not get one here. There's a bye. To go directly into the cease and desist, and that's going to close out our first round.
Yeah, it was a big commitment there. Had the steam. There's neuron in your brain that activates. When you're a Blitzcrank and you have full steam, you're like magnetized towards down S2. You want to press it so bad. And I fully understand. I sympathize at the maximum.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, there's been so many times where you're just thinking about it, and you're just running, bro, and you're hitting the where my hug at, and, like, everyone's running away from you. It's a bad feeling, but you just can't help but try to rip it out there. And right now, we got the Blitzcrank on the attack here, the Rocket Punch doubling with it, and sneaking in that tag assist with Braum as well. Cheeky mix-up.
Ooh, the push block timing was absolutely ridiculous there. Misses out on the S2, doubles up with the S1. That's a cute combo route to get to the corner, too. I like it.
Especially with the Crater Maker, man. So much damage on the board. Now left once again to the solo Blitz and getting caught low. That's so unfortunate. You're going to be going all the way to the corner here. And as we just talked about, man, Blitzcrank, not the best defensive options in the world. So it really comes down to this next reaction of how you're going to react to the incoming mix.
I will say also that our duo is playing no headphones on. They're just like smiling, having a good time. So this is what I'm talking about. Nobody's supposed to play the game this way.
Exactly. Just like they do it at home. And it's working out for him big time here. He's going to cash out with some more damage. Not going to be enough to kill here, but it seems like only a matter of time with all this chip coming in. We are going to sneak in a throw, though.
I mean, you have one last chance here. Spins past with the Wrecking Ball. Opportunity now as we do block it out, but doesn't get anything. The jump over in the anti-air 2M?
Yeah. The jump over, you expect to see the frog splash in that situation, just not the correct button. Look for the cross up there. So our duo going to be striking blood first here, and they're looking pretty on point.
Back to character select seems to be the vibe here. It looks as a I can't pulse combo. Oh man, that's all right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I had $1 for every single time I forgot that pulse combo was on,
so often.
Yeah, awkward. But of course, it was the color selection for the Blitzcrank. That was the issue, man. I feel the same way. You can't win unless you got the right color. So we're gonna get back into things here. It's been tough sledding for our solo player here, just constantly getting put in the corner, and 2 big bodies that aren't exactly the most aerial. So not a lot of escape routes here, especially with a character like Vi that can just maul you. But we'll see how they adjust going forward.
Oh yeah.
In the Freljord, machines do not do so well.
Big opportunity here is on the round start. You got to be pretty careful. Obviously, with Vi being there, it's you got to think about S1 at the stiff. Instead, it's just going to be the dash straight into the throw. I love the idea, but unfortunately, after the OTG gets nothing for it.
And now our solo's getting to work here. That was such a great starter there. Getting the Unbreakable on deck, and then the reset pull down with the back assist from Blitzcrank here, and this is going to be a boatload of damage as you cash out again. And hey, you always got to remember the double down, man. It's going to make it even sweeter as we do have full steam ahead and a low health Vi. And there's the command throw.
Yeah, as soon as you see that jump pass, especially if they whiff a normal, it is guaranteed in the moment there. As now for the jump forward. Blitzcrank actually does extremely well against Braum as well, so that's one thing you have to think about in this matchup, as the tip of S2 just barely connects.
Getting pulled back in here. Solo right now looking good. The Fury's still on deck though for our Braum. He's gonna rip out the super here, not close enough to catch for the anti-air, but why not send Blitzcrank in? Get smacked though, out of their super. A lot of health to work with, so I mean, no harm, no foul. Wrecking Ball coming in, and there's the 5L. Able to finish the food on their plate though, as we're just handshake tagging now. We're getting a little funky with it.
Rips the super again. This time is going to be punished. Break is available. See, if I'm in a duo and my teammate's doing that, I'm like, all right, you're taking the damage. I'm not wasting break. What are you doing?
See, the tech is if you play solo, you have to talk to yourself like a duo.
True.
You gotta psych out the other duo. You have to literally reconvene and like talk to yourself and get inside the head of them. But right now, whatever they were thinking about when they were at the character select screen has been working out for them, as they're 1 round up here in game number 2.
Oh, and I thought maybe we were going to set up for the air there. Instead, it is going to go for the tag. And did have the freestyle tag in time, but actually just doesn't block. Not a chance there.
Overhead, able to roll out of the corner though, sneaking in another down S2. Gonna use the super to make it sweeter. Handshake tagging in for the extension with Braum. And that's like the secret power of double down there. When you're able to get a super in and then handshake tag in the middle of it, it's almost like a freestyle moment for you in the middle of double down.
Ooh, that was a smart no tag though, or smart no charge though, canceling just in time, knowing that the parry was potentially going to be there. And unfortunately, after the tech forward, still isn't able to win the situation. You got to pick a medium normal there. I know it's a bit slower, but that armor is crucial.
Damage going to be just as crucial here. They're going to set up the Unbreakable buff as well, so it's tough sledding for our solo. He's getting mauled there now. Blitzcrank left to the solo in the corner here. Has the steam, and we're going to use it immediately down S2 into the S2 super. Not enough to kill quite yet. Oh my god, there it is. That's that moment.
Yep. Unfortunately, you know, every Blitzcrank player has found themselves in that situation, but at that point, it's like, I'm gonna just hold it. We'll see what happens.
I always love when you see like an opponent try to jump away and like skill for no matter what, you're just running in the last frame will hit him. But unfortunate right now for a solo, as our duo is gonna be tying it up 1 round apiece here in game number 2. 1 round from closing it out, kind of weathering the storm here, getting a little more busier with the freestyle, kind of overwhelming our solo player, but that's a great 2L to open things up, and you're forcing the early break.
Oh, and on the pull forward is able to get the touch. That full stand from the Blitzcrank, one of his greatest strengths is being able to leave people's feet on the ground in front of you. It's such a unique strength to have, as now Vi is looking to get 2 touched here. Unfortunately, it's a limit strike.
The ambiguous mix though, another 2L, and blink and you miss it, man. The Vi off the board, still 100 seconds to rock, so now Braum v Braum, but that's a great starter there. The S2 charge, not close enough, but it's no issue when the portal's coming to help.
Yeah, interrupts the rock as well. Make sure that the boulder doesn't actually become a factor in the moment here. Too far for the jump medium, but not going to matter as we find the hit again. And this should steal the...
Still has that level 3 as well, though, so the emergency red button is there. We're all going to use the shatter. Still trying to close the distance, but right back at you, and that right there is going to clip them out the skies. It's going to be 1 game apiece now.
Yeah, the second you see them jump, you know you can just go for the tag there. I mean, like, worst case, you just rip Blitzcrank 2H, maybe it pushes him out of Shockwave, but your advantage state at that point is still so damn high. Just don't think the duo is going to be able to have an opportunity to bring it back, because it is now 1-1.
Yeah, that's right here. You look at the duo, you're like, all right, buddy, let's lock in, man. We didn't come all this way for nothing, so let's get into this one. It's going to be an old school first to one to move forward on our winner's side, and that's a great opening there. Getting clipped. Look for the command grab reset, but just a little too far there.
Yeah, that or maybe just unfortunately just didn't let get go down in time there. Maybe meant for an S2, as now the break is going to send us into the corner.
Back dashing away, getting some breathing room and right back in when you least expect it. The rope-a-dope putting themselves in the corner though, but that's no issue as we sneak in the throw as well.
You are so lucky that both characters weren't involved there. Restand it, and we match the parry. It doesn't work out.
Yeah, you saw that frog splash almost hit from Blitzcrank as well. You're grabbing the wrong character, buddy, but there's the break. Braum coming in, tossing the poros. I will say, man, Vi, for the little health that they have, is putting in work right now, and that's another great opening. You might have to just get your damage in where you can right now and look for either a Crater Maker or just the tag launcher to sneak it in and make it sweeter. And now, to cash out the damage, Braum should still be alive here.
And the most important thing here is having that unbreakable, but again, you have to remember, you're not the only one on the screen that's armored. Full commits to the second normal. Now Blitz has to do it alone again.
You fool, you fell for his trap card, but we are going to sneak in the down S2 here. You are going to get the launcher 2 as well with the super assist, but still missing the frog splash in the air. I mean, this is super doable for Blitzcrank, but two characters to deal with. You have so much mix on the board with freestyle, and there you get opened up. It's only a matter of time the defense gets popped against the Vi here, so now you're just completely on the back foot.
Oh, that 3L actually hit. You had a chance. There's the throw again, and with level 3, it's going to be, unfortunately, a Blitzcrank-shaped crater here in Bloodroot stage. It's going to be a quick show of violence from Vi, and I believe it will be just enough for the finish.
Yeah, now our duo on set point here. I mean, our solo player right now is doing a great job of forcing the scramble, which I think is kind of what you want to do with the big body characters. You just want to look to clip them and then especially just double down behind it. But unfortunately, you might be doing it against the wrong character because Vi is, for lack of better words, they're going to mash out that 5L and hope for the best.
Oh, for sure. This character, it's a character. Oh, no. Again, a similar situation. They tag in time, but unfortunately, still gets caught out. It's that little change, not quite able to, bait things as easily as we once could.
There's the break there from our duo, still coming back in, and here's Vi just back to smother another 5L opening there. Going to be going over to the corner. Still not the end of the world. I mean, it's going to be a lot of damage on the board. You're going to live to see another day with Braum, though. It's just you're in such a bad spot with your back to the wall.
Okay, unbreakable. I feel like I've seen this movie before. Unfortunately, it's on the opposite side this time here. The duo. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Shield ain't going to stop the grab there. Full steam ahead for Blitzcrank as they charge in. Behind the super assist, they're going to sneak in another one. Do I hear 3? Coming back up. There it is, the 2L reset into another, and we're going to go S1 super. Not for the kill, still alive, but the 2M. Going to be exactly what the doctor ordered. Now 1v1 character man solo. Steam on deck for our solo here.
Oh, Shockwave just get interrupted. That's a punish. Okay, push the damage as far as you can. Try not to use your steam if you don't have to. Unfortunately, we had to there, but that's our last meter invested.
Build it up for the steam there and the damage. There's the get up attack, getting some breathing room. Able to dash underneath, but not getting the launch off of it, and that's going to be a huge opening for our solo, and they even blocked the Fury attempt. Now we're on a final game, final round.
Counter hit Wrecking Ball into the jab, fully seals the deal. It's a beautiful thing to see is now on the jump forward. The shield's behind, but we don't care too much about that.
Yeah, look for a reset there, reset grab with the assist from Blitzcrank. He's going to whip on through though, but now we're getting busy with the command grab. They're really starting to show it. You can tell it's throwing our duo off here, but we're just going to mash things out, forced to use the break there. Both characters were involved, and now Blitzcrank needs some help, man, just getting hit as the assist character.
Okay, block on the 3H one more time, weaves at the perfect timing. Unfortunately, no extra damage afterwards, but still is able to find the throw. Potential chance as we get another throw, but time and time again, the world's been on his shoulders. We have one more ask for the robot. Can Blitzcrank do it again?
Seen them make it happen. There's the shield assist coming in from Braum, getting clipped though. We talked about a lot of health to work with if you are Blitzcrank, so you are going to live to have one more chance. You have yourself some armor with the steam. It all comes down to this interaction right here and how you wake up, especially with that unbreakable on deck from Braum. It becomes even harder. They looked for it. They ran after him. Fortunately for them, not going to be the kill though.
Oh no, drops again. One more chance. The Poro is able to be blocked. You have to parry this. Oh no, gets to the ground just a touch too late, it seems. Unfortunately, the moment you jumped, you sealed your fate.
Yeah, Duo going to be coming out on top there, and they're having a great time. And that's like one of the best parts of like being in a duo. It's like you both just like at times just get a point and laugh at the solo player. Like, we got you. But my favorite part about this too is like when you see him on screen, the mix-up of like whose hand do you shake first. I love when it's duos and it's just hands all over the place. But not well played from the duo. You saw the adjustments, and I mean the adjustments was kind of just full steam ahead. We're going to go at you with the Vi. We're going to force the mix-ups and pretty much leave you to the solo Blitzcrank, which there was a few attempts. We saw the command grabs coming in. They made a miracle happen once, but that's why they call it a miracle. Hard to happen again. It's
extremely difficult to get the job done with that. Yeah, Blitzcrank is one of those characters, man. He's a great teammate, super effective at being able to, I guess cash out on situations where you're already ahead because he's very win more, right? The restand is incredibly good. Obviously, he can two-touch just about anything if you have the right layout, stuff like that. But past like just rocket punch and things like that, a lot of the times he can be a touch predictable. But I mean, that's the grappler lifestyle, right?
For sure.
He can't have everything as much as I would love to give
I would
him
like everything, right? If you're listening, I would love everything. But it's a character too that I mean, there's been getting a lot of quality of life changes, extension on hitboxes and things like that. So the character is slowly getting up there, but as you can see, still on the struggle bus sometimes when it comes to playing solo defense. But man, it would be nice for Blitzcrank to be top 1 these days. But they don't let grapplers shine, man. That's the issue. It doesn't matter what fighting game it is. Like grapplers, if they're top 1, it's gonna be for 3 days, and that's it. And they're gonna change everything.
No, because I mean, I do want to at least highlight, as you said, in the early stages, Blitzcrank did release as like the worst character on the game, certainly. But he is, I would put him, he's middle of the pack in my mind. I think Blitzcrank is probably better than a lot of people give him credit for. I think this character is super untapped potential, and I think we're just waiting on, a couple more players to be able to access it and show off how strong it can be, because there is in a game like this, you cannot underrate how strong 2 touches in a strike throw type of mix-up can be.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. You're saying like they are very mid now. I mean the solo mix-up definitely isn't there because grappler, but the extension on the hitboxes, man. There are sometimes you'll see Blitzcrank players just throw out 5M, and it just clips everything. And Blitzcrank, a 2-touch character, man. Especially when you charge up the J2H and you get the extension with it. It's like it's just so much damage waiting for you on the floor. But we'll see if there's any good changes for me and you in the future for our Blitzcrank. But I think we're gonna head back to a solo v solo for our next match coming in. So gonna put a little delay on seeing more duos, but I'm sure we're going to see a lot more going forward, especially as we get closer, because there is a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, but there are some duo teams out there that are very high level. I can't wait to see play.
No, absolutely agreed. It looks like now it's going to be Woolender facing off against Bruiser Minion coming up for ourselves now. I'm actually not sure who Bruiser Minion is on these days. Definitely a player I'm familiar with as far as, social media, making content, stuff like that. I don't remember what they were on, actually. Whenever I come to these events, I see people, and I'm just like, wow, I am recognizing that my memory is just not what it once was.
Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I turned 30, and names to faces just immediately got ripped. You ever see that SpongeBob episode where you forgot everything but fine dining and breathing? That's exactly what happened, bro. It was like finances and taxes, and I forgot everything else. We're going to get into our next match here. It's looking like it's going to be Braum, Ahri, and then the Yasuo Darius. It's going to be our first Darius and Yasuo we're going to see on screen. Actually, it's going to be 2 Darius, sorry. Big body, you know what I mean? Both very beefy men. Yeah. Especially with the costumes sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I get them mixed up left and right from an eye distance. Talk about getting old, man. You see me with the glasses on, the eyesight, the memory, the knees, everything's going.
I just see the armor, my brain auto completes, it's fine. But Darius, first time getting to see him here, a character that I think is on a lot of people's minds, but not quite for what we're seeing today. This is a character I think excels very much so when teamfight comes into the mix here, but still I think is in a powerful place these days, regardless in the situation here with freestyle. Is now on that forward assist, is going to be able to pass through right away. Woolender finding the immediate opening touch.
Yeah, it's just the classic Ahri starter right there, putting you behind the 8 ball early, almost 50% down. And I will say, man, for Darius, no matter where anyone puts him on the tier list, that 5M still reaches like a county mile. It's such a great opener, and honestly, it's such a great match tool sometimes. If you're in neutral and you need an emergency button, you're pressing that medium punch.
It's got a pretty good hitbox. Any way you cut it down is now a little delay, and you can see there, normally Darius players, sweet charge! Gets the hit, what a mix-up! Dude, 3 perfect decisions in a row from Woolender.
Yeah, being able to charge the apprehend now, I'm not gonna lie, is one of the most devious changes you could have ever given Darius. Because back in the beta, I was like, oh, of course, just parry the damn thing.
Yeah.
But now with the delay, I mean, you could see there, it just opens up an entire world of options. But now, our Yasuo getting busy here for Bruiser Minion. Drops a combo there, but you still have Darius with the back to the wall, and you're gonna swing in your own Darius. Keep the pressure going. A little bit of a trade there. No harm, no foul.
Oh, see, that's what we were talking about a little bit there, is the S2, S2, whether it's forward S2 or just the regular S2, S2. The threat of applying bleed is so crucial here, as now Ahri with no meter set to try and deal with the swordsman here, but seems to be in a pretty good position to be able to close it out. It should go down to the 1v1 here.
Oh, not going to catch out with any super there, just backdashing, but it's only a matter of time. And now you got the Darius in reach. It's going to be the 2-for-1 special there as we go Orb Super. Not going to be enough to kill here, but I mean, now you're putting Darius like really in a tough position where they have to close the distance against a character that's so great at playing runaway.
Oh, and dash up jab, finds the counter hit, immediately initiates with the throw. Woolender did a great job restabilizing because Bruiser Minion fought back in the nastiest way.
Back to neutral here. Woolender putting their back to the wall here, immediately giving up some real estate, and that's a great juggle there, forcing that early break from Woolender. Now Darius on defense, delaying there, and that's a great opener.
Ooh, but that 3-8, I gotta imagine that's an execution error as the break is forced to be spent. And again, Bruiser Minion is leaning into the tick throw a ton, and it's to great effect.
Such a great option. Able to escape the corner, though, is Woolender. See, just trying to swing out that 5M, man, but going to get whiff punished for his troubles, and that's going to be a dead Darius. Down to the solo Ahri. You might be hearing that a lot throughout the day. Down to the solo Ahri, but immediately getting caught by the 5M again. Bruiser Minion getting to work here, applying the bleed as well. So, I mean, it is going to be tough sledding after this combo.
Meaty Fireball, actually fake Meaty Fireball. Woolender able to jump out there. I like the idea from Bruiser Minion, but Woolender with a great idea, being able to just, you know where the gap is and recognize that Fireball. Not quite as good as we thought it was.
Oh, the limit strike there, and there was the fire to go ahead and set up some Oki to wake up level 3. Not going to be the answer here. With all this meter to work with, it should be a dead Yasuo. So out of nowhere, it's starting to look good for Woolender as you have the level 3 and Fury on deck.
He's about to do, if he gets into a block string, he's going to level 3 again. No one expects the second level 3. I promise you, it's so good.
I thought we were going to say that was a proxy, you prophet. Running up though, able to get him out of the air. You have to pop the Fury there. I mean, you don't have to, but if you're getting greedy, you have a lot of great health to work with.
Yeah.
And that level 3, I mean, you just need a single confirm, especially when you're able to dash behind your normals. Not going to pop any meter just yet, and just, I mean, letting the Fury rock. A lot of space given up, and there's the 5M with the level 3 on deck. Not even going to need it, just going for the headless. And Bruiser Minion going to make Woolender pay for that Fury pop.
Yeah, unfortunately, just ends up not quite playing the matchup the way you need to there. It's one of those ones where you have to play it patient again. Darius is a character where he doesn't have a lot to get around. The Ahri Fireballs is now a little closer to the wall. He's going to find the connection and get the tag out. Beautiful conversion. Woolender back on their feet.
And you get all this corner carry as well from the Orb Super, and of course another tag launcher coming in. Good old Oki wake up throw, gets the launch with the 5M, and now gotta get the Yasuo out of there, man. That was a lot of damage to eat early, especially for a point character that's the solo mixed character of all time. It's like you gotta save him by any means, and now we're going big body for big body as the Ahri coming in now. We've seen Bruiser Minion in this spot before, was able to get a few stray 5Ms, but thus far it's just complete runaway from Woolender until it isn't.
I was going to say, clean connection there. Even on the drop, had an opportunity for the reset. Apprehend on the assist as now we get to the corner. It's a good push block, though.
That's unfortunate. Very merry unbirthday for these two right now. We're going to cash out Super for the extra damage, and Ahri able to escape alive, but in return, you are going to lose the Yasuo. It's an investment, but I think that's definitely worth it, man. So much damage taken off the board for both of those characters.
Oh my god, and the apprehend out of the skies, pulls him in, gets the conversion. Headless comes through. We do lose the meter, but still a situation where Bruiser Minion's looking very, very strong.
Woolender, though, has so much great health to work with. It's like you want to extend things as long as possible to try to build that Darius up in case you do lose the Ahri here. But right now, Bruiser Minion, I mean, just completely jailed in the corner. But we're just going to go ahead and rip out the DP. Now Darius v Darius. And the thing about this right now, it's almost one touch for both characters with a level 3 with Woolender. But we're not going to see it as the dash through there from Yasuo going to come in and finish the job for Bruiser Minion.
Yeah, Yasuo super assist, incredibly powerful in those moments. So fast. Obviously, he's really good against projectiles as well, but just in neutral in general, it is so good at being able to jump scare people who are like a little too into trying to finesse with their movement, right? You get caught trying to dash around a bit too much. When you see it, a lot of people will jump and they'll get caught there too.
Getting caught right there. 5L opener. He's going over the corner, using the break early, keeping the Ahri healthy. Darius coming back in is the handshake tag, and that's the power of freestyle right there. As you see the pass through from Yasuo, popping the top on the defense here, just getting to work, using the fuse. Power wave, trying to come behind it, a great air-to-air there. We're just going to catch out the damage, get Yasuo over the corner here with the Ahri orb.
Oh no, and thought they were going to be able to go for the run under. I think they were holding the dash macro with intentions of side swapping, but the big man, he's a touch too tall. Those boots hit the ground faster than you think.
Oh yeah, for sure. And now it's going to be Darius v Darius, the solo character. Swinging the big axe, looking for a straight hit there. I mean, Yasuo coming in now, it's a great opener. And this, I'm not going to lie, for a big body dealing with a Yasuo, is so hard to do unless you're able to connect with another 5M. Stop me if you heard that one enough, man, but 5M, definitely button of the year for Darius.
Oh, was going to go for the charge jump heavy. Unfortunately there, it's going to lead to the stomp. Level 3 is available here. Take the damage where you can. Yeah, super. I think it's going to be just enough here.
Not going to second guess. It's one of my favorite things about 2xKO as well is you don't get to see the health bar in the middle of the level 3, so there's always that moment of anticipation. But it's going to be enough to close it out. So Bruiser Minion now on set point here in round 3 pools.
Back for Medium's not going to find much. Tags just for safety. Obviously had the opportunity to potentially mix, but doesn't want to overextend as immediately goes to the stance down heavy.
That's the biggest anti-air in the world there. But still not close enough to get in now. Bruiser Minion back to the wall, trying to fight the way out. Great opener there. But the offensive break, it's one thing I love seeing players do is using the break when you have someone in the corner just to keep them jailed. And there's the charge apprehend again. Not going to bite on that one, but you're going to keep the pressure going.
Oh, I thought maybe we were going to try and program in to go for the bleed. Instead, it's just that one touch. And then in the later stage of it, when there's a threat of the throw, again, things get a little bit squirrely here. It's going to be a tag launcher, which guarantees us a situation where the break just must be spent.
Saw that whip punish there. His body's getting to work here, the power wave. We saw that setup before. You go for the power wave, send the Yasuo behind it. Didn't get the opening they wanted, so send the character back, and that's another great opening, applying the bleed now.
Looking for the chase down there. I like the tech forward, mixing up these options pretty well.
Yeah, all of a sudden we're just slowing things down here, but Yasuo going to be taken off the board here. Solo Darius, the 2v1 special. See if they can make things work over here in top lane as they are going to catch the Ahri out the sky, just not able to convert on anything. And as we were talking about, man, Ahri is just so good at playing keep away from these big bodies, as you saw there. Just waited for enough time to get the Darius assist in, got the wall bounce, and now in a world of trouble is Bruiser Minion. Back to the wall, another opening there. To be able to get the tag launch or at least just finish things off with a super here, you are going to get the knockdown. We are going to go orb. Should be enough there. Now 1 round apiece here in game number 2.
Yeah, I don't have to do too much extra stuff here. Halfway back on the break as well. Situation looking pretty good. Woolender, the potential to bring this back is we're just going to rip the tag in neutral.
Oh, getting scrambly. There was bodies all over the place, man.
Here, tag into perfect 2H. What a reaction.
Now going to get busy, taking the limit strike, building up the meter here, charging on in, delayed the 2L. Great call there. Break almost online for Woolender. Going to use it immediately. Surprised I don't see the block attempt there from Bruiser Minion, but either way, man, so much life taken off the board for Ahri.
Tails all the time. Yep. S1 assist. Sometimes you just got to do it.
That's the classic, man. Still getting clipped by that big button there. We're just throwing that thing out. Got the trade there. Still no conversion, but you are going to get the wall bounce out of the air here. Break on deck for Bruiser Minion. Probably a little too late to even look for it. You are going to get the super and the damage in. Looking in a good spot for Yasuo. Do you save him? You do. Just a little chunk left for Yasuo. Now big body v big body.
And with the support systems a bit low on the life, is going to sacrifice the Yasuo to a bit too much aggression here. As you said, going to be that top lane matchup one more time. Dashing up for the jab, and now that strike throw is where we have to find our victory. It's down to the 1v1 now.
Oh, big body for big body. Slowly trying to build up this level 3 here. Bruiser Minion going to get the bleed applied with the headless. 50% down now. The super assist coming in from Ahri doing the heavy work. no extension off of it. Darius just a little too slow there, but it's not looking good for Bruiser Minion.
And just trying to utilize Super Assist as best they can. One more coming out. Woolender is going to get a chance here as the bleed continues to apply, taking so much damage as you see there. Knowing the buff, knows that there's a gap there, but that's unfortunately the I know that you know. As a Darius player themselves, Woolender goes, I know you can parry this. It's easy money.
There are layers to this as things are going to be tied up one game apiece here. Woolender better coming out in the second game, and a good start for Bruiser Minion though. Again, taking the limit strike to set up the oak. We saw the delay 2L last time to get up attack. Not going to get punished though, and now Yasuo in the corner.
Had the exact right mix up there. Unfortunately, picks the wrong overhead on the last swing.
Oh, gets the throw. Coming back in for a second helping. Just going to take the Oki off of it and still delaying the 2L has been working out for them big time up until you are going to get clipped by Darius there. You almost forced to use that break. You knew that a whirlwind of damage was coming in like we see here with the headless bleed applied now. 50% down for both characters. Great health slowly coming back for Darius here.
Okay, I really like it. Walking back again, charge heavy. Hit him with the Bart Simpson. He said, I'm just swinging my arms. If you walk into it, it's not my problem. It's cool.
All right, now Bruiser Minion left to their own devices with the Darius here. I mean, it's got to be such a monumental comeback. Got clipped out of the air right there, but still, I mean, you're just eating so much chip damage in the situation, but the parry is exactly what the doctor ordered to break things up here. Catching out with a super, it is going to be enough to close things out. Gets the side swap as well, so now Darius v. Darius once again. We meet on the battlefield, and what a great launch as well. Has a bar meter, not going to spend it for now. Another 2L opener. Bruiser Minions been feeding families with that button, and there's the tick throw. This right here with the super on deck should be enough to close things out, and Bruiser Minion making some magic happen back on set point.
They made me nervous too because they missed a huge opportunity, a miscalculation on the routing there. Definitely could have killed on the earlier stage, but still, it's not, listen, they don't ask you about what happened, they ask you what the score is. We're still in it.
That's exactly right. We're just doing bar crash again. Darius coming in, still just has to chase down Ahri. Doing such a good job of just delaying in the air. Saw the whirlwind attempt there, or excuse me, the wind wall attempt, just trying to get around these projectiles, but it's only a matter of time before Ahri's on the escape again, back against the wall.
Idea with the trade. Oh no, and the S2 to restabilize. Unfortunately there, everything comes up at just the wrong timings, but it's not gonna matter. Finds the hit again and forces the break. Bruiser Minion back on the offense though.
And with the bleed applied, yeah, the early break right off that hit right there. Want to keep things as even as possible. Woolender coming back in though. Yasuo ate a boatload of damage in the middle of that interaction. Unfortunate there for Bruiser Minion, but they are going to find themselves an opening here. Popping the headless for the bleed and the damage. Back at full screen, and we're just taking to the skies, man. You don't see Darius players really start jumping a lot unless you look for the air apprehend, but both players are going to be flying away here and sneaking in the forward throw, dashing up with the power wave. Going to put Bruiser Minion one character elimination away from moving on in our pools. Yeah,
it's air apprehend and jump charge heavy. Two predictable options, but they're so good, it doesn't matter if you know it's coming. What are you going to do about it? Now, going to be the crumple up, lob pass. Oh no, and there it is again, the classic S1 with an assist. And of course, it's going to be an execution from there. Oh, Darius closing it out. Bruiser Minion just able to be able to secure the victory.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man. We've all been there before. You play 2xk enough online, you're going to get hit with that shoulder tackle with the dash in the air from the Yasuo. But that was great stuff, man. Both of those players completely back and forth, but Bruiser Minion going to be coming out on top there. Darius, Yasuo, still such a powerful team.
Oh, yeah.
Even with especially with the freestyle fuse, it's such a hard thing to deal with. You give a big body that access to being able to set a mix with their assist character. It's like it's very, very hard to deal with.
Especially, I mean, we didn't get to see it as often, but hopefully we get to see a little bit more Darius and a little bit more of the apprehend in the later stages too, because wow, I gotta write a term paper on the amount of nonsense that can be put up from there. But from there, we are going to take a very short break. But straight after that, it's going to be even more early morning 2xKO pools actions. So stick with us. Combo Breaker will be back in just a sec. Welcome back to Combo Breaker. I told you, it's not that long of a wait. We're straight back into the action here. Even more early morning 2xKO pools. Extremely excited to be back into the action here. Proxy and Non-Factor to take you through this first block. And so far, honestly and truly, it's been delivering.
Yeah, it's been a great mix of characters. It's been a great mix of fuses. We actually got a duo on screen as well, which I definitely love to see. So it's been good times thus far in this first half of our early morning pools over here at Combo Breaker. But next up, we're going to have Shmoltz and Flash No 47.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, if Flash is the person I'm thinking, I think I played Flash in casuals at Evo Japan. I think he whooped my ass. If he picks Vi, then this is the person I'm thinking of, and yeah, he messed me up. It's definitely pretty good, and excited to see I believe, so we did have Canada earlier, but our first non-North American talent coming up now, which is extremely exciting to get to see here. Combo Breaker obviously being on the tour for a ton of different events, so it attracts a lot of different people from different countries, which is honestly and truly my favorite part about these types of events, is being able to see the different regional play styles come through as we decide who's the best.
Yeah, that's definitely a great thing, not only just about fighting games in general, but specifically tag fighters. Just certain regions, I mean, just love tag fighters, man. Just France, just to name one, is like, you remember the DBZ days, man. They're going crazy out there. But without further ado, let's get into this one. Shmoltz and Flash number 47. It's going to be a Vi and Illaoi from Flash. Is that the guy? Is that the culprit?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Just even the right colors. I remember it like it was yesterday. Definitely really good. A player who's not afraid to be a little bit aggressive here, as you can see, already going for the jump-ins quite often. S1 whenever we get the chance, and as soon as that throw comes through, is ready with the tag. That offense looking very practiced already.
There's a tentacle smack, trying to abuse those plus frames. There's a great push block to get themselves some space, not want to deal with the mix. Maybe the break going to eat up the super here. Now, Vi v Ahri. This right here, I'm not going to lie, for Vi, it's so hard to do because you're swinging, you're hoping and praying, but there's just so much airtime coming in from Ahri. Now, back to the wall here. Flash in the corner, going to be taking the limit strike, setting up the fireball.
Oh, and I love that too. Calls the assist, knowing that it's a guess for game situation, or guess for character situation, excuse me. Knows that you can get the most potent mix-up is there. The war of 2Ms. When two Illauis are on the screen, it turns into the footsie battle. That 2M is ridiculous.
I mean, the character is ridiculous, to say the least, at that one. There's so many options. Big body that can truly play footsies with the best of them, and don't let her get you in the corner because that S2 super is coming at any point. These tentacles, man, just continue to put in the work for this character. Got a bit of a nerf on the command grab on it, but I mean, still the options are bountiful.
Her command grab got nerfed from the best command grab in the game to the best command grab. Yeah. To be fair. It was unbelievable, because I was playing Illaoi until this patch. That command throw was paying my rent, dog. It's so good.
All right, coming back in here for the damage. Needs a break there. You don't want to hold all of that, especially with the tentacle set up. I mean, being against the corner against Illaoi is operation is just not to be there. Want to stay in the middle of the screen. There's the throw, though, coming back in. Use the crater maker here for the damage. Looking good for Flash.
Yeah, it was a little unfortunate you had to go for that route, but knowing that Tentacle was going to be close enough, that's one of the things that you have to get used to as an Illaoi player, is that sometimes those Tentacles are double agents. It's really, really difficult to know when a character is actually going to get picked up by them, so having to go for the Crater Maker there, a little tough.
Still just staggering these lights. The 5L was undeniable. It's a very merry unbirthday as the Ahri's down, and yeah, I mean, it's just moments away from the Illaoi joining her in the grave.
I'm sure we're going to go rock bottom instead. It's going to be just a clean connection there. Goes with the little command of motion and finds the connection afterwards. Beautiful stuff. It's just around the piece now.
You can tell Flash is just waking up, just playing completely more confident. All of these straight hits like that 5L have just been turning into monumentous just situations for Flash over and over. Gonna take the knockdown here. Using the break very late there so you don't get any incoming mix, no tentacle setup or anything like that.
Reposition continues to be good. Unfortunately, dashes one time too many. That's always one of the toughest things in games like this, being able to judge distance on snap decisions like that. A little rough, but again, mix-ups back on us again.
That's like the latest handshake tag of all time, but still able to escape the corner here, jumping out for their life. Now the Vi coming back in. Vi's been doing a lot of heavy lifting there, but the 2H on point there from Shmoltz. And now the Tentacle still Employee of the Month there, getting the double grab off of it. I mean, that's crazy when Illaoi's not even on screen. Pretty good.
Oh no, and then the command of motion as well. Forces us out on the break here. An opportunity to bring the other character back in, but chooses not to. Instead, he's going to be back to that neutral here with that S1 Tentacle Slam.
Back to Meech here, slowing things down until we're not there. Bionic Arm. Gonna take the damage in and just immediately tagging in the Illaoi. Like my rank matches, man.
I was
Just full screen backdashing.
Surprised to see the full send overhead, though. That is a move that obviously is much different than it once was. That was another move that I think a lot of people were kind of banking on to carry their neutral in certain situations. Still effective, but not nearly what it was.
You gotta call me out like that, man. I was a merchant with that thing.
Crazy, bro. That back hitbox. Listen, I put my time in with Illaoi. That back hitbox was not okay.
Oh yeah. 50% left on the Illaoi for Flash here. We're just gonna rip the level 3 parried, and this is going to be disastrous for Flash here as 2 level 3 sitting on deck. It's gonna send him down to bikini bottom here, and that's gonna be the first game going Shmoltz's way.
Yeah, and Shmoltz very smart there, recognizing that the parry was the only possible option that level 3 would have chipped, and it would have sent us back to neutral there, so the game potentially could have kept going. Shmoltz with a very smart decision here and is able to lock down that initial win. Very important, especially when both players are playing teams that are potentially this volatile. You've got to have that cushion to sit on.
Yeah, for sure. And I will say, man, I appreciate waking up in the morning, throwing on the Pikmin shirt, man. I like the style. That's fire. Gotta ask him where he got that from, but let's get back into it. Game number 2, Shmoltz with that 1-game lead. A little back and forth here, but the Ahri still a little hard to deal with. You saw the 2H attempt there. They are going to get clipped now, and Illaoi needs the help, man. We need the support.
Oh, wakes up the throw, though. Was looking for a tech, but we'll take whatever we can get. It's a 2M, gets the hit. The delay catches us. I thought it was a push block attempt.
Back in, though. The assist with Ahri, handshake tagging in. A little too late on the 2H there. So the Vi just match out 5L here. Flash getting scrambly with it as we're just handshake tagging back and forth. The Tentacle, though, still doing the heavy lifting between the two.
Okay, Tentacle slam, but too far, so it doesn't actually activate. The Tentacle is the 2H in VS2. It combos. What?
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen that one, but that, like, if you didn't think that Ahri was good before, man, that is definitely an example there as we get S2 super. Time for the Tentacles to come in, just jumping on out. A great option there, too, to tag in the Illaoi afterwards, not having to deal with any of the mix. Coming back in, has some meter to work with here. Get the extension with the Tentacle as well. This right here actually might be dead with an S1 super. It is going to be enough to close out the Illaoi. Shmoltz just left to Ahri.
Yeah, that Illaoi S1 Super is a level 3 in disguise for sure. The damage is absolutely ridiculous here, as now is going to leave us in the 1v1 instead. Both Illaoi sent to the bench here. It's going to be Ahri and Vi to duke it out now.
It's just, can you catch her out of the sky? That's like the objective here. As you can see, Flash is just jumping around all over the place. You just have to find the straight hit, especially with Shmoltz almost building up this level 3. It's pretty much next hit's going to kill that 2H, not able to follow up, but we are going to pick it back up. The Fury late there from Flash. That is a ballsy Fury spin.
Yeah, but definitely a winnable situation. But I agree, a very risky one at best. Comes through, doesn't actually get a follow-up there. Mashes on the parry! Oh, man.
Yeah, you respect the investment. Just try to make the comeback happen, knowing you were so close to getting that level 3, but just not going to work out for Flash there. And immediately off rip, Illaoi going to be charging in. That S1 super against you mentioned, that's a level 3 in disguise. That thing does not scale for anything.
That was a 6-hit 50% combo, bro. Oh.
Hey, you earned it with Illaoi, man. You earned that damage, right? Gonna get the launch here, and gonna leave the Tentacle. No super to work with. You are gonna sneak in the throw as well, so the Tentacle gonna be helping out there. Little helping hand, and now you can look for the knockdown. Start setting up. Could be S2 super. Actually, is gonna tag into the Vi here, knowing that the break was coming.
Okay, I like that. Getting a little more aggressive here. This is what we saw from some of the other Vi players today. That's how you get those opening hits. Sometimes you just have to let that Bionic Arm rip.
Backing back in, taking to the skies here. Ahri on the solo work. Almost got bonked in the back of the head there, but now closing the distance little by little against this Vi. Able to clip him there. Now Vi off the board. Ahri versus Illaoi. Battle of probably the top 2 here. See how things unfold.
Oh, and with that slam, obviously it's one of the nice things. Ahri, one of the best characters in the business. Actually, the best character in the business of being able to convert off of those knockdown situations.
Illaoi's just coming in. You are going to get the launch off of it. Going to spend the bar meter here for the corner carry. Damage is definitely nice as well. There's the Fury pop from Flash. Got to make it happen here. On the verge of heading over to loser's side. Still has a level 3 in their back pocket as well, but there's the rock coming in. That is a massive in Flash from downtown, man. That's as far as like Wemby hit that 3. That was like full screen.
This is 30 feet, the logo, bro. It's ridiculous. And here, though, finds the throw. Sets it off. The jab is going to go overhead. It's little bits and pieces of damage at a time. But again, containment is the name of the game, and you can't quite contain Ahri in a situation like that. We are back in the mix here as Shmoltz. He's going to be able to utilize his tentacle from full screen.
Starting the heck out of that thing. Coming back in too. Bit of a juggle. Illaoi getting beat up here. You got 2 tentacles to work with, so I mean, you were just completely jailing any movement from Vi until they jump out. No anti-air. Illaoi v Illaoi getting the slam there, and we're going to go for it. Oh, I thought I was going to carry 2 characters there, but the S1 getting the damage in on the other Illaoi.
Ooh, chucks him again. Here we go. Crater is made. Meteor is spent. Break timing, perfection. Oh, footsies!
Yeah, we're looking clean out here for Shmoltz, and that's going to be Vi taken off the board. Back on set character for Shmoltz. See if they can close this out. Flash made some magic happen last time around. Let's see if they have another rabbit in that hat. There's the slam into the orb super. If you put you in a world of hurt, you only got 1 bar meter to defend yourself. Fury not in sight just yet.
That too, I think that's a really good call. Leave yourself with the tentacle here with the potential mix-up, but we block it out and push block away.
Back in for a little bit more. There's the assist coming in now. Fury online for Flash. Popping it nice and early, trying to preserve as much great health as possible. And now you become such a threat just with chip damage with Illaoi. Oh, right there, able to clip him and dash on in for his second helping. Now 1v1, Fury should be taken online before we really see any interaction, unless Shmoltz is going to force the issue. There's the 2M opener, has meter to work with here. This might be disastrous. That should be all she wrote, and Shmoltz going to be taking it 2-0 over Flash number 47.
Yeah, quick commitment there with the Super Spirit Rush. Beautiful choices again and again. And I think really just being able to cycle to the right piece at the right time, utilizing both characters to great effect, and you know, piloting a team that obviously we've seen across a multitude of patches as it continued to be successful, with multiple players being able to show it off too. And also, it works with all the fuses, man. It's a timeless pairing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and it was just clean gameplay. I mean, from both players, it really just came down to like a game of decisions when you were going to spend your meter, when you're going to get your Fury in, things like that. But unfortunately, Flash going to be heading over to the loser side of the bracket. But we're starting to see, as we get higher in the polls, those higher tier characters are starting to show up. You know what I mean? The higher tier fuses are starting to show up here and there. But it's been great stuff thus far from what we see in polls as we got our next 2 players sitting down, going to see what the next treat's going to be. But man, Proxy, I'm going to tell you what, dude, it's been great vibes for early morning 2xKO. It's been some good action.
Yeah, it's telling them, saying we say early and it's 10 a.m. But you know, that's just, maybe that's just,
for me, that's early.
I was going to say, when I'm traveling, that's early, man. But no, dude, it has absolutely been ridiculous. Super excited again. Big shout out to Combo Breaker. Make sure, if you have not been here before, if you're in the area, if you're in the Midwest, there's still time. You can still come be a spectator and be a part of the action and hang out with us. And if not, then hopefully we see you again next year, because this is one of the biggest and baddest events on the entire planet. They have, and I have to highlight as well, they have some of the sickest merch of any event I've been to. Like, I regularly wear this thing out. This is from last year. Grab myself a sweater for later on commentary in the later days. It is just the design team is peak.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. As soon as we're wrapped up here, I'm going straight to the. You were reading my mind, man. That's like, obviously coming to Combo Breaker. There's like just games left to right, man. The crowd is massive. Finals day is insane, but that merch, it's that gamer gear that you're proud to wear out and about. Like, it gives you the illusion that you know how to dress. That's how good the merch is.
The illusion.
They kill it every single year. But next up, we're gonna have Phos versus Ashh coming up. Still on winner's side of our first polls here. Gonna see how this one unravels.
Yeah, getting into the winner's side qualifiers here. Obviously, 2xKO being one of the biggest brackets here at the event. So there's going to be quite a few phases here. But it's got to be a massive weight off your shoulders knowing that if you're being able to take this one last victory, you can at least take a break for just a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, you also get that Chipotle card, which is also nice.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
It's also nice. Free lunch is also nice, but we got some fans in the crowd, man. The fans are starting to roll in to watch some 2xKO, hearing some popping off. We're going to shop the polo, man. Talking about nice clothes, this man, he came prepared.
Listen, I'm not talking about the illusion of dress. He said, I'm dressed right now. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. But it looks like this actually, if this is going to be the choice.
You're buzzing.
Okay, there's going to be a button check. I was just making sure. Blitzcrank, Illaoi. Obviously, we might be getting pump faked, but this is a team that you can play multiple fuses, and obviously it has some dastardly levels of mix-up. When I did play this team, I personally played Double Down just for like the You know the mix.
Yeah,
you know the
I still play double down with that team, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Bro, you get him to the corner like S2 super, and you can do like charge down S1 and do it twice and look for resets off of that. You know ball, man.
Of course,
I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the easier teams to play in conjunction with double down.
Yep.
But I'm not gonna lie. Like I've played tag fighters in my life. Not to a high level. Definitely makes things a lot easier when I only got to hit you a few times and like start setting up baby's first mix-up, you know?
But it's not going to be the choice here, unfortunately. No. As much as I would love to get to see it, it is going to be something just a touch more evil. It is going to be the Teemo Darius. So this is going to be a team that is honestly and truly if the situation comes up correctly, is a team that can do just about as much damage on block as it does on hit.
Oh yeah, for sure, especially with the bleed on deck and that 2x assist, man. You can be in a world of hurt like Phos is early here. Getting clipped out of the sky with the 5M. Great tech there. You cannot afford to eat throws against Darius, man. They get so much off of just throw and then power wave behind it. It's just an instant super. You get the headless, the bleeds on deck. It becomes a world of trouble like we see Ekko in right now in the corner.
Balls up. It's going to be a tag launcher. Teemo, one of the best in the business when it comes to getting mix-up off of the tag launcher. And because we had the mushroom behind us, it's going to be a full follow-up for the kill here.
Yeah, Ashh off to a great start, man. Almost 2 fully healthy characters here. And the Teemo is still putting in work here. Got the shrooms on deck. And this is the thing, it's like with the Teemo we saw earlier, the badges weren't like really a priority, but we can see here, we are looking to build up this mushroom as we get the tag launcher there, and that should be a dead Ahri off the board. First round, pretty much one way going Ash's way.
Yeah, being able to keep that full break in pocket too. Everything. It just couldn't be better. As now recognizes the time winders there, knows he doesn't have to do too much extra, delays just a touch, and now on the dash, he's able to find the hit, but unfortunately, drop combo starting to plague us a bit.
Yeah, it's getting scrambly here. See if Phos can come alive. They do get the air throw. Setting up the clone on it. We're just going to grab it. Well, you don't got to worry about the mix-in, man. Just going to put your throat on him and throw him to the other side.
That's one of those ones where that was a tech, but you know, you're a genius today.
Yeah. Planned all along as I calculated, but now coming in, Orb Super, and take the corner carry here, and that's exactly where you want to put Teemo, man. You want to put them back to the wall so they really can't set up shop. Darius trying to clear the way, though. We're going to handshake tag back in. Look at the cross up there. Still coming back in. The pressure on point, but we are going to use the break. Teemo back online.
I like that spacing out with the darts. Again, not over-pressing, but it's barely caught. If he was wearing his hat backwards, if the brim was on the other side, I think maybe we would have dodged that, but unfortunately it's not the case. That is a dead Teemo, leaving us down to the 2v1, and certainly the weaker of the two when it comes to the 1v1 situation.
Yeah, definitely have to take some bigger swings. No pun intended as we do there. The 5M again, clipping already out of the air. Didn't get the apprehend reset, though. We are going to drag Ekko in. Somebody's getting hit. It's going to be one of y'all.
Oh, no, and the AC 130. Oh, but Ekko blocks everything! Dude, what a teammate there! So you put your body on the line for the homie. I like that.
That's the real MVP with the body block there. Now the Orb Super coming in. Enough to close it out. 1 round apiece now. Phos coming alive.
Definitely back in the mix, looking so much better here. And again, I think we've isolated what should be the situation we're looking for here, as unfortunately now it's rolling attack into the limit strike.
Match up to 2L. They're able to find the gap. Offensive break. Keeping Ahri in the corner here, charging the apprehend again. Still not biting on it.
Lead us to the jump loop though. Take your damage where you can. Again, don't have to do too much extra here.
Yeah, it seems like Phos's objective is just to keep it simple. Just clean it to XKO gameplay. You saw the push block there to try to get some space, but Ahri coming right back in. Asimido to work with. Gonna be the kill just yet. Actually, now that this Orb Super, if you're able to get the tag launch with it, I mean, becomes a roll for it. Don't even need it. Excuse me, never mind. How dare me disrespect top 1?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's just a limit strike is all it takes from there. Quick little fireball attempt twice in a row. Teemo, luckily, naturally low profiles, but unfortunately, he's gonna get bopped on the top of the head with the medium. It's looking damn near over, but
oh, the parry on the assist though. No harm, no foul. Teemo coming back in. You saw the 2M there, slowly building up the gauge. And this is the thing, man. You're caught in this combo, and all Teemo's doing is just building up that gray health. And now we got the mushroom badge online. The ambiguous mix now with the level 3. All of a sudden, Proxy, it is so close.
Oh, okay, medium. Not too far, but still okay. Bleed is applied, so you cannot block forever. Gets the throw, that should do it, of course.
What a comeback from the Rodent full level 3 to close us out. Just when you thought they were out, man, they pull you back in. And that right there, that's a momentum round coming in right there. Able to steal things away with the Teemo, making the use out of that the Fury as well. So looking very strong. It's the one thing you always wonder if the solo Teemo can do it, just because the character's job is to set up shop and play keep away. But if they can get down and dirty, man, it's nice for them. And Ashh really taking that 1-game lead.
Oh, and the 2x assist unfortunately gets us in trouble there. Doubles up the lariat, tags in the end. Can't quite find anything for it. I think maybe we had a 2H dialed up, but again, you got to remember with the new timings on tagging, got to be a little bit more careful. You can't just full send in situations like that. There's got to be some game planning behind it. It's now the game plan is going so far out of our realm. Everything is going wrong here for Ashh.
Yeah, it's just all falling apart right now, and Phos is going to be taking advantage of it here. It's going to be a dead Teemo off the board, and I mean, a Darius that is heavily wounded. I mean, we've seen the comeback from Ashh before with the Teemo. Don't know if they got it with the Darius, but that's a great start there. The double wall bounce. We're able to pick up the Ekko as well, so great start. If you are going to mount this comeback, they dash under with the 5L.
What is this mixtape he's running? That apprehending the run under, ridiculous. Looking for the throw and just smashes the medium. I like it.
Oh, okay. The clutch gene had to stop at some point. The 2L to put the kibosh on that. I was about to just think in my head, not again, man. Not like this, but Phos able to weather the storm there. Gets the light to come in, but now Darius just charging back in. Teammate of the year. Now the shroom loops into the corner. Seems like Ashh is really prioritizing just building up that mushroom badge.
Yeah. Definitely should when you can, as now we're finding the hits on Ahri. Chooses not to overextend, but unfortunately there wasn't ready for the jump over. Ekko crosses up. Able to find the connection.
Everything's juggling here. Be able to get the setup. Knockdown. Coming back in. There's the install. Coming back in, able to disguise a lot of the mix too, just behind Ahri coming in, but fighting out of the corner. Now Ashh getting a shoulder charge of their own. Coming back in, and with the shroom loops, you're going to be taking a quick trip to the corner.
Oh my god, the expressway seems to be the choice now. The charge heavy sends us farther, but now they open up on the other side. Here we go. Opportunity to spend some bar if we so choose. I think it probably should just be a tag launcher though, if you can.
Attack coming in, there's the install again for the pressure with the Ahri assist. Slowly building up all that super meter as well. Starting to look bad for Phos here. We're back in with the Ahri, able to clip the Teemo though. Use the break, keeping the MVP alive here.
Oh no, and on the chase down there, gets caught out afterwards as well. Oh, we had so many good decisions, so many good ideas, but none of them come to fruition. Teemo once again having to do the heavy lifting.
And they do it again. You saw the cross-up attempt there. Was on the support character coming back in. They have the level 3 as well. It's a great opening there. Just how quick do you spin the meter? It's quite. Do you want to get the Ekko? Do you prioritize that and use the damage? Because right now you do have the opportunity to look for the kill, but unfortunately there, bit of a drop right back into the corner though. Ekko putting on the pressure.
Oh, okay. Delay. Coming down with the Pizza Cutter now, blocks it out, but again, on both sides, we are getting in so much trouble for retreating guarding here. Both players being a touch too antsy in some of these defensive situations. I know that in this game, you want to try and make some space for yourself and try and get back onto the offense there, but you've got to be in certain spots willing to just chill for a little bit and block. And if you're going to retreating guard, just probably delay until a little bit later stage of the block string.
That's exactly right. See if both players clean that up just a tiny bit here, but one apiece as close as you can want to here as we start getting closer to the end of our pool. Teemo coming back in. He's getting so much mileage out of just the corner carry, and then the Darius tackle behind it. Back to the shroom loops. Definitely abusing those mushrooms again. Setting up shop. The ambiguous overhead again.
Oh no, was in the middle of trying to chuck a blow dart there, gets caught out, the Spirit Orb easily able to bring us to the wall now. And again on the jab, the threat of the strike throw just a bit too much. Ashh a little antsy on the defense there, gets caught out and might lose. The Yordle scout for the trouble. It's gonna choose to hold the break.
Yeah, interesting choice there. I mean, if you do need to pop the Fury with Darius, if there's any character that's going to get a lot of mileage off of it, it's going to be the damage of Darius, but let's see if they have the chance. They get caught by that 2H there. It's a very rough start for the character, and we're going to use it early here. So they are believing in the big boy damage forward throw there, able to dash behind it. And that's what we're talking about, the power wave into the headless. One of the easiest confirms to get off of the forward throw, and with that extra Fury behind it, you were for sure dead. So now, it's not looking impossible.
Oh my god, it's looking more than possible now. That last Fury dash cancel to try and cancel out. It's the darts connect! If you have the right combo, you definitely kill! No, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough.
Take the limit strike there. See the mix is going to be the neutral jump. They caught him reaching for a handful of nothing, and Ashh Another monumentous comeback. They got that clutch gene in them, and now on set point.
Oh no, and the shoulder charge claims another victim here. Limit strike as we bring him back down to the earth.
Trying to work their way out of the corner here. Looking at the skies, just staggering. Ended up finding the 2M in the middle of the string. Could be coast to coast here, and it's another great opening for Phos. Try to even the score here.
S2 limit strike. With the orb. Great parry though.
Parry, you're able to escape the corner there, and again, just still the ambiguous high-low coming in from Teemo. Able to catch Ekko out of the sky too with the dart. This is absolutely huge as we go for the mushroom super.
Doubles up with the mushrooms again. Rolling attack, apprehend, but it's in a weird position now. The double apprehend, I forgot, 2x assist, something you have to remember.
Yeah, and that's just so much block, especially with the charge there. The roll coming in from Teemo, but now able to escape the corner. Jumping in, searching the skies. There's the retreating guard again, this time a little bit better placed. They are sitting with that level 3 though, so I mean, next hit could definitely end the character.
Ooh, and I love that little delay, recognizing that the opponent's willing to play it lame. Tries to set up with the Teemo now. That 2M was a touch too far.
Apprehend to pull back in, ends up clipping Ahri again. Luckily the Ekko got out of the way, but I mean now you're going to be down to one character here, and Ashh is smelling blood in the water. It's about like 30% away from taking out this Ekko and taking the set, but that's a great start to the back throw to get the corner, but right back at you, says Ashh here. Now the tech to stay alive. Darius coming back in.
Oh, he's going to try and block string into the level 3, guarantees it, and a little pop-off to be able to make it out of pool. Said, give me my Chipotle, dog. I'm in there.
I cheer for Chipotle when I walk into the store and pay for it. That's how I am at the register, but no, it was great stuff, man. You saw the clutch come in multiple times from Ashh, regardless of the character that it was. They're getting a lot of mileage out of Fury, and just being able to set up the instant overhead from Teemo time and time again, just completely pop the top on the defense.
Yeah, definitely one of the greatest strengths of the characters, being able to leave that mushroom on those corner situations. We saw pretty much every single layer of it. We saw an opponent try to call an assist at a weird timing or try and push block, and that actually pops and gets them. We saw the instant overhead like you were talking about, as well as when they actually roll away, you're able to get that back throw to send them back into the mushroom, get a full confirm. Yep. Teemo, in situations like that, as long as he's able to pre-plan, this guy's on his Home Alone stuff. Give him a little time, it's undefeatable.
Yeah, and it wasn't even really a lot of setup shop. It was a very aggressive Teemo. There was a lot of buttons being pressed, a lot of 5M, a lot of 2M. So, I mean, they prioritized the mushroom, but outside of that, it was just like, I'm just going to get in your face, which is something you don't expect from a Teemo player. So it worked out for him in the long run.
No, especially with, I mean, 2x assist with double apprehend. So he was like doing like rolling attack, which normally would push you out of range, but then the second apprehend to guarantee the next layer of me, that was a cool idea. I liked it.
And you're just sitting there like, bro, get off me, please. I want to play the game too. I paid my registration fee just like you, bro. Let me play a little bit, but I'm going to be moving on to our next match here. I believe we have Jayson and YLT Cole.
So YLT Cole, a long time versus game player. I think a lot of people would know him from, there's a couple games you might know him from. I personally know him. He's a long time Marvel 3 player. I believe Ahri is his favorite character in the game. I'm not sure what else he has been playing, but I believe Ahri is going to be the a portion of this team. He's been playing it since the jump. Jayson, I'm a little unfamiliar with, but having it be a winners qualifier matchup here, definitely a player I'm going to hopefully be getting familiar with.
Yeah. That's the great thing about 2XKO as well, is we have so many people that are coming in from other titles, older titles, as you were mentioning with Marvel 3, but there's a lot of new blood that's around that we haven't really seen before that's coming in and making names for themselves. So we'll see if we got one here with Jayson, but it is going to be, I think we're seeing Yasuo on stream. Jinx, we're all over the place.
So it seems like they're going to go button check real quick, because otherwise Cole is playing random and I'm down, which would be awesome. I
was like, hey man, you got it like that, you got it like that. But hit random and got one of the best costumes, man. These new costumes that just dropped right now are absolutely insane. I was holding off on buying some costumes, man, but the Dragon Mancer Illaoi, insane.
That too? Oh,
insane.
My. I was gonna say it's between that and I'm a huge fan of I play Arcade Blitz is probably my favorite.
Oh yeah.
The Gundam, bro, come on.
I mean, all the arcade skins were just so clean, and then the great part is it's like that Riot finishing touch where even like animations will change, like hit sparks will change, and things like that. So you're definitely getting your money's worth when it comes to the skins that 2XKO has.
Dude, my favorite visual effect in the whole game is when Arcade Vi does level 3, and in that ending slide, seeing the coins pop over, I'm like, yo, this is the greatest thing.
Love those finishing touches, but it looks like we are going to be locking in our teams now. I saw a team, I think it was Teemo Akali, which that's an interesting, interesting pairing there.
Yeah, definitely a team that can work out extremely well. I was incorrect about the Ahri, but the Akali seems like a good fit too. Obviously a character that can apply a pretty dastardly amount of mix-up here. Teemo being a character who's very, very good at being able to activate it. And then on the left, that's over-reliable.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But getting things underway here. It is a winner's qualifier. We're going to start off with the forward throw there. Cole looking strong, try to go to the air, but a great catch there from Jayson. Not able to finish the flip in the plate though.
Yeah, route not quite as comfortable there for Yasuo. Things are a little bit weirder because of how things push now. As Folk throwing off some of the combos here, gets it to the corner. It's going to be a potential setup for a limit strike here. Instead, just give me the shroom.
As we were talking about the finishing details, even the mushroom's different on this skin too, which is such a cool touch. But now just setting up shop here, and this is the Teemo that we were expecting to see. You toss the mushroom, you float away, you be annoying as possible, and right now it's working out for Cole.
Yeah, and honestly, one of the best things about Teemo, maybe the best thing, is that parachute. His ability to alter his arc in the air, and his ability to be able to swing out of it is unreal. This character, the real evil of this character is right there, where that little pop, that height he plays at, is so difficult for so many characters to deal with.
Yeah, and then you definitely you plus that up by just having the air stalls, the double jumps from Akali. It's just so many different ways you can change your approach there. But unfortunately, trying to change their approach, getting clipped here. This could be the opening that Jayson needs. Are going to take the knockdown here. The mix is going to be just escaping the corner for free. Cold is going to run away, get back to setting up shop. They have so much meter to work with as well.
Yeah, but we're content to sit full screen, as you said. Mushrooms galore. A little delay as the Helmbreaker does hit, but can't turn it into much on the cancel.
I mean, Teemo, still just getting away scot-free. There's been so many positions where they could have gotten clipped and put in a world of hurt, but still working out for him. Cole sitting with that level 3. I mean, pick your poison at this point, no pun intended. You can go for any super you want. Close out the Ekko. Now Yasuo left to their own devices.
Yeah, guaranteed with the darts, very smart. Yasuo, as we said, solo mix-up can be good, but again, you see Jayson commits hard early to try and find that cross-up. YLT Cole, this guy's in orbit. he's super tough height with the parachute out.
Dude is not in this plane and took advantage of it there. The block break. Able to get the lift with Teemo as well. They set the mushroom super, and this is just so much damage on the board. And that badge slowly getting built up for Teemo as well.
I like that wake up 2H. The second you see your opponent go for a jump like that with no potential for assist to cover, that's absolutely going to be in your wheelhouses now. Unfortunately, a drop situation puts us in a weird spot. Cole is going to double up, triple up on the overhead. That was evil.
Yeah, that was filthy, man. If you think Teemo's got good overheads, that Akali setup was absolutely dastardly. Now going to bring back in the Rodent here. Setting up the mushroom, able to escape the corner, reach for a handful of nothing though. Got clipped. Now the poison dart online as well. So you're going to be seeing a lot of purple, especially now with the shroom loot as well, doubled up on the badge.
Oy, but a quick little dig up ends up getting the kill. Now it's just the Ekko. Situation looking a bit dire here. Was looking for the air though, but again, it's just threatening from such great height.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're just eating everything back to the wall. Able to escape though. A little bit of delay coming back in, but of course you got caught by the frying pan. Pop the Fury, your only chance to do it there, really.
Just like that. Quick, clean connection. YLT Cole looking dominant right now. And again, both characters looking in line, but really, truly, it's the Teemo right now. The way he's being able to set up shop and the way he's being able to make his opponent feel uncomfortable in their approach has just been perfection, man.
Yeah, and Jayson just hasn't really had a chance to get their hands on him. There's been a few straight hits here and there, but it's been really no punishment on the Teemo. You're literally, the Teemo 101 game plan is being ran right there, and even then mixing in the ambiguous overheads like we've seen with the Teemo, but also mixing them in with Akali, it's like shoes on the wrong foot, man. You're just always playing at a deficit. So we'll see if Jayson can go ahead and close the gap a little bit. You have to be able to close the distance on Teemo and stay in their face, especially with these two characters, Yasuo and Ekko. Not what they used to be, but still very strong when it comes to pressure.
Well, absolutely. The team is certainly still intact. Now, okay, beats him to the spot there. I like that. I think a lot of times we've been going for potential win walls, little step backs like that, but no, this time just brute force it a little bit. You have time.
You gotta make him respect you. Just get in there and make him think. But now, YLT Cole back on the attack here. We talked about Akali's corner carry, man, pretty good. You're able to dash in and get the tag launch as well, force you to use the break there, denying the mushroom setup. But speaking of which, we're going to go right back to a full screen, still getting caught by the frying pan. The footsies, the neutral of Cole have just been on point.
And one thing we have to kind of address when it comes to the characters as well, because we haven't really mentioned it, both of these characters are monsters off of tag launchers as well in terms of the mix-up and the damage they get.
So we see some more of that. Saw the kunai coming in, able to run behind the dart too. There's just so many things you can do to fill up the screen, and then the movement of Akali just makes it so much harder to deal with. Sitting with that level 3 on deck, see if we catch out for the kill here. Gonna spend 1 bar. The Azuna drop is gonna be enough, man. So much damage off of that.
It does so much damage, bro. It's another one of those supers that's a level 3 in disguise, but now in the falling heavy, it's gonna be a kunai to just barely clip the toes.
Yeah, tough sledding right now for Jayson. I mean, you can only block for so long. We saw him get clipped there. Luckily, going to live to see another interaction. What a grab in the middle of the dash through. Now just getting back to work there. And he caught with the happy birthday. Teemo gets out of the way, but right now it's going to be a dead Akali. So the 1v1, I will say Yasuo does a decent job of getting through the mushrooms. They're able to swing that sword around and clear a lot of the stuff on the screen. And right now, having Teemo in the corner, you'll be able to set things up. You have the Fury as well if you really want to get greedy with it.
Ooh, but Cole's gonna pop straight away. That little explosion in the mushroom there actually negated a mix-up as we land and just barely prances out.
There's a mutual Fury there. I mean, even with all this health for Teemo, it's like one more hit and you might be done, especially with that level 3 looming. But now we're just filling the screen. The super assist coming in multiple times from Akali to cover things up.
Oh, and the pizza cutter just comes down with the orbital normal. Beautiful choice again as YLT. Cole is down to set point now.
Yeah, just looking strong, even in that mutual Fury, just filling the screen with so much. It's just so hard to tell what character is where. It's the beauty of freestyle, especially with these two. And you're able to get the launcher as well here with Akali. Back to the corner. It's time to get to work here. We've seen Jayson in this position so many times now. But how do you adapt? Getting thrown there.
Ooh, he misses the rolling attack though, as now we finally have our chance to get on the offense here. Combo finally connects. We're going to take our damage where we can. Limit strike definitely on the menu.
Gonna pop the install here. Incoming mix, see the time winder. Great defense from Cole, but got caught low. This right here, I mean, no super, but you are going to build up the level 1 just in time, so even the handshake tag anymore. Should be the dead Teemo, so now Akali left to solo. I mean, Cole's been showing us great Teemo solo work. Let's see what the Akali has in store. Unfortunately, they're getting beat to the spot, just hitting the 5M.
He just presses dash macro and holds it. I respect that. Took the reaction check there as we try to take away. What a mash! Okay, the challenge from Cole as we get the side swap.
Yeah, the juggle with the kunai as well. I mean, Cole has done some greedy Furies before. We see some chunks. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to have the opportunity there. We do get the launch now. 1 round apiece here. Cole still on set point, can't close it out. Both players with break coming in too. It's a great start for both of them, so basically back to a 0-sum here.
Low-key, I thought he was going to do it, but it's going to be an early break this time from Jayson here. Again, 2 teams that are monsters at being able to limit strike. As we get that Twilight Shroud activated from full screen.
Oh. Yeah, sometimes if you can't see, man, just close your eyes and swing. It worked out there for Jayson. Now just juggling the hell out of Teemo, even with the Time Winder extension on it. Big time damage, able to charge up the H in the air as well. It's huge, but still, again, the frying pan, bro, has been the MVP of this match, to say the least.
Yeah, just barely missed out. Thought for sure the Time Winder was going to connect there. Unfortunately, off the drop, the situation is going to be a little tough again. Is now off the dart. Cole's going to find the hit and should bring it to the 1v1, or the 2v1, excuse me.
Yeah, it's going to be Yasuo tough sledding going forward. Dart super to close it out here. The winner side qualifier, man. Jayson basically fighting for that winner side life with just this solo Yasuo.
Oh, touch the delay. Still fine here. Medium actually gets whiff punished, but again, the combo whiffs.
Yeah, that feels so bad, especially when Cole has just been running away with momentum. Whenever they get the launch here with Teemo, it's been a freight train.
One more time in the throw reset. Oh no, it's an evil way for it to end, but that is going to be the final decision. YLT Cole with a hell of a reset and is able to take the victory here. 2 games straight and punching his ticket again just to reach Chipotle into the next round of pools.
Yeah, that's just Cole. You could tell they were just playing with confidence. There were so many times when it was like, you got me to the wall, I don't care, 5M. We're just going to let this bad boy rock, so. What do we got? Oh, we got the dog.
It's his dog. I forget his dog's name, but fantastic. Thank you, Cole.
Yeah, it definitely brightened up my day, man. What a great way to end that pulls block right there. But I was clean stuff from Cole, as you said, just fighting game veteran, man. Coming from Marvel 3, it's like, if anyone's going to know how to do some mix, it's a Marvel 3 player.
Listen, the tag games have fundamentals that carry over as well, so it's good to see some of those players being able to abuse that. But it looks like that's going to be the end of the adventure for now. But there's even more pools coming up soon. No, in fact, it was an absolute pleasure, bro.
Yes, sir. All right, I think we're going to be catching you guys in just a bit. Back with some more 2x KO action. Don't go anywhere.
And welcome. It is officially time for more 2x KO here. Combo Breaker 2026. Once again, your #1 caster Vok, Asher Vok, and I'm here with Tento. How are we doing today?
Hey, it's a great day to be in Chicago. You guys know I had a very long trip to get out here, 25-minute drive from my house. But nonetheless, we're having a good time here for 2x KO action here for Combo Breaker. This is a challenger event, not quite the master event type of level, so it's not too much money involved, but the competition is definitely a master event level. So, dragon level threat, if you will. It's going to be absolutely insane all day. It's going to be pools today, and then it will be top 24 tomorrow, and then top 8s on Sunday. Don't quote me on that because I don't know a thing, but it's going to be a good time nonetheless.
Okay, I am going to absolutely quote you on that. For later, for research, but again, challenger level event, which has been pretty insane thus far. Even for like day one, it's only been a few hours into the day. But then from what I've been seeing, it is pretty wild, to say the least.
Yeah, if you guys do not know, one of the big updates that the team for 2XKO have released, that team fight, and Combo Breaker also released too, that team fight will not be available to use this fuse. The reason being because of it, a lot of people saw the strength of it, and a lot of people wanted to do a duo now with their in the event entry, but there was too many changes that had to be done to the bracket, and they said we're going to elect to just not use team fight this time around, but very much expect team fight to be happening a month from now. Evo is a month away. People don't think about this right now, but that's the next math event. It's going to be a month away. The weekend of June 26th in Vegas, and it's going to be absolutely insane. This is a great showing to test out your new things so you can get that big trophy for the first ever Evolution champion for 2XKO in exactly a month.
That's a very big deal, especially for a lot of people, right? First appearance for 2XKO, and I'm not going to lie, the prize pool and the rewards that come with it, if you make it out of pool party bundle is actually not that bad, but even better with the prizing at that. But first match should be coming up here.
All right, player 1 going to be KillSlayer. Player 2, RealPrismSword. Wait, RealPrismSword?
RealPrismSword? I almost read that as World. I'm not going to lie. I could have swore I saw
listen, I got dyslexia, and it really do mess me up. You just know it's bad because I said the name wrong, but you know, it's all good.
Honestly, it happens, Twin. But actually, I'm looking correctly. Actually getting a bit of a mirror match. Illaoi and Vi.
Allowing Vi both ends, freestyling both ends. Looks like it's going to be a quick button check for the time being, so it might not be the what it is, but this team is definitely volatile, especially with 2x assist. 2x assist becomes a very much like powerhouse for Illaoi, and Vi can do whatever she wants because you had the threat of her going in with a double tentacle. Is absolutely insane. I very much like this team.
It's ridiculous, and of course you look at the patch notes and kind of realize, wait, Illaoi did take a couple of nerfs, especially over the Faithful Stagnation, Command Grab, and of course it is a 6-frame increase from what I remember. Even then, off a 2x assist, and depending on the team you run with, she's still a powerhouse to be reckoned with.
Definitely got to be careful with your buttons right there. Illaoi, you can't go in risk-free as much as usual. You got to play a little bit more concise, but she is still, in my opinion, top 3 in the game. Still very strong, very good neutral presence, and that medium, bro. Just that size 12 in women's coming for you, bro. It don't feel good.
It's even worse once you realize, hey, she's canonically like 6'5", almost like 6'6".
She can come here.
Okay.
I will climb the tree.
Okay. Whoa.
No minds, whatever. All right.
I'm
that type of guy. All right. I'm that type of guy. I
remember now why they always put us together for 2XKO. It's this absolute chaos that I 100% expect, and I used to, but it's always a frame 1 flashbang with you, bro.
You gotta let us know what I need.
Heart and hands are the key.
I'll show my cards on the table with me. I'm all in immediately. All right.
Just straight 20.
People didn't know.
Give me a face card. I don't care which one it is.
Life moves.
They're letting the intros back for our first match of 2XKO on the weekend. It's going to be a mirror Illaoi Vi, both with the freestyle. Different costumes on either end, though. Got the full continuation from him from KillSlayer thus far. He looks like a killer indeed, but drops it.
And already starting off with Ahri assist coming into it. Of course, have to watch out just for that quick 2L. Even then, misses off the throw. Quick interrupt. Has to pop the break.
Unfortunate right there. A little bit 2+ right there in the grab. Not going to work out too well. The 2L had to hit, but did not confirm it. Unfortunately, goes in with the full charge. And guess what? 2-for-1 special. Oh, we love to see it. The calamari.
All right, UX assist already rearing its ugly head into the S1 special to follow up with. Of course, watch out for it. Max straight to the dome. Pull back. One off of that one. Of course, double tentacle off a rip. PS2 headed your way, and off another super.
That was kind of interesting right there. With the Crater into the level 1. Double Tentacle coming in handy. Going to get an active attack because guess what? Illaoi needs to live. Oh my god, I thought she was going to get smacked before she left out. But tries to go grab. Not going to work out with the...
Woo! Jump back. Of course, lose one even, then your Vi is not exactly looking too hot, especially off Prism's side here. Watch for Crater, of course. Quick little shimmy off the tag. Pop it.
KillSlayer look like he's that Slayer indeed. Remember, guys, first to 2 all the way through until we get to the top 3 format. So expect some matches to go maybe a little faster here to SKO.
Right. They can pop by fast. Some of them might feel slower than others, but hey, it happens. Get straight to the action, though. Another break off of that one. Immediate tag in and off the damage, though. That's one end tentacle. Charge it. Not exactly the best pop situation.
Yeah, wake up attack one too many times right there for KillSlayer. I think RealPrism actually got a word on it, but unfortunately, though, goes in for another Crater Maker and goes in immediately with the... Oh, my.
Uh-oh. Crater Maker follow up with it. 12-hit piece, not even a biscuit included. Is a little ridiculous. Even then off the tag up. Get caught off the Bandit Mix special.
That's S2. Guess what? The limit strike for a little extra meter. Unfortunately, tech out the corner, so you don't get the corner advantage you needed. Goes for the active tag, sets up a tentacle, but the push block is there. Gets rid of the calamari.
And even off the jump in, watch out. One, but nah. Mix. Up low again, and still really found off the neutral.
Oh, got caught on the tag, but guess what? The low coming in handy from Illaoi.
Rough with it, especially off that pullback, but not beat the tentacle. S1 special to follow up with it again and off the corner.
Beautiful right there. Goes for the good old Crater Maker once more. Haven't seen too many parries come out, but a lot of pushback come from either end. Wake up with 8 turns rotation, gets the shock charge, but couldn't get the S1 after.
And the follow-up was just right there, but too late for that one. And in turn, off the mix, try to pop it with the special, but even then, immediate block. Punch right to the dome.
KillSlayer looking good indeed. RealPrism, you know what, it's looking definitely better when it comes in regards to like his button placements and what he's doing on the screen. But still, unfortunately, KillSlayer has been just all on it with the approach. And guess what? Another level 1 going to get a lot of damage here. Still has Fury in the back pocket for Prism.
Needs for Crater Maker. That's not exactly enough life to get back, and even then, no opportunity to follow through with it.
Right, Prism looking himself on the screen. He says, up, eyebrow raise. You know, he's feeling himself just a tad bit right now. Running in the mirror match. It's definitely something different when you beat someone in the mirror match. Like, you know what, I kind of know the team better than you.
Right. That kind of mindset is needed, especially, again, it's challenger, but you need everything moving forward. But TBH, that is still wild. It's like, wait a minute, hold on a damn minute. We're running the same mirror. It shouldn't exactly be that hard for me.
And also the same token too. It's like for some people, it's like, dang, this is what I gotta deal with. This is what people deal with when they play me. I gotta deal with this now. This isn't fun.
This is how it feels. It's not fun. Maybe not in your situation, but for me, neutral player situation, it's a lot of fun. Join Whimsy to follow up with it. Not here though. Immediate interrupt off the shock and the wall bounce to follow up with tag launcher and off a charge heavy.
I guess it's in the court. That little OTG with the medium punch.
Overhand to follow up with this off the running knee, but not hit it with the low and to get a attack off of that too. Force the break.
Has been used after the break situation in a single tag. They go for the full charge of the base. He's gonna go for the toes, but unfortunately though, get attacked by the toes themselves. RealPrism will look like he's waking up just a tad bit right here. Can he optimize to get the kill?
But double 2 on starter is really wild, and then get the air-to-air grab off of that one. Yes, one. Yep, he adds one special to follow up with it. Not exactly dead yet, but even then, this corner situation, not the best to follow up with it. He's got tentacles off the rip. Pull back.
Another extension. Beautiful stuff right here. Chato on top of it just for the time being. There's another tentacle in the back pocket. It looks like he's gonna get abused. Unless.
Uh-oh. Off the mix-up. Super Crater Maker headed your way immediately. That's at least Illaoi gone. Off the Vi though, and a jump back.
Jumping it, but unfortunately, no. Kills the other Illaoi. Missed the command grab, and all this is going to be all zero. It's going to be a Vi on Vi violence. The mirror match. Fury on both ends. There's one he's finished.
Hey, one Fury, jump in, and another Super Crater Maker headed your way. RealPrism really feeling this. Both Illaoi's gone. Back to lose some supers, but not like this here.
This is right there, goes to push like Minion, whip punish, but no, only with the S1. Nice tech on the throw. First one we've seen.
Scary with it, especially just off another assist coming in with your Illaoi. Trying to pop the super, and absolutely working just off of S2 immediately.
RealPrismSword puts himself on the board first round. Wait a second, could be a change of pace. Yep, Shannon Brain Saint Cell. There we go.
A double hit. Expected that to absolutely happen here, but with another push block off your way. Immediately just have JM following up. Prism.
Well, again, tried to go for the full motion, but unfortunately, it's not going to work out for you too well. You ain't got the motion like that. All right, you're not in Atlanta. Oh, no.
goodness. The jump over, cross cut, and your special follow up with it, and then the wall bounce immediately. And with the limit strike, also a good air recovery game.
Oh my God, no, the jam set's going to catch him. Trying to go for air throw right there, and it's going to cost him dearly. Luckily, there's not a cynical on the ground, so it's not going to get a full combo. But oh my God.
Oh my goodness, this is so much run-up pressure that we are having at the moment. But even then, Tentacle headed your way off the dash over, and still enough for crossover. The immediate off the Crater Maker.
Oh, no, it whipped,
Oh, no.
but he didn't get a punish. That was so unfortunate. He thought he had the wall something closer to the wall, but unfortunately it didn't work out too well. Goes command grab, but unfortunately not working again. Back throw's going to kill. That's a dead Vi.
Word for word, bar for bar, throw for throw. Your Vi is out here, gone. But even then, the all starter coming in here with Illaoi. Get the run up, and of course pull back off another Tentacle headed your way. 14 hit piece and more. Of course, off a super. Would you like to talk to our Lord and Savior, Nakagabordos, today?
I don't want to talk to them.
You
They
really
look
don't
very
want
easy.
to?
Please, please, don't bite me, don't bite me, don't bite me, don't, please, please. I'm alive.
For now, 1 pixel of health. All it takes is just one more run up.
And unfortunately, the overhead cauldron is going to do it. Vi is going to find her place in the sand. Make sure you're the kicker, not the kick E next time.
Understandably so. And try to follow it up with the super assist coming in off your side, but even then, push block to follow up with jump tentacle and another off the brick.
Gets a trade right there, not going to work out too well. Try to go for whip hunter's not going to work out either. Gets rid of the tentacle though. Jumping back. 40 seconds left on the clock. Super assist, and it's going to come in. It's not just a boulder.
It's a rock.
Victory.
Prisms, honestly, calm, cool, collect. They're kind of sitting there being like, okay, just breathe. That was just the first one. I still got a little bit more to go. I'm not gonna lie, rocking a Rune Terra shirt in the wild is not something I have seen in so long here.
And guess what? I represent the Terra in the best way. Oh, that's why exactly what I wanted you. I wanted you to actually hit my assist so I get a couple free hits on you. But unfortunately, not gonna get a full combo. But the overhead's gonna come through. Spends the level 1. Gonna tag a little bit of Illaoi, but a lot of damage on the Vi.
It's a big damage. Flex tape obviously can't fix
Oh,
even
dear.
momentarily off the running knee again, but a tag in. Super Crater Maker just completely broken out of with the break.
You guys, remember, guys, once you start to break, your super goes away, and that's a bar spit on your end. So it goes away. Be careful that. Oh no.
Oh my goodness, it's a little unfortunate waste up the meter, but not here. Just off the S2 special 1, 2, and 3 tentacles, knocking right at your front door. Vi's gone on the side of Real Prism.
Bust out the door, but wait a second, jumped out through the window, outside the corner now, and see what you can do with the work here. Got the C's, gonna go for the break, but unfortunately you put yourself in the corner, this ain't a good position.
Not exactly the best place to find yourself, but of course get off the crosscut and followed up with the S1 Super. Now Vi gone. Both Illaoi's off the board here.
All right, here we go. The animation game.
Okay.
Sharing the brain
That's-
cell once again.
Understandably so. Double super assist coming in off lock here, and of course, KillSlayer able to utilize this really well, especially just off the J5H like that one. And then another S2 super headed your way.
And unfortunately got tagged right there. Chip is the big problem at this point in time. That's why he's gonna stand back and chip her out. KillSlayer now on set point, but Real Prism has been making the adjustment. Can he make us go to a final game, final round?
True, comeback potential is always there, especially after the last one. Never say never, but even off the run-up, Prism able to get the interrupt.
Nice goes with the different throws. Oh, that caught there towards the end. That's gonna be a full combo for Vi.
Jump up, air grab to follow up, and try to follow it up again off a 2L, but not the tag in, and a big boot right to the face before break pops in.
Unfortunately, the air has one going to get a whip recovery on that, but wait a second, you overcommitted and hit the wrong character. That was not the point.
And this is also a follow up with, but even then, tentacle right to the dome. Good throw here.
Yo, the sandwich situation was terrible. Wait a second, dashes up for another 2L. Couldn't quite get the full combo, but still gets a combo nonetheless.
Okay, tag launch after Commander Special and follow up with a charge heavy, but not. S2 super right in the corner, try to get the throw. But if you think you're escaping this one, momentarily sure, but up another break. Prism not exactly looking too hot here off a happy birthday.
There's nothing time to use right now. I don't want to blow out any candles. Spends the level 3. That's a chunk on Vi towards the end. If Illaoi's dead, that's all the red life is gone.
That is super significant here. The man is still one, or even the other. I'm not so sure if it's a 2x KO, but Vi and Illaoi, for the moment, still alive after the S3.
I'm trying to get Vi some time to heal in the background, but unfortunately, got to get it for the active tag. Stand back, recover some life, little by little.
Be careful, especially if I'm running in like that one, but with the interrupt, break for break.
Ooh, gets a punish on the other side. Wait a second, a dead Illaoi, but both Illaoi and Vi are bleeding to a semi-healthy Vi.
I'm not gonna lie, he can only regenerate so much health with Illaoi. Vi is not exactly in the best position here at all. And off an immediate tag assist. Vi gone. And now it's just down Vi v Illaoi.
All right, there's on the Andy right there. Super assist, gonna get locked down with some pressure. This lock is there. There goes low. That's 1.
Be very careful, especially just off the super assist. The super meets the parry. An immediate punish coming in here off Illaoi. Pullback, tentacle, charge off the leg, and air to air off the super with the S1.
Clutch plays by Prism. I see a smile come out that man's face. Look at Lil Smirker right there. Hold on. Final game, final round with the mirror. Our first match of the day.
All right, keep your composure. This is as wild as it can already get. But not one caught. He's just off the crater, but now off the dash forward. Throw, corner.
Once again, 2+ to go for the command grab off of the good old fancy footwork. Goes for the low, and guess what this means? Now you getting double teamed in the worst way. Tentacles are there.
Yep, double team, double tentacle, and counted off the board again. But even then, with retreating guard, it's a big punish headed your way. But not off another crater. Get the air to air. Actually, I'll jam like that one.
A little scrambly right now. Goes for the, ooh, jump to H right there was nice. But wait a second, puts down the calls and doesn't want to deal with it. Tries to go for fancy footwork, walking backwards, but you're already in the corner. There's nowhere for you to escape.
Which is so unfortunate. I saw the charge on that one, and of course, just provided opportunity to be able to take out Vi. Off the shimmy, try to follow it up with your tag assist in turn. Of course, can't exactly find pressure off the tentacles, especially getting pushed back in the corner, and the super assist to hit. But even then, super crater maker, that's some big damage.
A little damage right there. Going to go for the chase down, but wait, gets the throw of it on. It's a back throw, so not too much off of it. Yo, baits out the wake-up attack. Do you have the optimization station to possibly kill on Vi right now and make it Illaoi versus Illaoi?
I mean, if anything, we're building up some significant meter, and of course, opt to use it off the S1 super in turn of the tentacle. Big boot, that's all it takes. Size 12 right to the face.
Oh my God, it's going down to the Illaoi mirror to see who's going to take it. Super assist being used. The boulder's coming in. Wait a second, gets the throw in the corner.
Okay, another throw. S1 super. That is some good damage, but even then, what's your opportunity here for another super assist off in the corner, but can't find the range?
Great to make it right there. Attacks out Vi for the time being. Smacked the tentacle twice. Other side. Oh, I thought I was going to cross over, but he didn't decide to press a button. They jump over.
Woo! Fury off the whip. And of course, try to pop it again with the super, but the immediate block. And one more tentacle should absolutely do it here.
Oh my goodness, went for the big read. Thought the level 1 was going to do it, but it didn't. Block and punish. RealPrismSword is actually going to make the comeback. He was down 1-0, but take the 2 games straight to be your victor. Moving on in the pools action for 2xKO.
And that got very close, I'm not going to lie. And hey, flex the Runeterra. Hey, listen, that was a fun card game at one point. And still, really good showing here, especially in a wild mirror match. Already just ripped, right? Illaoi Vi. Fun stuff, though.
That's stuff from the Illaoi Vi. Like I said, this is a very fun team to do. I like 2x assists with that team just a tad bit more because it makes the shenanigans better. But we all know freestyle is pretty diabolical. You get sandwiched in here, and then you hear it twice. You're like, wait, who's who?
Right.
You get scared. You don't know which one is which. But all in due time. Good stuff to Prism. Good moving on winning side of bracket. Remember, guys, you can do exclamation point bracket at any time in the chat. If you guys want to find out where we're at, we got a lot of pools action going today. Round 2 will be tomorrow, and like I say, top 8 will be amazing when it does on display. But our next 2 competitors on the screen is going to be Sindo versus Voidborn.
Okay, so 2 names that I'm not gonna lie, I've only heard a little bit of, but here in particular, not exactly. Still something to look forward to, though.
Yeah, the beautiful thing about big tournaments like this is like, yeah, you know your top dogs.
Right.
But as a top dog, you're kind of scared because you don't know who the hidden killers are.
True.
There's so many players out there just in the world for any fighting game where you think to yourself, man, who possibly is out there that needs that one chance?
Right.
That one chance to get that breakout tournament. There's always your next Sonic Foxes, your next Ninja Killers, your next Punks that's out there in the horizon, but they just don't have the exposure yet.
Yet, that's the key word, yet. You can be anywhere, just come in from anywhere, right? And then all of a sudden coming to the Midwest and be like, okay, I see these top names, but who the hell is so-and-so, and how in the world did they manage to make it this far on winner's side? Should I be concerned? Possibly.
Possibly, but we're going to find out all in due time. Like I said, Sindo to Jana versus Voidborn. Voidborn actually sounds like a pretty OD now. I'm not going to lie.
I'm not going to lie. The
Voidborn.
name of Send You to Jana is so funny.
Wait
a minute.
Send you to
I have
Jana.
a friend of mine, Nasser, that would absolutely love that. That is insane to be using here at Combo Breaker. You know.
No, you know, 'cause I definitely don't know, but I would never want to see Jana. I don't want to see Jana at all. Jana seems like a scary person. Jana don't seem like a person that likes to shake hands. He likes to take names, all right? I don't want that.
No, probably not. But I believe we should be getting into it here. On our champion selected. Would be nice to see some Blitzcrank today.
Got to crank that. All in due time. Blitz is a really fun character to use.
Right.
There's some people that has Blitz enjoyers. They're like, yo, we need something, this, that, and the third. He's actually very strong right now, in my opinion. maybe, like always in fighting games, you're going to have some characters that don't have to work as hard as others. Blitz doesn't have to work too hard, but you do got to make sure you're aware of certain occasions with it. Big shout outs to Tate and Quainty. They run, they're a duo that run together with Blitzcrank and Yasuo, and it's always a fun time to watch them. Both of them are also respective Blitz mains. It's always just it's so fun to watch.
I swear, Blitzcrank for a hot minute, at least for me, a little underwhelming, especially in a lot of matchups, I should say. Going against anyone with projectile, especially Jinx, wasn't exactly the best time, right? Movement speed initially wasn't there. Do not get me started on Rocket Punch and Air Purifier being so susceptible to a lot of projectile work, whether it be fish bones or even chompy. Not a fun time. But then we did get some patch notes.
They got buffed up, and now guess what? He got punch projectiles, and that
Rocket
is
Punch
great.
Can go straight through those, and I'm like, thank God, because before that, it wasn't exactly the best time.
Yeah. So Blitz has a chance to go against all those heavy zoners that he can struggle against, and it made him more viable in those sense. But then again, you can't be too preemptive with the Rocket Punch because it can be scouted out if you do it too much, and that's a big drawback to it. So that's why I say he's really in a good state right now. I feel like he is at a perfect standing, except when you get in a situation where you jump back, you're like, oh, great, I can't block. And he's like, where my hug at?
Oopsies, my fault. But a few characters on the screen. We should be getting a button check momentarily, if I'm not mistaken. But I did see an Akali Ahri.
Akali Ahri, huh? That's also like, well, that's actually, I think that's the team that won Evo. If I remember correctly, Evo Japan.
There was Akali up there.
I don't remember what exactly. I don't, let's see. I know more so Hakari's been running Akali Ahri now.
Yes.
But I wonder if he was actually on a different, I know he had Akali before. I wonder if he had a different character. I wonder if it was Ekko or Yas. But nonetheless, we're going to see a lot of this team throughout the weekend expected. But with the double down action is really interesting on both teams, unless it's button check.
It is. Because I was going to say,
it might be for real.
Big 26? Wait a minute.
I do run Yasuo Vi as double down as well. It's pretty fun team. But freestyle do allows some nice shenanigans for Vi.
That's true.
Yeah.
We've been running a lot of Blitzcrank Ekko and freestyle. It's been pretty fun though. I just enjoy it. I just think it's neat.
That's a good time. Gonna start, return to champion select. Yep, and we're gonna get started with the match. We're gonna see if it's actually good. I saw a thumbs up, so that means we're gonna look like we're gonna get started with the action. It looks like it is gonna be Vi Yas, and it's gonna be double down, and it's gonna be Akali with the Ahri, and it also is gonna be double down.
Okay, double down, quadruple down if we're being very real about it.
Yeah, Texas told me what you will do.
Hey, listen, I only play blackjack. I'm not exactly that good at gambling. However,
like poker.
Okay, I am not touching poker with a 10-foot pole twin. You cannot see me at that table.
Hey, listen, man. Just pay attention to the hands. Bluff correctly.
All right, let's get it though.
All right. Another Vi on the screen, but our first one of Akali and Ahri. And first one of Yas also gets the cross up. Beautiful stuff, but can get the conversion. A lot of characters on the screen, but unfortunately not clean hit comes through. I feel like someone didn't check their buttons.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. That was a really strong start coming in off of footwork, and then the Yasuo tag assist. You should be very considerate about the duo to follow up with it. And watch out. Push block off the corner. Break up the pressure.
Random throw to, yeah, I feel like someone didn't check their buttons. We're going to find out in due time. But hey, nonetheless, that's going on, guys. Please remember, in a tournament environment, in tournament settings, everyone plays the same console. So please make sure you check your buttons before you get into the action.
Right, does happen. But they can bring up Twilight Shroud immediately. Just off the verticals. And that's your Akali gone in fast fashion on the side of Voidborn. Now just down to Ahri.
Oh, you better send him to Yana for real. Gets the stomp. Wait a second.
Okay, watch out of it. Calm stance. It is off the immediate super. Spear rush. Nice.
Oh no, Spear Rush on block is definitely going to be a kill for you. You cannot do that without an assist to cover you. And unfortunately, your assist is dead. So that sends you to Jana. Looks like he's going one step closer to that two-step auto-intensification for you to go visit.
Goodness. Watch off with, but not. Wild Trails and the punish. Interrupt the follow it through. Voidborn, but even then, the footwork to follow. And then the punish off the air immediately.
No, I didn't realize that like Ahri's medium looked like she's swiping left on center. Like, my goodness. Like,
that is ridiculous.
She's like, yeah, I don't want you. I don't want you. Where's Ekko?
Okay, double punch to follow up with, and then down stomp coming in off the side of Yasuo. Watch out though. Cross cut instead. Off of the super.
No, it was a 2H. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, you left him in the sky. That combo needs to be grounded, and unfortunately not going to work out. Wait a second, situation on both ends. Lander recovery going to get called? No.
gonna lie, that's a little bit of an unfortunate waste of super meter here, but you're able to recover as best as possible. So this will be the biggest mistake to follow up with, but even here, just off the vertical, calm stance, flash off the wall bounce, but can't find the follow-up.
Puts it up right there, goes for full charge, and guess what this means? Immediate into the Vi. Yeah, Voidborn right there, definitely look a little lost in the sauce. Did not look like they had their buttons correct. Right, but I could be wrong. Nonetheless, could be some tournament nerves. Being on the big stage is something different for a lot of them.
It really is. Being up there, bright lights and bright everything, it can get a little overwhelming. But hey, don't let that stop you. Off the electric, she frames at that one, and then the super crater maker to follow up with Octa Ender. Get off another jab and footwork.
Goes down a bomb. You know what this means? A little bit of pressure getting started once again, but unfortunately can't get too much off of it. Goes in with the medium, but unfortunately didn't finish the combo, but picks it right back up.
Very unfortunate, especially Twilight Tower just being a little strong here. Even then, beat your air to air, meet your maker. Another crater to follow with, and now just down the Ahri.
All right, boy, you look like you're not about to be born in a second, man. You look like you got to get sent into the void. Level 1, not going to get it done, but wait, that's not going to reach, my friend.
Yeah, that is a little too short. Really explosive to come right here off of immediate break, and then jump in. Even then, Spear Trails slash.
He just used the break because he just felt like he didn't use it. You know what? I respect,
guess.
you know, sometimes you got to throw out a power move. Sometimes you got to let him hang for a second.
I don't know, mind games, I mean, hey, you can respect it, but if it works, it works.
Well, it's not the Dominican mind game. Shout out to Fidel. But also don't shout out to Fidel. You created monsters out here. Oh, you imagine tagging in your homie to get gripped up. You really an L hands. You really an L man.
That is a little ridiculous here, especially if another jump in. Followed up, both was to be able to get the extender. That is a little unfortunate here. Ahri back down to a solo again. Now for another jump in to follow through, but not uppercut. Immediate super.
Level 1 to level 1. And that shall be that. Sendo to Jana. With a perfectly Sendo to Jana and Yo Jana. You got 3 contestants going out there. You got Voidborn and you got Akali and Ahri coming your way.
Right.
Enjoy them. I don't know what you do out there. I don't want to know what you do out there, just from Ash's response, but yeah.
Goodness, I'm not gonna lie, that was a bit of a rough one because we were seeing earlier, you know, some misinputs here and there, but it does happen. And of course, I was kind of expecting a little more, especially with some of the follow-ups, considering Twilight Shroud was off the board over and over again.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where, you know, pools action. You got some players who's entering in for the tournament for the first time. You got some players that, like, you know, never even been offline, so this transition for them as well. You got some people that's out here for just fun, and this one is just test out some things. So, by all means, it might happen on occasion, but let's see how they do in the loser side of bracket for Voidborn. On the other side, though, he's going to be doing a great job on winner side. I hope he continues this run, but next contestant on the screen, I see a staff shirt out here, too. So imagine getting beat by a person that actually has to work the event. It's a little different right there, okay? It's a little different, but it's going to be Deyvonn versus Chino.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. It's the way that actually happened to me. My very first year at EVO, I almost got beat by staff. That was not fun. I lost one game. That was it. And I said never again.
Select your fighters.
Very unfortunate, though.
Yeah, you know, sometimes when you get a stab, just make sure you run it back. The biggest thing about fighting games, I'll tell people all the time, is like, it's a humbling experience because you have to realize some people really don't like the fact that, you know, you lost to that person. That person's like, that person's better than you. No, go with the mindset, that's the better man that day. That's all it is. That's the better man that day. That's all it is. It doesn't mean that they're better overall. Just that day, they got the best of you. There's still another day for you to rise to the occasion.
You have plenty more days to follow through with. It happens. So honestly, don't kick yourself too hard here.
Deyvonn right there with the staff shirt. Chino. Looks like going to be a character select real quick. I hear Ekko. I hear Darius. Wait a sec. I see the general with the axe.
Okay.
Looks like he's in business attire, though. Shout out to the costumes.
True, the costumes here, especially in 2X, are fire. That was so funny. People saying, wow, these costumes are really good. And I'm like, as a Chronic League player, I'm like, first time?
Yeah, first time.
First time?
First time you don't know about the cosmetic lure?
Right. You don't know about the drip, the fits.
You know about the drink? No, let's leave the drink out of this.
Okay.
Looks like it's going to be another button check to make sure everything's good. Chino, it looks like they're running Ekko, Darius, and Deyvonn. Running the good old Ekko Ahri. A good shell. Still a great shell.
Okay. So double up on the Ekko. Deciding factor being the Ahri and your Darius.
Well, it looks like every match we've had, we had new characters on the team, which is really cool.
We really have. I'm liking the character diversity so far. That's pretty cool.
That's the beautiful thing about pool slash before we get to like the upper ends of tournaments, where you get to see a lot of teams where you're like, oh, this is what you're running? Yeah,
Right.
because usually the top dogs are usually running the best team.
Right.
But the people that's actually out here, it's really cool because you get to see not only what team they're running if it's a little different, but some top players are like, you know what, I never thought about using this instrument. Let me actually lab that.
Yeah,
real
like,
quick.
wait a dang
Let's
minute.
take some notes.
Exactly. Like, people really never consider to run, oh my gosh, I'm going to throw one out there, Blitzcrank Ekko in a lot of situations, but there is potential, especially leading in off a Timewinder assist and then immediate command grab. It's some fun stuff.
It's not the best of times, and it definitely can catch you, but we'll find out all of the time. Going to be freestyle on both ends. There is Ekko with Ekko and Ahri.
Okay, so what I'm hearing and expecting is double cleave, double Timewinder. Hey, I see the look on your face. It's fun. Not fun to have happen to you, but it's fun to watch.
Two of them.
Whatever you say, Ashh.
Okay, I see how it is. We'll be scrapping outside. I'll see you.
We ain't doing nothing in the shop. Well, yo, the costume from Ekko right now look really good. Oh, I think he actually dashed up too far. Did not want to go that far. But wait a second. Ahri's taking so much. My God.
That is some big damage. I'm not gonna lie. Darius, one of your bigger heavy hitters, especially off the axe pullback, to follow up with and try to just pop a 5H coming in from Ekko, but Super that is gonna whiff here. Without the punish, especially charge heavy.
Chino did not hiccup her now before the drop as well. I mean, feel like, oh no. See, that's the big thing about apprehend. The fact that you can hold it now really changes up the time for a lot of people that's trying to go for that parry, and it can cost you dearly. Chino.
Okay, in JS2 we trust. Being able to get rewind off of that can be a big power play. Even then, try to follow it up with 5-8 from Ekko. Timewinder has to pull through here off the immediate wall bounce. Axe pullback.
Yo, Chino right now goes for overhand to level 1. You just believe? You know what? That's a full send unlike. If anybody's looking to it for a boy to date, Chino has no commitment issues. Look at him right there. Take him. Take him.
Goodness me. Man, guys are go, but immediately wall bounce to follow up with another pullbacks for your troubles and the limit strike, but not too well. Can't really commit here. And then Wild Trails pull your troubles off the corner again.
There we go. Yo, the full combo from Deyvonn. All right, I see you, Rachel. You doing your thing right now. Gonna get a knockdown off this for sure. No, a little quick reset. That's some big back activity
That's
right there.
ridiculous.
You already had the hit. You went for low, and then you went for another elevator reset. You know what? I respect it, though. Go for a second. Get the
Large,
plates.
greedy, you know what? That's understandable. And I would do the same thing. Up another X1. Super Timewinder to follow up with it. And off the baseball hit, but not here, especially just coming in off a tag assist. Your Darius is gone.
You know what? That was a brave press from Deyvonn because the time wider was still there. A person like me would have been scared because I was on my headbacks would have got extended and I would have got froze just like that.
Right.
Just like that. That's what I was worried about. I really thought he put the button out, put the time wider out just for you to press the button so you can go into it. But nonetheless, the Ice War Fury can be active because you ran right into it, the paddle boy once again. Oh my
Stop
God.
a 5S1 like that one. A JS2 to follow up with. And now off the corner with 5H is ridiculous enough. But no, super assist for Super. Off another overhead.
I just realized something. If this Ekko costume is he with a ukulele?
No. I think that might actually be. Not the damage yet for JS2. Super assist, but immediate block.
I'll be damned if I'm going to hear about a ukulele like this, man. Oh no, dropped it again. Unfortunately, gets the big. Oh, you believe in magic.
That is an S1 headed your way. Super Timewinder and off the hit saying, that setup's cute. I have an even better one. Up a charge 5-8 and then commit to the rewind.
Push block is there. Chip is going to be a problem. Goes for parry. Unfortunately, did not work out. Chip is the big problem. And it's going to actually do it from the Super Timewinder level 1. Chino taking game 1.
I'm not going to lie. That Ekko is looking considerably strong here. Also, I believe you might have been right. That is a full-size guitar we're just carrying around.
That's crazy. Surprised it's not breaking. Ahri hit kind of big, though. If you smack Ahri in the head with a ukulele guitar, I'm pretty sure it's gonna break.
You saying that forehead strong as hell?
Yeah, I know that forehead strong as hell.
That
bro.
is crazy.
If she is going in with Spear Rush head first, I know that thing doing some damage, bro.
Forehead of steel in Big 2026.
Right, my
in
goodness.
Big Moon Terra is some ridiculous.
If you look, she got the hat on, bro.
Understandably so. Now the hit again, followed up, but the Timewinder off in the corner can guarantee just a little bit of damage before freestyle is really.
Another parry actually not gonna work out too well. Wait a second, projectile there, sets up a little clone, but not gonna do too much off of it though. Super Timewinder.
Let's check commits off of JS2 again, but only the last tag on the Super Winder is gonna be able to hit here.
Oh, throws out the Pokeball, gets a 2-for-1 special. That's a dead Ahri.
Ugh. Full cleave. And off the blood debuff, you do need to be very worried about here. Extra damage headed your way. And of course, enhance on the apprehend, but
Whoa.
charge off the nerves. Absolutely kills.
How many times has Deyvonn getting hit by a charge heavy from Darius? Off the backboard, off the wall. I thought the NBA ECF is already going on, but apparently, it's happening here too.
True. Cavs versus Knicks. I absolutely need to watch that just a little bit later on, but we got 2x KO going on at the moment. Off the immediate interrupt, but no, break gets interrupted itself.
Maybe a little awkward because he got caught out the air. Yeah, you usually wait for them to land and then pop the level 1, but he was actually still airborne right there, so it made that combo a little awkward. Had to end early. Overhead, that's going to be a full combo. That sucks. Not going to get bricked just yet, so Ahri's going to lose half life.
Link it off the headbutt, and that is some nastiness, especially just off another debuff, bleeding out off the carpet, and more so off the corner again. Immediate tag and call your Ekko. Off a 2-0 like that.
Not a 2-point special on the other end. That's a dead Darius in the back pocket. And wait a second, Ekko's holding so much damage also.
Momentarily, but pick it back up, especially just off the rush. And Deyvonn puts one on the board.
Deyvonn fighting back little by little, but Chino still on set point to check it out. Switching. Okay, you know what? Make sure the tag button works. I like that. Throw him off a little bit.
I thought it was going to be JS2 to follow up with from the Ekko, but nope. It's off the mediums, and then get your charge up here. Super off the massive board.
Afterwards, immediate jump out of the 2M, and guess what? The break immediately doesn't want to deal with the action. Goes with the armor. Ahri got tagged in the back pocket. Immediate break. Didn't want to deal with the. Oh my God!
Here comes the Ekko again. Just off a 5S on the follow up with for the rewind, but Time Winder meet Time Winder, and still Ahri right behind you at your front door can only do just a bit of damage off another interrupt. And nice, just off the wild trails.
Goes out the roll on Phos. Thought he had the wall fly right there. Not going to work out. So, Deyvonn. Going for another one. Got big damage.
Okay, off the corner game. There we go. All bound. Immediate strikeage.
I love it. She's running on all cylinders right now.
Not gonna lie, significant loss here. No Ekko. Would have just a little bit of usage off assist, but even then, so much you can do with Darius.
The delay again out to apprehend, mistimed it. Guess what this means? A waste of a bar on the parry.
That is so unfortunate, especially with Super Time Winder coming in off your assist, but now you gotta follow it up with one big headless.
Deyvonn, unfortunately, called both your kids at the wrong time. And now you got air apprehend. Waits a second, too. He purposely delayed it because you know you want to go for the break so Chino can go for the 1-up and get the kill off the big break. Beautiful stuff right there from Chino. Moving on, Deyvonn. Unfortunately, she is going to lose the side of the bracket. The smile from Chino. Feeling good.
Understand, you saw how close that got, right? The break was right there, but then the immediate interrupt to follow it up with a projectile of your own was pretty wild. So Chino moving forward and off a considerably strong team for Darius Ekko.
Darius Ekko. Definitely a good shell. No, something you saw in the beginning, especially from Super Noon.
Right.
Of course, was the Darius Ekko in the beginning.
Literally.
Darius saw a little dip in usage slash strength. I would say he's still solid, but he got power creep. That's a tad. But he's still very much viable. So right there, you see that team. Can that team win an entire event? In my opinion, you need to be a little bit cheaper now here.
Right.
Man. You need to go.
Okay, but how cheap?
Talking McDonald's dollar menu cheap.
Oh.
All right? I'm talking like the McDonald's dollar menu on the first date type of cheap.
Okay, I feel it can get cheaper. We're talking like 2006 Wendy's cheap.
I'm talking buy birthday candles from Dollar Tree and use a shortcake from the gas station as the birthday cake. That cheap.
Okay, so we're talking like 2003 Las Vegas kind of cheap birthday party cheap. Jesus.
That's exactly
that
what
is
we need.
bad.
But what I do got some cheap stuff going on the screen. We got our first duo on display. If you guys do not know, Combo Breaker is a mixed event, meaning you can come in as a duo or as a single. And how that works, simple as that. You know, you got your bro, you want to go on the stage, y'all go on the stage. And right now we have 3 people on the stage. It's going to be Farfellelo and Tav versus Adoggoboom.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. First duo that we've seen thus far, I believe we might have seen more a little earlier, if I'm not mistaken. But it is a welcome sight. If anything, I think we're glad that you know, that shall not be named, as a fuse is not allowed just yet.
So yeah, once again, reminder for you guys, team fight is not allowed for Combo Breaker. It is not because people say it's quote unquote broken. It is because that people saw the strength of it, and although it is strong, there's still some counterplay to it. But Combo Breaker decided because there were so many people that wanted to switch from being a single to a duo in so little time before the event, they said team fight is going to be banned altogether, which I do respect.
That's understandable. You saw the chaos that absolutely caused, especially looking at my group chats on the timeline. I wake up and I'm like, wow, that's a nice fuse. I'm sorry, it does what? How many people can fight at the same time? Not one, 2. You as a duo, I would be remiss if you allow that to happen.
7 seconds of chaos. Absolutely amazing.
It would be fun. It would be great. But hey, we always got next month. There's always time.
Always got time. So, Farfellelo and Tav going to be on player 1 side. Adoggoboom by the Lonely is going to be on player 2. It's going to be really interesting to see. Ooh, Warwick Caitlyn. I love this team, actually.
I'm not gonna lie, if I remember correctly, both Warwick and Caitlyn not only getting some adjustments, but also some buffs in recent patch notes.
Warwick got a little bit of change off the wall with some wall mixes, also command grab. I believe his normal, like most of the time, it was from the last patch really, but I feel like it was just like some quality life thing for him. With this combo is actually ridiculous. Hello. He's still more or less the same as combo routes, just changed slightly. Caitlyn, she just has a lot more utilities. Like she can. It's more so she can hang as a solo character. At first, she was one of those utility characters you really use in the back pocket, but with the change to the trap, the gunshots and whatnot, she is definitely more viable by herself.
Right, I'm saying, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought we were expecting to go into a button check with this one, but we're just headed straight into it. Good tag assist, lunge coming in from Warwick, and the throw off of Caitlyn.
E-Girl's going crazy. She's playing Valorant right now, but unfortunately she's doing the fighting game, throws out the cupcake. Are we going to get a little trick shot? No.
Not flame fire, but no, instead tag assist getting caught in off the trap, still allowing opportunity off the Akali to be able to pop in here. It's off the JM.
All right. The charge goes for the headbutt immediately afterwards. No active tag quite yet, but it goes for the break, and guess what? Puts Warwick in the back. I'm sorry. Akali in the back. Akali pulls out the Ahri.
Not the slasher, but not charge heavy in the air. Your Warwick tag assist immediately denied. One kunai headed your way, and then immediate interrupt coming in. Ahri meet Warwick, and not the throw.
Could have been a kill right there. Unfortunately, not going to work out too well. The Caitlyn with a little starve on life. Wait a second. Is that a headshot? Oh, no. Still flowing a little bit upward. Tries to change that around. Throws out the bowler.
Taylor has to pop out here, and then Warwick finally off the board here. Flash! Shoot. Yep, we did another super. Ahri gone. And now, it's just down to Akali.
And that Bloodlust is filling because that's solely at 75%. Only a little damage buff and also a little change in the normals if he goes into Bloodlust, but now it's going to cool down right now. Super assist, try to get some damage with Ali. Yo, gets the overhead, but not too much off of it.
Not just yet, but you're going to lead into it, and even that blood off the uppers. Still some damage coming into it, especially just off upside down, and the immediate fury be able to get some life back here.
Super assist right now, too. The lockdown goes off the wall, hits Ahri, and wait a second, a little interrupt, a counter hit, 2 for flinching, and that is going to cost bad Akali with her life.
That last second, Adoggoboom still very much alive, and in this off of Warwick. Bite, nope, off the lunge immediately, and then the interrupt the follow through. Just can't exactly find anything, even here off a chip.
Now coming in handy right now, try to go for 2 ways. Unfortunately, right there, I don't know what, nothing was even present. Wasn't a counter hit, wasn't anything like that. But it's a full combo, but drops it. Some shots.
Follow up with, and then a rush straight to the dome. Not like that one though. One, yep, followed up. Another super just off in the corner. And then we're just getting started off the immediate interrupt run-up.
Oh, the side switch is beautiful right there. Gets a slump too. You love to see it. Goes to limit strike. The bomb is out. But immediate wake-up attack. Didn't want to deal with it. Still got tagged by the Ahri assist.
I mean, Chino didn't even want to deal with the charge and Twilight Shroud to follow up with it off the lows. And able to just get another launch in the limit strike. Twilight Shroud back up.
Thought you was about to go for the throw, but unfortunately you got shimmy for it. This is a lot of damage because the black smoke enhances all of the specials right there. Can set up another one. No, decides not to.
Understandably so, but even then, a Warwick off in the corner like that one. Up just off a medium like that. Okay.
No way.
Oh, no.
I don't know who it actually hit. I don't know if it crossed up or what, but nonetheless, someone's dead, and guess what? Ahri has it coming in to save the day.
With the bite back, I'm not going to lie, still a lot you can do off of Ahri, but you had your tag in and tag assist, I should say, off your Caitlyn. Interrupt, bite, lunge.
Dropped it though. Unfortunately, giving Ahri a chance while she's in fury is not what you want to do. And guess what? Interrupt on interrupt. You press counter hit twice. Are you kidding me?
I'm not going to lie. We're looking at Farfellelo and tab right now. That is a lot of meter we have in regards to supers, but Adoggoboom. Fury's there, but the immediate assist just coming in off your Akali. Just enough to put you down.
Oh my God, the super assist coming in handy. You guys didn't see it, but that Adoggoboom, he rolled his eyes so far back, I thought he was about to fall out of his back of his chair, bro. My God, he was so irritated.
Honestly, I feel that especially just leading in off the line, and then the Yasuo super to follow up with it. Pounce off the prow.
The claw. Go for the crossover on the other side. Good block from this end.
Man,
screen guard, wait a second, active attack, gonna be more gunshots, full screen action, all right? You gotta come to me.
Man, with the bolo also set down the trap, but pop off immediately, double shot, 1 to the dome. And that's 3 more for flinching.
Oh my goodness, ran into the trap, but he saw the cupcake, say, no, sweet treat, no, that's bait. That's bait, sweethearts.
Let's maybe not touch that here. Again, you fall for another trap. Of course, Adoggoboom taking full advantage, leading it just off another charge. It's the sky, but nope, there, try to get the tag assist. Triple kunai to follow up with.
Is right now to Ahri. Look over here. Yo, Warwick utterly missed right there. That was actually insane. Got the high ground like Anakin. Wait a second. Full combo right here. Has some bar. I don't know if they'll quite get the kill unless you get the. Oh, wait, no.
No, not enough for damage there. Just a little bit. Slight smidge. Even a triple kunai meet off the Warwick with the immediate tag and going in off the bite. heavy. Pull back again, and into the corner. Verticals, get the pounce.
Level 1, not going to get Fury in time for the next hit. The next hit will kill you, and there might be a throw. Push block is there. Oh, wait, air to air.
Oh.
Wait a second. No, with 2As. Now chip is a problem.
That's really unfortunate with another super headed your way. Enough chips. Adoggoboom. Stave off so far. Put yourself at 1-0.
I want to ask him, which dog goes boom?
Which one?
Which dog? You know what? I think Chihuahuas also boom.
Chihuahuas? What do you mess with Chihuahuas?
I'm not going to say I don't mess with Chihuahuas, but they're very explosive.
In what sense?
Barking bigger than they bite.
That is true. To be aged though, I did get bit by a Chihuahua once, and I thought there was a lot more damage than I thought. And look, it didn't even break the skin.
Yeah, they, like I said, bark more than the bite. Chihuahuas are like the bravest, and you know I ain't gonna talk about them too much. Maybe I do have some hate with Chihuahuas.
Yeah,
Nonetheless,
I'm starting to notice a pattern.
we love dogs out here, guys. We love dogs.
Understandably so. Here we go. Off a Firelight run also. Welcome stage change. You'd love to see it. But Ahri and Akali versus Warwick Caitlyn. I'm not going to lie. That is not a team you see every day here.
Warwick Caitlyn, one team I moved to see was Mr. Chupi. Bitch out some Mr. Chupi in Puerto Rico. Ran with that Caitlyn as much as possible. But I think he switched it up with Caitlyn, and I forgot the other character he's now using, but it's really good. No, he used Caitlyn and Akali.
Yeah, I've seen Caitlyn Akali a lot, especially in the center of the Chupi here. But right now, the focus especially just coming in up against the rentals, whether it's the Akali or the Warwick. The follow-up, immediate jump in and off the tag, back-to-back to try and get the corner game.
Teleport out the corner, but you put yourself right in the minds of the police officer. She has a warrant for your arrest. Now you about to get put down in the worst way.
My goodness, his off-a-Jinx starter is ridiculous. Foot dive to follow up, bowler right in the corner, and of course the immediate throw. Can't tech it.
No, goes for 2 ways, and unfortunately not going to be rid of it. Warrior takes a little attack of damage, not going to do too much of it, but the trap being laid is going to cost you. Try to see if you can bait out the break right there. That was actually kind of crazy.
I swear, these setups for traps have been the bane. Really just a corner Farfellelo on Tav's side right now. Of course, has to go for the break option. Just off the immediate tag in. Jayson will start to follow up with the put Warwick and keep you in the corner.
All right, 2 ways right there. Unfortunately, gets shot, and that gets rid of the smoke. And guess what? Back to full screen presence. And guess what? This cupcake right there hits it. Can you get the kill off the medium?
Woo! Let's follow up with, and of course, get off the upside down. That's the vertical with it. Tag launcher to follow with. Ahri's back off the board here. 2-0, and then into the limit strike. Orb setup. Keep the parry. Still getting tanked off of damage.
A lot of meter on both ends, though. Almost 6 bars all around. See if we can get a hit. They can probably get a kill. Oh, wait.
Okay, a little fortunate here, especially off the big boot. Get him up another launch. Nah, off the run up. Warwick with your tag assist. One shot to do you in. Off to Akali.
I do all the Yoda 2 ways. Beautiful stuff. It's going to be a kill on the Caitlyn. Love to the Lonely Wolf.
Listen, I've seen Lone Wolf tactics, and it does get as ridiculous as it can be. Not off the super, though. And, of course, getting off the charge heavy. Side down hits coming in right now.
Execution there.
J2H, okay.
I don't know if this is Farfellelo or top, but right now they're coming in real close right now. Hold the whole animation. This is one of the most beautiful level 3s in the game. Look at the smoke, look at the action, and look at this kill.
That is a full nuke in itself. Ridiculous enough, as stylish as it is, not fun to have happen to you. But Farfellelo and Tav right now. Trying to put one up on the board to be able to tie it.
He's not going to get too much off of it away. The second, though, going to get shot in the back of the head. You really need to see it.
Okay, off the trap, though, but not immediately. Here, the J2H right now.
Damage strike right there, sets up the boom bomb. You know what this means? Try to go and throw. Not going to work out too well. The JP, I'm sorry, the DP.
I almost got PTSD flashback just hearing off that name alone. Good Lord. Shot up. Of course, off the Warwick again for back-to-back tags. And then with another bola headed your way, still enough to be able to get the interrupt from cross distance.
Love hit advantage off of that. He's going to give you a full combo, but unfortunately drops it, but picks it right back up against a 2-for-1 special. No, just for a split second. The special didn't last all day for a limited time only, but nonetheless, we're going to get some damage here.
Look out the tag, a launcher to follow up with pullback, bite, lunge off the S1 super again. Ahri should almost be dead here. There we go.
It's gone. Put her in a casket. 6 feet under.
Dead as hell. What shoes do we have on this
Yo, went for the toes and then immediately goes for the side switch afterwards. What a scumbag.
Listen, you'll do it too if it works, absolutely. Woo! Yep, all the proxies now around here somewhere. Absolutely summon them if you will, but push block. Another push block for your troubles. Of course, Warwick. Back-to-back tag ins, and now he's having to watch up, cross up, wall bounce. but Fury back on the board.
I don't like this Fury. This is one of those hero Furies indeed, unless it really works out for you. But wait a second, still taking a lot of hits right here.
Wait a minute, super assist to follow up with is ridiculous. To be able to completely cancel out Caitlyn, but Adoggoboom with the Warwick puts you back on the ground.
Wait a second. Looks like it might be all good for Adoggoboom. Wait a second, goes for the low. Luckily they didn't get punished for it, but Caitlyn's gonna take a couple damage off of it.
I'm surprised. That low was as risky as it absolutely can get here, especially coming in from Warwick without the wall carry. And then lunge. Crossover just off of S1 to follow up with it, but then the immediate interrupt, and that's gonna be some big damage headed your way.
Wait a second, off the wall. Swipe, 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 and guess what? Another call for it. Taking the OTG. Go, trying to go grab a little bit too early right there, 2+.
We perhaps may have tried to grab a little too close to the sun here. Bola immediately just off the kunai right there, but nah. Off the tag, and off the assist here. And then Warwick, all it takes is one quick bounce. Understandably so, your Akali is gone.
You know, Akali look good. I know I would have pounced too, but hey, I'll do that.
It happens.
Oh no, you're going to be a Bloodlust again.
Goodness.
Woo!
Oh, yes, super. Yep, there we go.
Yo, the super assist coming in handy. You tried to jump and no, there's something in the airspace that you were looking above head, my boy.
Try to super assist in my household? Absolutely not. But off the break, that Fury and of course get a good chunk of life back. But even then, a lot to be very concerned about off the double bite. And Adoggoboom. The Warwick moving forward here.
Cross up coming in again. When Bloodlust is active, you has to be aware of it. I'm telling you, it's something that some people forget, but it's so dang fast too. It's so dang fast.
Really
Especially you have an assist on top of the deal with it. It's terrifying.
I'm saying, and I'm not gonna lie, with the assist coming in off the side, right? Adoggoboom, the Warwick, and the Caitlyn. A lot you can utilize in this situation, right? You really can. And then we were seeing at some key setups, right? Trap again. And if it wasn't that to worry about, I'm thinking, well, I can jump in. Bola is not a fun time.
Bola definitely set some traps in the worst way. Set players there, but we'll find out all in due time. We're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be right back with some 2x KO action. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back.
That is ridiculous.
I'm locked in. I'm locked in. You're gonna, as soon as this pool is over, catch me over there, all right?
Right.
You want to
That's
see me over there. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time to be had. It's going to be your boy Tento and Ashh holding it down for you on the mic for some 2x KO pools action. It's been a great time thus far, but we got to see if we can get down to the nitty and gritty. I see JustinAtLaw on the screen going to get cut wrong. This is going to be a great set. JustinAtLaw was at the 2v2 for Frosty this year.
Okay.
If I'm 90% sure, I think he made top 8. I forgot who his partner was, but he had a great showing out there. It's going to be a good time to be had, but don't cut wrong at all. He got the Jolly, no, he knows Jolly.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
you know what?
respect.
As soon as I said it, I see production popping off. You know we love Jollibee out here. Shout out to the spaghetti, man.
Jollibee is my love language. Listen, I won't do anything for free lately. However, if you throw in Chicken Joy, we might have to actually have a conversation.
Shout out to Jollibee. Enjoy us. Little nerds going to be out here, but ain't none of them that look like they're going to be ready to go. Wait for the thumbs up from production. There's the fist bump. It's going to be mano y mano out here. Make sure the buttons have already been checked, so we're just going to find out which character's going to be used and what fuse is going to be used. And it's freestyle on both ends.
Whoa, on Bandlewood Crossing. Ekko Braum isn't exactly the one thing I expected to see anytime soon. Teemo Ahri. If I speak about Teemo in candid fashion, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Ekko Braum is actually, I really like this shell because Braum pretty much is basically the enforcer and the good old, I can let you do what you want as long as I have big shield.
This is true. Shield and Time Winder, I have seen a little bit before, but not exactly on fashion, but not with Time Winder immediately following up with, and then 2-way off your launch, JS2 to follow up with. Meet the break, though. And honestly, that's in some fast fashion.
Right there. See, like I mean, the biggest thing, Braum is an enabler when you use him correctly with Unbreakable in the shield. That's the biggest thing as him as an assist. He allows your partner to go in and do what they want as the protection of the big man with the shield and the portals in the back pocket, of course.
And you can hit up Cossack kicks to follow up with tag assist from your Ekko. Charge heavy. And of course, meet and greet right in the corner to follow up with backhand.
The door swipe, the door opener coming out there from the doorman. Beautiful stuff. Yo. That's not what I'm talking about. He baited out of the parry in the best way. You always want to go for parry on a charge heavy type deal, but unfortunately it did not cost him in the worst way. And now he looks like he's about to have a dead Teemo to cancel in the mid-air. Bro, please stop.
That is ridiculous. The fact that we were able to link that into a level 3 super. And then you just straight up interrupted the Ahri off of Braum is wild enough. Teemo fully dead, fully gone, and JustinAtLaw already up 1 round on the board.
18 of age, 18 hits is going to be right there. And guess what? Still old enough for this asshole for JustinAtLaw. Show him what the law is at hand.
Okay, double block leading in off the Braum again. Watch out off the backhand, of course, Ahri. Off the meetup. Put the orb to follow up with, and honestly, just really playing the corner game here. Especially after defensive pressure with Poro and the time winder.
Oh my god, the instant overhead coming in handy from Teemo. He is so settled. He just put a slingshot point blank and brought. That was quite literally David and Goliath right there, point blank. That was
bold.
insane.
That's actually bold. Respectable, but still bold to follow up with Cossack kicks and then lead into it off your Ekko tag in. Tech off the throw. Of course, lead in just off the air to air.
Here we go. Full super right there. Immediate break doesn't want to deal with the action. Time Rider connected with the other projectile. Poro come in the screen. So going to throw set up for a clone. Of course.
Woo!
Yo, you knew?
No.
Does he know?
I believe so, but no. Jam the ball to opt for. Instead, we opt for Teemo. And back down to the ground you go with the roller.
All right, goes up or parries it, and beautiful change from that for the projectile change from supers. If you parry the super, and guess what? The projectile does not come back and goes away, and it's a beautiful thing to be had, especially if you got the reaction. But unfortunately, gonna get tagged. There was a dart, and then there was an Ahri coming at you, flying at you full speed, and this should be Braum's a big boy, but I don't know if he can survive this one.
No, I mean alive at least for the moment, but back-to-back supers dig up off the mushrooms. That's a lot of poison headed your way, and that's just straight gone, leading it off the Ekko.
Oh my god. Locked down in the corner. Big man right there. And guess what? That's a punish. You went for too much dip on your chip right there. Cut wrong. It's going to be all over. And guess what? We tied up 1 round to 1 round and game number 1.
Word for word, bar for bar, round for round here. Let's see our rounds and our options to begin. Poro with the time winder again, but now just going projectile for projectile with a good chunk of mushrooms to follow up with.
Dollar B is love. Dollar B is life. And the love language is definitely speaking right now with the Poro. It's going to go in, but not too much off of it. Stand back with Braum. Throws up the shield. But guess what? The man Teemo was behind you, but Ekko got out that jam.
Especially at this angle, that could have gone so wrong if you are JustinAtLaw here. But shield immediately meet the Ekko, and of course leading off the tag into all the follow-up with Cossack kicks. And then off the Ekko again with just some damage headed your way, just off a 5S2 like that one.
Oh, gonna get tagged right there. And yo, the actual slingshot able to continue the combo, but couldn't get too much afterwards. Gonna get the break to parry.
Woo! Time winder off in the corner, and of course, with the immediate break, obviously not one of the combo to pop through. I don't blame you for doing so. But no, roll up, get the rewind off the after images.
That's up the throne. Wait a second, gets a full combo afterwards with the active tag. Beautiful stuff like the power of freestyle. Wakes up with the good old 8-tribe 64 pumps rotation.
That was a good interrupt and an even better push block if you don't put JustinAtLaw back into the corner. But nah, off of Teemo, watch out for the brush opening, and we have 1 badge unlocked.
Unfortunately, that badge is not going to be used anytime soon because Tino's dead. All right, he's not going to be able to use it at any given time. You worked hard for that badge, but you died by that badge.
That is a little unfortunate, but you just lead it immediately just off of back-to-back JS2 with the rewind to follow up with a tag launcher. And of course, charge it off the heavy with Braum. Back down to the ground you go, into the sky, Icebreaker.
Unbreakable is now active right there. Go! You know, there's one person in the world I would not want to be a headbutt in this game is by Braum. He literally goes in for the headbutt, smacks you, kills you, and guess what? He rubs the top of his chest. He says, Jollibee is my love language. But AKA, if anybody sees JustinAtLaw, take him to a Jollibee after he gets this dub. That's exactly what he said.
Listen, that's understandable, and I would do the exact same thing. For S2, though, to follow up with it off the charge of JS2 in turn. Push block to meet you, though. And of course, reach you right in the corner with this Teemo. And another mushroom, air-to-air grab follows through.
I like to walk back immediately afterwards. Just in case there's anything happening on the wake-up side of things, but nothing too much. A lot of visual noises on the screen right now. There's also a clone to charge with the heavy attack with abuse and plus frames. No player's going to be active, but yo, you survived the onslaught, you survived the storm, but Ahri, no! You got captured by the clinky ball.
We need to talk about that time winder setup to immediately stop your tag assist coming in off of Ahri, and of course another 2-way to start you up here. Teemo not exactly looking too hot and able to check the throw momentarily, but then leading off another charge with the shield.
All right, leading the charge right now is this man Braum, and guess what? Tags into Ekko one more time so you see if you can get the kill right there. Gonna elect to say, you know what? Teemo can fall. I think I can get this done with Ahri. 71 seconds left on the clock and Fury to be had. 2 bars on your side. You could definitely make this happen if you get a clean hit.
I mean, true, that's not a lot of room for opportunity, but plenty of room for error if you're not careful enough, especially if you're shooting guard again. But this shield has been coming in clutch time and time again. Able to lead him with Ekko. If you are cut long, we are not looking too hot, especially off a back-to-back. JS2 leading in a level 3 super.
Wait a second, I think I've seen this movie before. We're gonna run it back just like that. Okay, you know what? The time rider comes in handy, and guess what this means? another 18 hits on the screen. Jesus, JustinAtLaw, one more round needed. He's going to be able to take it.
Listen, I get you only got 4 seconds of time with Chrono Drive coming into it off of level 3. But 4 seconds is all you need. Do not go past 5. If you know, you know. But of course, trying to know better, just leaving an off a shield, immediate 2H to launch you. Break it in the air.
All right. Oh, yo, the extra air dash to get the other overhead is actually insane. Stop to take the break. No, I don't want to kick cat, but unfortunately, wait a second, backs up. They get the back cool combo he needed. Taking a step back, and guess what? Teemo's going for the zoning action. Yo, the self-assist to get the slingshot into the mushroom was OD. It was too much difference. I don't think you deserve that combo either. I'm going to be honest with you.
The self-lob off a mushroom is actually wild. And of course, you want to follow it up with a time winder. Be very careful about how you play around Ekko.
All right, stand patient, goes to the yo, the shield, bro. The shield! He's always there, like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there. It just completely deleted the super. And of course, nothing safe about this setup here, especially leading in off a charge again. With your shield, block it and bop it straight into perfect parry.
Yo, that was such a good combo to get the side switch with the overhead. Yo, just because the battle of big bodies is we love to see. So some mushrooms? No, he's just going for limit strike instead.
With the roll up, followed up the dig up. Back to back mushrooms, and of course, net you right up into another roll up. Back mushroom again.
Real mushroom king over here. We know if you've seen the Super Mario Galaxy movie, hey, big shout out to you. Oh my God, he's not dead quite yet, but this ship is a problem. Braum, please.
Okay, we were able to get out of the corner. Mushrooms are there, and save your Braum time trouble and some health leading in off your Ekko again. But this is a lot to deal with, especially that guerrilla tactics. Triple mushroom to follow up with.
Oh my God, so much on the screen right now, but still backs up. Try to go right back in. Yo, the shield is up. I can't see a thing, but who died in the background? It was Braum. But it was a worthy cause because this is what he forced to break out of this, and this is very doable with a Fury on the side of Ekko by himself. But 25 seconds left.
Woo! Super assist to follow up with though, and of course leading off your Ekko again, off your S2, rewind, we don't even need it. It's the S1 super, already gone, now back to Teemo.
Law looks like he's hey, he gets a clean hit on the other side. He got crossed up. He jumped over after Braum activated, and JustinAtLaw saying, Jollibee is my love legs. We gonna have one more time. You rub the shirt? Nah, he just said, you know, it's down to business.
Listen, it's own business. I gotta go. I have to get the Jollibee. That is a wild shirt to be wearing, but still, with the embroidery, that is actually very nice. It's very subtle. Nothing subtle about the big damage we got off of Braum here.
And that was winner's qualifier, so I believe that's winner side out of his pool is JustinAtLaw. Good stuff to that young man, Jollibee. Yo, if y'all need somebody to represent y'all, I don't know if you JustinAtLaw, that seems like a great name to have with all Jollibee. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It really is. Could you imagine pulling up to a fighting game tournament and being like, whoa, who's your sponsor? Oh, Jollibee. I beg your pardon. Jollibee in the tag would be pretty fun if we're being honest here.
Jollibee Justin, okay? Jollibee Justin. But hey, still nonetheless, good stuff to him. We're moving on to winner's side of the bracket. How about our next match up being Proto versus Buff Jarvis.
Okay.
Gonna be really interesting going on. Remember, guys, exclamation point bracket anytime in the chat if you guys want to find out what we have. We love 2XKO. We love the action. But I think we have 650 people and contestants out here. There's no way we can watch all those matches. So we're going to get as many matches as we can on stream, but there's a lot of matches happening out there. And the venue looks amazing. I don't know if we got the cam showing the crowd out there. It's growing slowly but surely. But oh my God, it's like the venue looks amazing, bro. Like every year we get to see it. They're showing like it just looks absolutely incredible. People are starting to fill in. You know, it's on Friday. Some people just now landed because their pools, like, you know, got changed a little bit. A lot of people had delays. Shout out to Sherry. Sherry got her flight canceled, but again, immediately got here. She landed at 7 a.m. She plays at 10 and she commentates at 12.
That is a ridiculous schedule to go through, and the fact that the flight got canceled, it happens. But still, to be able to make all of that, it's wild in itself. I'm not gonna lie though, it's my first ever year here in Combo Breaker. I didn't expect the event to be this big. This is a lot of fun so far.
Right now, currently what I see, before we officially started, it was 7,000 people of attendees and spectators and competitors are lined up as registered for this event.
Good
So,
Lord.
and that number's going to go because there's some people that just buy their spectator pass just for Championship Sunday. So think about that as well.
That's wild.
Yeah, this venue is definitely going to be on and popping. Might even reach max capacity. We never know. But hey, nonetheless, we got to focus on our match right here. Buff Jarvis versus Proto is going to be happening on the screen. We're going to find out what the characters are going to be. But these boys look poised and ready. And as we get later into the bracket, that means the competition gets that much more fierce.
It gets fiercer, it gets tougher, it gets a hell of a lot more tense, especially going in winner's side. But even then, loser's side gauntlet, from what I've seen and what I've heard, is as terrifying as can be. One last chance and you're holding on to that steadily throughout. Everything is not easy.
Listen, if there's one person you don't want to fight, it's a person with nothing to lose. Please.
Do
It's the
not.
first time. And that, God forbid, that is a Braum blitz. I would never in my life want to go against a guy who with nothing to lose. He plays Braum blitz. I'm like, there's something terribly wrong with you.
Right.
And I don't want to be near you.
Not only wrong, possibly concerning. Matter of fact, can we get a check? Is there any recent escapes from any mental facilities anytime soon?
Don't, if he asks for a hug, run away.
Yeah. Do
Do
not.
not let him wrap his arms around you. That is not
All
loving
right.
arms. That is pain in there.
It's a full-on grapple. You're going to get mixed. You know, Annihilator's reach, though. We should be getting a button checker. Maybe just hopping straight into it.
Might be a hop straight into it. I think the buttons are already set. I see Guerrilla Tactic with the Teemo, but yo, the skin from Yas looks amazing. The Ekko swipe it down. Looks like it's nothing but serious games out here. Freestyle action Ekko Vi versus Yas and Teemo.
Okay, we need an off of JS2, but immediately interrupted here. Double mushroom and off the Teemo. Get the axe chop, and we can find so much damage to stop the roll up. Of course, tagging off your Yasuo, be able to get cross-cut.
That was actually so ridiculous that he actually went for the good old charge up when he had 2 mushrooms right there, so you know he had to hold it in the back pocket if you didn't push block. And if you did push block, I think your assist might have ran into the mushroom. That was so many layers right there. That was ridiculous.
Okay, wood chop, helicopter. Helicopter just coming in off these darts here. Some more setups. Even then, straight into the dash up. Should just be enough to break through some projectiles, but another wood chop headed your way.
Cross up on the other side. There's going to be an immediate break. Yasuo coming in with the save. Goes up the dark side of one wall. Guess what? Still right there. The Twister is here. But yo, the little float from the parachute is definitely going to cost you in the worst way. No break available. So Vi might falls right here to Teemo.
Especially just off another super leading into it. Getting off the mushrooms and a bounce over. Narrowly able to use the dash forward to break over it, but that's still enough to be able to kill Vi here.
Going for the air S1 right there was so dangerous because the landing recovery is still going to kill you, but he had a good old campfire waiting for you right there. Just a birdie hit of hill.
Oh, goodness. Super assist. Vi, Ekko, gone in fast fashion. Proto, able to put 1 round off the board here with Yas Teemo.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are here, but this man is chewing his gum vigorously, all right? The faster the gum is being chewed, the more they're thinking. That's just the law of a fighting game player.
It's tense. Understandable zone. Lead it up just off your jump time winder. Can only do so much to be able to break through some mushrooms here. Lead it just off on S2. There we go. Super S1 time winder. The lead into it and off a charge heavy.
Little bit of situation right there. Chato, I think that was a jab reset because he expected him to tech upwards, and that's why he always round up for the 2H, which has been really cool, but unfortunately not going to work out too well. Maybe I'm giving him too much benefit of the doubt. Nonetheless, a sandwich situation is never a good time to be had.
Especially on this one is off the calm stance.
Here.
Or rotating to tech it in time, and then the wind wall possibilities there, but just jabbed over Tornado.
I ain't gonna lie, him bolting over the tornado like that looked kind of OD. It looked like he did as just over, straight over, use the tornado to get over. But the Crater Maker not gonna get too much off of it. Goes for the S1, makes it out correctly the push block.
I mean, true, it can only break so much in regards to air pressure coming in off of Yasuo, but then off another tech throw, leading off the verticals, and the immediate punish off the footwork.
He didn't get the full charge on his elixir right there, so that's gonna suck. Wait, goes in with the Crater Maker, goes in with the level 1 immediately afterwards. That's a lot of damage. I don't think that's a kill. No, it is just barely on Yas. That last minute health change.
Yasuo's gone, down the Teemo, can only do so much off projectiles and have to lead an off the S1 super in turn. I'm not gonna lie, try to get the brush set up, but immediately with the tag assist, Teemo dead.
Beautiful stuff right there. The music just let Ekko do all the work. Tied up 1 round to 1 round. Who's going to take game number 1? Who's going to get that burst advantage?
With the Yasuo, but leading off the Twister. Nice follow-up coming in from Windwall. And then Sever, leading in off a calm stance. Down stop the follow in turn. And tried it again just off the air, expecting a jump up. But no, it's the back-to-back tag and more damage off the Yasuo.
Go for another quick miss right there. Goes over for the dash over after the calm into a good old 2L. The parry on the other side. You cannot do that to me, young man. And unfortunately, the Ekko shall fall right here, right now to the boy Pronto. Oh, he has to spin a bar on this. No, actually, Alexis go for the dumpy into. Oh, there's a level 1.
Yeah, there it is. Off a tag launch, immediately followed up with the S1 Super with your Teemo. I mean, with the Ekko, does cancel out a lot of opportunities, especially leading in off the time winder. But now, off an assist in turn. Super assist. Knocked out of here immediately.
I like the little jab check immediately coming out of buff. Wait a second, goes through the mushroom, immediate break. He didn't want to deal with the pressure. There is Fury on the side of Vi. She is one of the scariest pressures when it comes to that Fury as a solo. But let's see how it goes. Jumps over, huge hit on the cabeza.
Get the footwork. Electric's just off in the corner like this one. That is some nasty work coming in here off the limit strike. And with the interrupt to follow through. Almost got caught in a happy birthday, but your Teemo put back into the ground here.
Why did you actually go for the kill right there? Unfortunately, he's forced to use the Fury early. That is going to be a dead Teemo. Yas is on the back pocket by himself. Full Fury to be had Oh my God, goes for the cross up immediately. He just stood there for so long. Minutes. 2+ on the throw.
Okay, we had one throw to another, and of course, Jarrett's the only one able to pop off with it, just lead into the ground. But no, Super Creator Maker meets the S3 Super.
Are you kidding me? Are you dead off of this? Appears going to Poppy Slave you. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Goes to the other side. He gets the cross up, and the AC 130 was coming down pronto with the fist bump. And like I said, chewing the gum more brigiously and taking that drink of that water.
I'm not gonna lie, as close as that got, it was super for super. I was trying to gauge it thinking, wait a minute, surely we're leading him with like a counter hit like S3, right? Yes, we are! And of course, getting into it again. Proto getting his qualifier here, top the 1-0.
Goes in multiple darts right there, immediately going back. Goes for the 2M, not going to work out too well, but wait a second. Yasuo with the knockdown. No, goes for darts immediately afterwards. Luckily stuffs the assist, but Ekko still in your face. Nice tech on the throw.
Nice, but just lead into it off a back-to-back pellet. You're not going to follow through or commit really here to some damage, but a charge heavy just in the campfire absolutely will.
Sandwich situations are always terrible right there. Goes for the take a break and delays it with the float once again from the parachute. Gonna take all this damage and shift damage right there for the time being as he goes full screen. Tags in, back with the Vi. Active tag, Yasuo's in, goes for 2-8, not gonna work out too well.
Absolutely not. Only just a little bit of chip damage to guarantee here, but off of mushrooms again. Chop again. Pellet, back-to-back mushrooms, and able to catch you momentarily. And then a tag in off your time winder with the Ekko. Can only do so much, especially just off a sever.
Off the air, and this means, yo, got the huge high jump off the 2-8. This means off the backboard. Lemon Strike doesn't like to go for the kill, doesn't want to spin any bar, but cost you a little dearly. Ekko has a pixel left, tried to grab something that was not right there, and there was 2 mushrooms in the front and in the back, unfortunately.
That is real unfortunate, especially just off of mushroom damage can be so deceiving. But when it hits, it hits. Can only get so much chip damage leading into it, but the real attack is guaranteed off of brush fire.
All right, mushrooms are there. Wait a second. Sets at the wind wall, goes for the full offense. Still staying patient with the mushroom. Oh wait, Gash with the both of them just immediately goes for 2H, hits the wrong character though, dash under, jab pressure. Yo, the in and out, golly, fancy footwork into a cross up is insane.
That is wild. We saw the footwork be able to break out of net and completely avoid it. But even then, Proto guarantees a good chunk of damage here. Super assist off your time winder, air to air grab. Back into the corner you go. You can only try and pop out here with another push block into super.
As one was actually got out there, can't get too much off of it. Use retreating guards to back up his way. Trying to get a little bit more meter. Yo, the super time winder going to come in handy. Creator Maker's there, goes in for the level 3. A lot of damage on Teemo. I know he's a little guy, but he is going to survive this, but he is going to be in danger.
Doesn't even matter if most of it's not on the screen. That's still some big damage headed your way and off the corner. What's the setup? Off the get up and no interrupts here. Buff Jarrett still able to put your Teemo down. Back to Yasuo.
He cross up and goes for another one just like that. Goes for Fury, believes it. He popped level 3 immediately. He said, I don't give a damn about that Fury at all. You're going to hold this cutscene. Look at the cut of the moon.
Ooh. Slice the moon down in half, and down you go. Proto here on set point against Buff Jarrett. This is getting as close as it can get. Time winder immediately off a calm stance, and then a 2H setup coming here from Ekko.
I like the side switch right there, just for corner advantage, but unfortunately, he used the rewind of the clone that was still in the air to get out of the pressure of Yas and get a full combo. Yo, Buff Jarrett, this is the type of big brain activity I like to see.
That is ridiculous, and we follow up just off of S2 Super with the Chrono Drive. Love to see it, but then jump over, charge heavy with the JS2 to follow up with it. Of course, no pots and pans here, at least for the moment. Chop off wood, and another push block headed your way with Buff Jarrett's by.
Oh, God, understand what indeed did not want to deal with it. It wasn't his type of speed, but unfortunately still gets caught in by the Teemo. Jump down the dumpy. Goes for the limit strike right there, getting closer to that corner. Waits a second, goes out some darts.
Okay, wall bounce to follow up with it, and of course, Commander Special coming in off that tag assist. Throw back into the corner. There we go. Just off the follow to follow up with in the ground. Get the after images, but not like here though.
Pushback is there, going to attack Vi for a little bit of damage. Yo, the hitbox on the slash was so huge. Cal Ekko when he's trying to jump across to the other side, but he did not have the high ground. He's not Anakin.
We have to follow it up though with Super Time Winder and only just a little bit of damage. 4+2 there in the sky. And that's a lot. Popping this off your Teemo. Force the break, and back into the corner we go here.
Getting the wrong character. Wait a second. Goes to throw a little bit too early, and guess what? Got punished for a throw of his own, and now Proto looking like he's on the verge of taking this out.
A little unfortunate to lose your Ekko, especially off the net like that one, so you can only do so much, especially off the tag assist. Meet the wind wall, meet the twister, meet more mushrooms.
All right, fire's been set. You know that means he can actually go for a float if he wants to, but no. The other side, patience. No, the cross-up's not going to work. Wasn't close enough.
Forward, off the overhead, watch out into it and try to follow it up. The super will connect.
How many super is that, bro?
That's 3.
I'm
That's
so tight. He has done wake up super so much, and the pop off. Proton is feeling for that, bro. He said, I'm doing it out here. I'm actually doing it. I'm doing the game. I'm out here competing. And now, let those emotions out. This is exactly what I like to see. People do not know the level of competition and the things people go through to actually get on stage and actually perform. I love seeing this passion like this. I don't care anybody who blows him up for things like this. Show your emotion and show what people can do. All right? It takes a large person, it takes a big man for you to go up to the stage and actually show off your stuff, to show your things you've been training for, to actually go out and get that dub.
That's what I'm saying. It can be scary. It can be very intimidating, especially stepping in on stage like that, right? Because they're going from a very different environment, say, staying at home or even at your local, and all of a sudden, it's combo breaker. Please pop off.
Yes, all means. I don't care anybody that says like, oh, no, pop off. Guess what? He's up there. You're not. All right, there's not many people that will even take themselves and put themselves in that position. And that's why I love to see it. Please show that emotion. I love seeing passion like that, and good stuff to that young man. Hope to see more of him. But, oh my God, we got to set up here. You want to read that name?
Wait a minute. I'm going to let you read that.
That's going to be Fiend going up against Dekillsage. It's going to be coming up next. Just get the winners qualifier to get out of the pool. Dekillsage, you guys know him. He might be, a world champion in Skullgirls, a little Dragon Ball Fighters champion also. But he also dabbles in 2XKO the Fiend. Yo, this guy, I trust him with some information, bro.
Okay.
He looks like he's like, he looks like he's a top tier bookworm. All right. He knows what he's talking about. Any fact check he gives me, I'm gonna believe.
You gotta get hit with the actually.
If he hit me with an actually, I'll be like, yo, Fiend, you right, bro.
You got it. My fault. I won't say anything after that.
All right. Her Teemo in the back pocket. Sage has been experimenting with a couple of teams. I'm pretty sure he's still rocking with the Ahri, though. I could be wrong. We'll find out. No, Teemo Ahri is coming out of the Dekillsage. I know he does like the Ahri and the action he does with the Teemo. I really thought he was going to rock with someone newer. I really thought he might have been rocking with the Akali, but you know what? He's still sticking with this team. This team is still solid. But for Fiend, what are we going to have? Are we cranking that? We got here. Yo, we cranking that.
It's been all day. I've been looking forward to this for so long. It would be sad if we were like a button check and obviously we don't, actually get the Blitzcrank. However, in this case, I think it would be neat.
And it's double down with Blitz and Darius. That's so much damage from Fiend. But wait, we're going to see what Dekillsage can do rocking a freestyle with the Teemo Ahri. This is going to be really interesting to do. I think we've almost had every character on the screen except Jinx pretty much.
It has been a minute since it's been Jinx.
Yeah, we haven't had Jinx at all on the screen, but I think we've had every other character except pretty much Jinx.
I mean, pretty much just on character diversity except for Jinx in turn.
No, beat it!
No! Baited it, and beat it immediately. Just opt into super from your Ahri. That's going to follow up with and into the limit strike.
Goes Blitz block immediately. He tries to go for the medium, but it's not going to work out too well. Lonely Blitz by himself, trying to work his run in. Oh no, try to go for a scoop, try to go for the digger, but it's not going to work out for you too much.
It's a little unfortunate just leading it up to him like that. You did see the attempt, but no. Now having to slowly try to rely on the 5H, but you can't even find it there. Rocket Punch gets immediately beaten out off a perfect parry.
Yo, the fact that the Killsage knew he had enough time to go for the overhead starter to get to that full combo from the parry was absolutely ridiculous. Goes for apprehend, goes for the throw this time around. Does not spend level 1 to get back to the corner, but just goes for another one.
I mean, Chino tried to run up throw and of course lead into headless from this far a corner. Tried out the Rocket Punch assist, but can't even find that with the grab.
Bulldog right there. Gets the cross up on the other side. Fiend didn't see it coming. And I don't even think the Killsage did too. But nonetheless, he's going to figure out the combo with the OTG of the level 1. And that shall get it done. Shout out to my boy St. Cola.
Nice, nice. This one's super to follow up with. Killsage so far up by 1 round. The round start on to follow through and try to use off the Blitzcrank assist, but can't even find it with that. Wild Trails back in the corner, and of course with the immediate attack.
Oh, a parry again. You is not going to let that work out for free. The Killsage look like he's firing on all cylinders. At the highest level, the overhead reset was actually nasty.
This is ridiculous. And off a campfire again. CAMP, FIRE, SONG, Song. Back into the corner you go. But not if Blitz has anything to say about it. Whiffs off the grab.
With my hook, it's not going to come back too well. Teemo doesn't want any of that, and unfortunately trying to run away too much right there, and it's going to cost you dearly. Fiend, only with the Darius, and yo, this is the thing, but you cannot give a top player a chance. The Killsage smells the blood, smells just scared, and guess what's happening? Now, he's still in this play.
Goodness, we already got 1 badge off a lock with the feather. Push block coming in off the Blitzcrank. Even then, can only do so much just off the run up Darius. Campfire again to be able to pop at the launch.
Situation again, you know that. I don't think you're going to get a Fury in time. You're going to hold this full level 3 animation. Please.
I'll take a express DHL delivery of full-on calculated war crimes here with Teemo. Bombing, run, and straight dead for the KillSlayer to be able to get one off the board.
KillSlayer's looking cool, calm, and looking composed as usual.
Lead here again. That is used with Agassiz just keeps getting caught and called out.
It's going to catch you in the worst way to KillSlayer. Like I said, fighting on the whole team right now, not looking too good for the boy Darius. Wait a second, no Fiend. Please show me something. So you got something in the back pocket for more mushrooms coming. The instant over here was insane.
Okay, wait a minute. We do have the break off the field already, and of course, off leading in immediately. He's off a stand light in turn. 2H launch to follow up with again. And just off the S1 orb super from Sage.
All right, wait a second. We're going to wall something. Mushroom is going to be there. Guess what this means? The Mushroom Kingdom is going to be out here and popping. Not quite going to be the kill yet, but the push block is there. But yo, the Mushroom is always going to be popping around, sprouting about.
Oh my goodness, I'm not going to lie. Fiend has absolutely not been allowed to get out of this corner. No perfect parry again. He's off a rocket punch. Doesn't even need it. Lead up off a campfire. More mushrooms. Blitz is gone, and now Fiend just down to solo Darius again.
Yo, the fadeaway with the Mushroom is actually the most insane work you can possibly do. Teemo doing even more work. This is just more time for this man to KillSlayer to get up more on the badge. Just almost to a full Mushroom badge. I guess it's another knockdown, more active, and that's with the full Mushroom.
Goodness, that's just full dead if you're not careful enough. There we go. Sage off another round here in Winners Qualifier on set point against Fiend.
Yo, good stuff this man stage. And like I said, the full Mushroom badge and that long combo is actually going to be able to do it right there. Slowly but surely. And guess what? The purple misses on both the characters, please.
Oh my goodness, even tried rocket punch from cross distance like that, but not much you can do, especially just eating it off a projectile. Perfect parry again. The counter back here just off the wood chop. Even that 2-0 can't catch you out. Just off a lot of these lows.
You had enough time to whip and still try to get something off, but that was actually insane. But wait a second, too much action to be had after the break. The biggest thing I've noticed about Sage in his gameplay thus far, every time there's a break active, he does not give Fiend a chance to actually stuff anything for him to actually get his offense going. He immediately goes right back in, so you got to think about yourself.
Oh, goodness.
He's parried every single one.
This is so ridiculous, and your Blitzcrank once again out of the equation. Sage has just put Peachytea on our poor trash compacting robot.
Yo, Fiend is over there laughing like, man, really just carries everything, brother. Like, it's one of those points like, I can't do nothing but laugh, man.
Right, it happens, and off a campfire again, just leading in off of 2H, hit the trumpet off the sky. Teemo go twice as high, hit twice as hard here against Fiend, and even more damage off the orb. Roll up, mushroom dig up, and you're absolutely dead here off of back-to-back supers. The KillSlayer moving forward 2-0.
That looked like clean execution. You count every parry you saw. Anytime that man saw the arm was winding up for Blitz, he said, yo, you about to do Mega Fist? No, that's not happening, brother.
It was just every time that punch just kept completely getting shut down. Denied, denied, denied again. If it wasn't one perfect parry to worry about, it was always the second right around the corner.
And the biggest thing about that, too, things like that in that nature, the switch up should have been, you should have put your assist behind it to cover.
Right.
In situations when you notice that a person is parrying something behind constantly that you're doing, you ask yourself, am I putting a layer on top of it so I can make sure I can get it off in time?
Exactly.
You got to make sure you actually playing a layer offense because you're playing a tag fight.
Which is really unfortunate to see two big body characters get shut down like that, but hey, it happens. Again, you still have a chance over in loser side, so don't put yourself down just yet.
All right. See what happens when the lose side for Fiend, but the KillSlayer's going to march on our next match up to hand. Gonna be a little biased here. We got Backstrom on the stage. My Chicago boy is up there going against Onion Bubs. We're not gonna be too biased right here, but our Chicago boy, we love him to death, always doing the thing. But do not count out Onion. There's a reason why he's over here to the winner qualifier for a reason.
Okay, getting into it. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty good. Controller we have the ones up the leverless, but now already hooked up. We got the fashion, the drip, the earbuds, and even the glasses. Goodness, it is getting loud over here.
Backstrom over there doing cool, calm, and collecting. Always got the earbuds in, but Onion Bubs. I think he saw something he didn't know. Wait, what are you talking? He's like, whoa. He's like,
wait a minute.
He's like, he's just like, talking about a little side switch, wave with the characters.
Right.
Nonetheless, I see people yelling in the crowd in the background, but hey, it's getting hyped because all fighting games are here. We always hype for any fighting game that's going on in the action in the venue. Remember, guys, it's happening in Schaumburg, Illinois, over here for the entirety of the weekend. You guys can buy spectator passes if you guys want to come through and just watch the event. I believe spectator passes for the day are $55, but for the weekend, if you buy one right now, I think it's about $120. So
it's not too bad.
It's not too bad if you want to come through and enjoy some games. Remember, you cannot compete in bracket, but you can play with your favorite players on the side if you want to. You're not allowed to not playing the game.
Right,
You just keep playing the match.
We have a bunch more stuff you can do around here, whether it be casuals. We even have an arcade upstairs, which is actually super dope if you want to check that out. But we should be getting into our next game here. More Teemo.
Teemo Mirror?
Oh, possibly.
Changing the skins?
It
The Jester?
fun. Okay.
These are two very annoying shells.
If I speak about Teemo in the way that I want to so badly,
ahead.
Tento, I'm in trouble. I don't want to. That's the thing. I like my job.
New recruits. Let's put 'em
I see you side-eyeing me. Don't do that.
Okay. I'll leave it alone.
Okay.
Thunder Tech, people are locked in. Vaxxum is going to be on the left with the Teemo and the Yas. And Onion Bub is going to be on the right with the Teemo with the Ahri. Both rocking the freestyle. Zipson is going to be had, but just expect it's going to be the war of Tristan against the Teemos. Who's going to get the hit first and who's going to set up for their other character to try to get in after, you know, a little charge of the projectiles or a mushroom setup.
Right. And trust me, those mushroom setups, we've seen it time and time before already. It has been such a nasty thing to really contend with. If it's not the mushrooms, it's always that keep-out game coming in off of Pebbles.
Unfortunately, Vaxxum right there is going to have to force a break. What does this mean? Oh, no. Onion Bub's going right back in. It's going to do a lot of damage on the Yas. Possibly set up for a mushroom badge if he wants to.
Off the campfire setup immediately. This one super with the shrooms, but nah, off in turn. Very good jumping coming in on the side from Backstrom.
Oh, wait, goes for the S2 right there because he wants to keep the corner advantage. I like that, though. Lemon Strike doesn't set up wind ball. Actually goes right back in the push block, though.
Push block, but no, the jump in immediately just counter denied here off of Yasuo. Good projectile usage. Even better, trying to get in off the slingshot and better pots and pans hit.
Goes in the pebble and guess what this means for a combo right there. Yo, the jump to H was actually a little bit too far away, but the S1 in the air is not going to beat his mark. You know what this means? Goes number 3. No, it wasn't close enough, and that's just a big old waste of 3 bars and a dead Yas. All that for not even a drop of blood, actually.
That is a frighteningly unfortunate waste of media here. Hate to see it, hate to have it happen to you. And man, I would be a little gassed, obviously, if that happened to me. In Backstrom's case, dropped the round. Onion Bubs to bring it back here.
What the Bub man has to do afterwards. No, the mushrooms in the back pocket. You have to worry about it, and you hit the wrong character on top of that. Would it catch the lamb recovery of one character, but not the other? And that means Teemo now gets a full combo.
Opportunity again, just leading into it off your campfire. Get in with the mushroom setup, but no. Jump immediately out of corner, trying to play it safe, especially leading off the pot hit.
Right out the air. Full combo. No, it's too far away, but wait a second. Picks it right back up. This big thanks to Teemo. Vax, you actually getting kind of washed right now. Look a little belt to ass. I need you to take the belt away and try to kick it into control.
Oh my goodness, especially with a game like that one coming in. Put you in a jam immediately off another tag launcher. Mushroom setup in the corner. Can only take it so long before Blitzcrank is there to save you even briefly.
Right, wait a second. Jumps back. Too much overdone. The mushroom badge is active, but it's gonna be enough for you though. Oh no.
Another jump in, watch out. Nope, mushrooms immediately denied. Meet the push block. Of course, no wild trails here. Instead of a quick little backhand, Teemo gone just based off a chip.
Oh my god, Yas saw by himself. This is possible, but not with this man floating in the air like that. Luckily, did not get a full combo. Gives yourself a chance. You're working on Fury. You could use it to try to save yourself, but Vax is a lot of work to work with.
And with the roll-up, of course, trying to play the air-to-air game with a lot of the projectiles. Maybe deny Teemo some very needed entry. Immediate jump in. That's one though. Denied off the handshake tag, and of course, now having to face Ahri. Calm stance leading the Sever.
Says the wind ball afterwards. It's delayed and goes for the 2L. Wait a second, huge right now. I think he could actually get the kill if he spends all the meter he wants to. Or if you got the opties, can you go for level 1 to level 1?
I was going to say, if we get Officer, maybe even lead off level 1, even then the S3 super would be massive. Don't even need that. We just have the forward throw.
All right, wait a second, Backstrom. Yasuo is his character that he likes to use the most. Goes for another good old parachute. Can you get a whip punish? No, he gets hit by the surprise. It's a Fury.
Okay, Fury couldn't have hit at a better time here. Time, trouble, pain, all really saved up here. Off the Sever again with the verticals. Down to the ground you go. And of course, Lincoln off the super S3.
Backstrom strong what the strong character is. That is information also for Onion Bug. You got to think about it. He's like, oh, okay, I now know Yasuo is your comfortable pick. I need to make sure I take him out first.
Right.
Target the Yas.
Target locked. You're not going to have a fun time right now. But now lead in off the back-to-back tags. And nope, good thing. And off the Teemo. Love to deal with, especially around brush fire.
Get too much up of it. Charge. Yasuo is there for the back foot.
Push block to follow up with it, and of course, Nanny to find the net up. Mushroom again, off the campfire chop. It's a bit of an early break, but understandably so. That string would have gone on for too long.
Wait a second. Backstrom showing himself up with Teemo. No, there's another drop, and the throw was mistimed, so that means the back throw this time for Ahri.
Immediate interrupt, and of course off the handshake tag. Teemo off Teemo. Violence following up with it. Trumpet off lock 2. Of course, the 2H leading off the S1 super back into the corner. Backstrom loses the Teemo. Now back off to solo Yasuo.
So Yasuo do have their characters too, but wait a second, we saw the Yasuo do work. Can it happen again?
Still off the mushroom pop up again, and even back down into the ground you go. Can only do so much to net you up. 11 hit piece, and try to follow it up, just seeing enough for 2H. Possibly, can't even find it. Instead, get in off of 2 badges off lock.
Yo, he got the hot stuff active and here, but wait a second, goes for the air throw, get the mushroom reset. Couldn't get too much off of it though. Hot stuff is still there.
Be very careful. We have another tag off the lock again. Super assist off the bombing run, but even with down stop, can't find that. Forced to go for Fury.
Again, Fury with the Yas, and unfortunately gets tagged right there. Wait, not quite the kill. Still got a pixel left. Chip is a big problem, but goes for the air throw. I know you want to jump the mushroom, but guess what? I have air control and I have airspace right there. Teemo gonna take that dub. Yo, game 1 going to Onion Bubs.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a very well called and caught out air-to-air throw that we had off the net, and Onion Bubs so far, this Teemo has been a sight to behold. Especially a lot of these brush setups you need to be very considerate about. Another 2H launch coming into it with the net.
With the little flames, gives it a little extension off the pair streak. You know what this means? Big dash up, immediate break. Yasuo coming in once again. But guess what? We know what the problem is. The problem, the glue of the team is Yasuo. Now we're going to put some serious damage on this man and make him think about for his troubles.
Immediate interruption off the corner, hard knockdown. Even hard if you're not careful enough, especially with Teemo leading in off of pots and pans, push block, and caught off of projectiles with the slingshot.
I like how he kept him right there, tried to go for a throw reset, but no, we want to keep him in because he realized, like I said, Yas is the real character that you want to do something with, and you cannot do anything with a solo Teemo. So unfortunately, that should be all she wrote right here. Has plenty of bar to go with. You can just go elect to get some more darts.
Dart, dart, dart again. And maybe just 3 more for your extra troubles. Onion Bubs, you're gonna win this qualifier. Upset point here against Backstrom.
Backstrom not looking too good, man. You're not representing Chicago in the way I need to see, but nonetheless, still fight hard. Never go out without a fight. Oh, wait. That's to him. Not going to work out too well. Immediately going to give you the break on the side of Onion.
We have the punish. We have projectiles. Of course, we have the brush. No brush fire just yet. Too far, but of course, not far enough. Push block and immediately met with the Ahri. Top of 2L.
That's going to be there, but wait a second. Gets active tag immediately. Yo, good blocks.
Ooh, okay. Defensive capabilities absolutely kept up here. The walkover with the mushrooms. Dig for dig here.
You know, I thought they would have collided, but apparently just not. Wait. I thought they were going to collide.
Right, they go
went
right past
through
each other. That is so funny in retrospect. Of course, off 4 slingshots to turn.
Hit it with the hit, cuz, oh, yo, what's going on?
Hey, bro, what's up? I gotta get past you real quick. My fault.
Yo, I did not know the pebble was still rocking, was a little bouncing off the slingshot. That was actually insane.
Woo, okay. Just caught immediately with the Ahri tag off of Sever. Watch out for it, though. That's a lot more mushrooms headed your way, and try to pop it with 2L, but not like that. Campfire, pots and pans again, with more mushrooms headed your way.
Dustin's going through. Fire stuff, hot stuff, and wait a second, going for the full screen presence. Mushroom badge is there.
Your badge is up lock now. Watch out for your mushroom debuff. If you're not careful enough for Backstrom, you can kind of tell there's some hesitancy around playing a lot of the mushroom game. With Super meets Super, only able to catch the Ahri. Teemo still takes you down.
That was beautiful stuff, right? He actually backed away the entire time. It was the right idea from Backstrom, but he was not in range. You know what this means? Solo Teemo again. I don't believe in this action from my boy Vax. I can't lie to you, but still 30 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, goodness, and I saw that super system out a little bit earlier from Yasuo, but get caught up off the chop. Chop again, off the charge heavy. Again with the campfire. Back down to the ground you go. Op launch. That's going to be Bubs moving forward 2-0.
Good stuff to Onion Bubs moving on over the boy Vaxxum. Vaxxum's going to fight his way through the loose side of the bracket, but showing off the wife. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
There's too much leg showing on right there, brother. I ain't going to lie.
We might need to cover that up by like maybe 2 or 3 inches.
It's all good. It's all good. I don't know. I don't even know what those buttons were being pressed. I mean, being placed at, so we're going to move past that. Nonetheless, yo, Onion Bubs, good stuff to you, man. Good stuff.
Okay. So I'm not going to lie. So far. However, and I hate to ask this question, I know we're only day 1 into it. Are we going over or under? I'm going to put out a theoretical number there. 100 Teemos this weekend? Possibly. Maybe more. No, 90, maybe 80? I'll go lower than that. Maybe 20. That seems too easy, though.
I say maybe at most we have 40 Teemos. Like I don't see that many Teemos out here, man. Because
Okay.
Here's the thing about Teemo. Teemo is still great. However, he's not what he used to be. And a lot of fighting game players do not like to work hard. A lot of y'all like the easy goings for stuff. As soon as a character gets nerfed, you're like, oh, I can't do nothing. No, you got to do something more. You just got to use your brain now. And you guys don't like to think. That's y'all issue. Think. Like that's y'all problem. But you know, it is.
It is what it is. I'm sorry, you think I use my brain cells for anything beyond this, Twin?
You should, but
I don't
go
want
ahead, do
to.
your thing, bro. Whatever you want.
See the characters that I play within this game and outside other games, Twin. It's not good. I have 2 collective brain cells, and both of those I charge together just to be able to grab.
I have
No
4
other
brain
buttons.
cells. Yeah, all the Penguin and Madagascar and Rico's allowed this one. All right, that's all I need to let you guys know. That's exactly what I need you guys to know. But our next match is going to be loser side. It's going to be Proxy Jobs versus Dubs. Dubs, we got our first Canadian representation on the screen. It's going to be really interesting to see, but nonetheless, glad to see our international players come through. We had a decent amount of international talent that actually came through here. A lot of the, for the Tekken boys I saw, there was a lot of Japanese talent that came through last night for Combo Starter. Big shouts to everybody who came through for Combo Starter. 2XKO was also run. I do not know who took that bracket, but it was actually good to see that over there as well. It's just been a great time to be had, so it's going to be really good to see what the international talent is here. I saw Wade also here. I saw White Black here. I did not see Sinchi and or Noka. I don't know if they came to Combo Breaker. They might be saving for Evo, but nonetheless, still going to be a great time, great practice to be had because these boys want to game and make sure they have the best of their ability come through in preparation for the big one.
Especially leading an Evo. I'm telling you right now, that is not going to be an easy one at all. People sit here and you think, well, Combo Breaker, that's tough enough, right? No, this is only really the prelude to what's happening for the rest of the year.
Summertime means the start of the big action, and the big action being the start of the Combo Breaker, then CEO, then Evo, then CEO this time around.
Yes.
It is going to be absolutely ridiculous. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Make sure you guys drink your water out there. Hydrate, please. Everybody make sure you drink your water. I see production drinking their water too. I'd love to see it. I don't want anybody out here passing out, even though it's not too hot outside, but you can still be dehydrated even if you're cold. So please drink up on that water and enjoy the matches. I see the fist bump. This is loser side action. So unfortunately, one of these boys will be sitting in the spectator seat for the rest of the event. But yo, one of them get the glory is still walking on the seal trying to get in that path to get to the glory.
Okay, loser side, this is absolutely where it matters. Do or die. And of course, the ground star time winder to follow up with can only do so much to be able to catch your tag assist, but not the main Ahri.
You can see the other side. Wait a second. Couldn't get the clean hit though. So Proxy gonna like to try to get hit. No, gonna get tagged by the Ekko and gives him an immediate break. I thought it was gonna be an active tag to making it out, but a little bit too late on that. Nonetheless, the projectiles coming through the throw.
Okay, forward throw to put you back into the corner like that one. Just off the ground, S2, be able to get the after images. Obviously, that's a nasty hit coming in at you.
But now, wait a second. Ahri coming down too. A breaker's used, and that means breaker's used on both ends. That means the next hit is going to hurt. Don't let that happen to you.
The jump in, but not throw instead. Can't take it at least in the moment, but Ekko off Ekko. Leading off S2. Good parry to lead into it. Just off of it immediately. S1 super for the super time winder.
All right, Dubs doing his thing right now. He looks like he want to get the dub. The boy from Canada still wants to go take it from down under.
Nice,
oh no.
nice. Yes, time winder follow up it again. So much off the axe. Pull back. Good usage off the apprehend.
Goes within the ranks afterwards. Little stack on it. Overhead. Still my turn. No, it's not your turn. You were for too slow of a button. So you know what that means. Ahri's going to check the ankle, but drops the combo. But still gets the kill. It's going to be down to the Ahri versus the Ekko.
Listen, you drop it, pick it back up. It's not that hard. Please. The attack is coming in off Ekko, just trying to find it off of projectiles. The super assist can't connect.
Oh, the parry right there. Yo, beautiful stuff right there. Thought you wanted to have the hit advantage or the block advantage from the projectile. Did not anticipate Dubs actually getting a beautiful parry on the walk-in. And guess what? Got smacked by the club.
Nice. Okay, for our round start options, jump in, the air-to-air throw. Of course, lead into it immediately to try to find and stop off a time winder.
You're not gonna work out too well. Still patient number. Wait a second, going in for the good. Oh, apprehend. Still there. Lots of damage on Ekko. My God, he's hurting.
Ooh, the nastier axe pullback. Bring it up a three to get the blood debuff, but no, it's the time winder. Puts you in your place, pause you momentarily, and that's what you do. Just off the S2 with the after images. And even then, rewind again to be able to get the corner set up.
He's going for another S2 immediately afterwards. Are you kidding me? He did a raw, no protection. You want to start a family? Are you kidding me, my boy? This is crazy, but gets the parry. You know what this means. Massive damage here. No, drops.
Okay, no drop release just yet. Another time winder. S1 super to follow around the corner and only narrowly caught out here. Of course, you have to lead in just off the crouch. Shoulder tackle coming in off your Darius.
Yo, the Bears need you, Darius. But hey, we're going to speak to that another day. We're going to talk about the contract in all due time. No, had to hit him. Wait, whoa. What is happening? What is happening?
Just off the lead in immediately. Ahri gone. Ekko gone. And already fast fashion Dubs able to put 2 on the board. Lead it here and loses qualifier 1-0.
There's a little nerves going on right there for sure. But hey, we're going to see what happens towards the end. See if there's a little cleanup here. Dubs looking strong thus far.
Very strong, at least in the moment. Off a time winder, lead up again. But now off the jump up, 2H, JS2, and follow up especially. Wait a minute, caught up a rewind. Try to pressure it again off the super time winder. Can only do so much. Off another S2 into the ground.
Got 2 and 4 though. You know what this means? Another spear rush going to the corner. What's going? No, you got too much W chip. Why you keep on dropping stuff, man?
Okay, that's concerning, especially trying to lead in off your Sagas from Darius with the shoulder tackle. Fireball to follow up with it with another time winder, and still off the overhead. Meet the 2H.
I like it. It's all the gap right there. You cannot let her get away with that price. Immediately goes for the 2H, forcing the break, and guess what? Gets himself out the corner. Still there. Oh no, the clone's not going to do a thing, and that's going to be a dead Ekko. Spins the bar. Make sure the job is done.
Oh, wait a minute.
You thought!
Okay. 1 pixel of
They're
health.
scaring me, Ashh.
I was very concerned. That could have been the nastiest comeback possible. Of course, can't pop out in time. You lose the Ekko. You'll certainly about to lose another one. Really just on Proxy's side if you're not careful enough with another cleave. Super time winder.
God, that was so smart. Use the charge heavy to actually confirm the hit on Ahri and then immediately get in with S2. Is that chip?
Woo!
Jesus Christ. Dubs, Darius has been ridiculous thus far. And wait a second, wait for the moment. Don't have any bar though on the side of Darius, so he can't parry a thing. And he thought the throw was coming.
Big man, big body damage. Meet the Ahri. Just immediately off the back-to-back orbs. All trails to follow up with one orb. Super off deception.
Super time winder can be used actually on the Oki side of things. No good. That's for the level 1. They reset him. You didn't even block. And you're laughing. You should have been locked in!
That is ridiculous. I'm not going to lie. Losers qualifier. There's nothing to laugh about. However, several points being made, especially just leading in.
What is happening?
Time winder, but no, you get the cut with the rewind. Most certainly just getting in off the slope, but you only catch the tagged out Ekko.
Yo, the trade in the area, I think that was medium and medium action. I mean, sorry, heavy on heavy action. Scores a knockdown, goes for another 2-well retreating guard. Get back over here, Wins. I'm not done talking to you.
Forward to watch out for, and of course, meet the break, meet the corner, leading in just off your after images. There's 2 to follow up with. Nothing hitting at least just for a little bit of chip damage here. You have to respond with something.
Oh, unfortunately, respond to getting the head hit once again. Proxy looking stronger as time progresses. Gets the throw. That should be the kill on Ekko. Low health for that young man, and now the Darius has still been the problem, though.
This Darius has been a thorn pretty much in everyone's side thus far. And now you have to watch out with the happy birthday lead into straight headless.
Also, time out is going to be there. Air approach, not going to get too much off of it. Jump back with the fadeaway of the heavy. You know this means Ekko's coming in. Still has lead active too. He thought he went for a heavy read for the apprehend. Not going to work immediately into the level 3. Questionable decision, but hey, a decision that you can make nonetheless. There's a reason you're playing and I'm commentating, so I'm going to set the hell up.
Listen, you say questionable. Personally, I say needed, especially off the roll up, the jump in over. But now kind of find yourself in the corner, especially leading in off another super assist and another bleed debuff.
Couldn't get Jinx off the Pokeball. It just goes for the stagger to the throw. Full combo because you're in the corner. And like I said, Darius is the problem. Dubs is now on set point to possibly take Proxy out of the bracket.
Okay, Proxy on survival. Dubs here on set point here. And he wanted to follow up with the medium round star charge heavy. I mean, be my guest. Still concerning enough you're able to catch the Ahri off the pullback.
Got the combo right there once again. Wait a second. The Darius, though, going to get the tag on the Ahri. Active tag is there. Tried to go for the counter break, but unfortunately didn't tag right in the right time. I'm guessing.
Unfortunate. Followed up off the S2. Just back in the corner we go. Not cleave. Get the debuff again off the hands damage.
Because the 2-way jumps back, though.
Okay, break. Keep you in the corner here. But no, it's the JS2 immediately met off the Ahri.
2-for-1 special right here. Both of the characters getting hit right now. Unfortunately, slight drop. Question mark.
Hey, we're not going to question it. We're sitting for a reason there. Out there. Pull back. Apprehend. Headless.
Coming in Harry now. It's only to lonely Ekko going against Darius and Ekko himself. A bar of super assists available for Ahri if need be. But does not look too good when you get hit from the back. And guess this means 4 combo clears level 1.
Woo! Straight dead. Nats Dubs moving forward here. Bruiser's qualifier. Wild fashion at that one. Big-bodied, big damage.
Canada moving on strong with the shoulder afterwards, showing off Mercedes-Benz. The coat look real nice right there. It is a little chilly inside the venue, so I respect it. But, yo, he is going to be moving forward with that fire in the loser side of the bracket. Unfortunately, Proxy shall fall. And, you know, he might be in another bracket he can try in.
It happens. Hey, you got another chance in other brackets, but still, good showing. Wild one at that one, especially just leading out the Echo Mirror. But still, I think it was peak.
It was peak indeed, but we're going to have more peak action underway real soon. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more 2XKO action will be here for more pool play. Don't go anywhere.